Greece is like the most amazing thing you could ever do. I mean, Santorini is...
Speak Greek?
No. A finger every once in a while.
Jimmy's impish.
I've been called imp other things. As I sat there crying and a girlfriend laid on the bed going, it's okay. You're impish. I'm like, wrong word, stupid. Close your eyes, you're right.
Okay, and go.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Looks like someone's in a bad mood today.
Nah.
Looks like someone's in a bad mood today.
First of all, it just being Monday puts me in a mood.
Did you say Monday?
Yeah.
Isn't it Monday? How are you today, Anthony?
Then well, you know, I've been trying anyway to see how this 5:30 thing works.
Yeah.
Getting in at 5:30 instead of 5 o'clock. We have a very nice, for the most part, competent staff. That, you know, it's not like when it was just me and Ope. Had to come in and, you know, paw through a lot of stuff. They throw together a lot of good stuff. almost dropped the S-bomb right off the bat before the music even stops. I almost drop it. And, you know, I figured, let me give you an extra half-hour sleep is pretty good. Especially on a Monday. On a Monday.
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
Yeah. So stupid. That's it. So I figure, you know, we'll go for the 5:30 thing. It's been working out pretty well.
Yeah.
I get in any time, you know, between 5:25 and 5:30, somewhere there, 5:35, whatever. And this allows me to sleep a little longer. Well, this morning, I get a phone call at about 4:40 or so. See, there's still a 4 in front of the main number there of the clock. 4. This is what I consider still last night. It's nighttime.
You get up around 5, I'm assuming?
Yep. I get up around 5-ish. Actually, I'm out of the house at about 5:05, something like that.
And the people, I just want to add, the people that are listening to us now understand that between 4:40 and 5, that 20 minutes, when you have to get up so goddamn early,
crucial,
is really important.
It's crucial.
That extra 20 minutes. We got it.
Crucial.
Yeah.
I get a call, and you know, my phone, when it rings. It's set to like that map kind of alarm thing that happens during a nuclear meltdown.
Yeah.
So it goes off, and I pick it up, and here's what I get.
Hello, Anthony. It's Master Poe. What time are you getting in?
What?
What time are you getting in this morning?
5:30. Why?
I have to go to the bathroom.
What?
Yeah?
What?
You what?
I have to go to the bathroom. I just wanted to know what time you were coming in. Did I wake you?
Yeah, kinda.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll see you later. Click.
He is as dumb as they come.
So now
he is a dummy.
That extra sleepy time that I so love, the extra sleepy time that, by the way, is the reason that over at XM you don't see me fall asleep anymore.
And we appreciate that, Anthony.
You know something? It's all I needed.
We appreciate that you're not falling
No
asleep
problem.
anymore.
But that whole thing where it's that I found that half hour is key
Yeah, it really is.
to me not crashing out during the last part of the XM show.
Yeah.
And to get that call like that, because first of all, I look and it says blocked. So I have to answer it. It could be, someone's dead or Master Poe's got to drop a deuce. One or the other.
I don't think you got to explain it to the newbies out there. Master Poe's whole job is to, be outside his building in the morning.
Yeah.
To make it a little easier so you can run in and he parks your car. That's all he does.
Yeah.
He gets paid handsomely, and honestly, that's all he does. Right now, he's sitting somewhere for the next 3 hours, doing God knows what. Like, what does he do between now and the time we get over to XM?
I don't know. I don't know what he does. It's not my business.
He could have the easiest job in America, and he messes that up.
It's not my business.
Yeah.
What my business is sleeping when I want to and getting in before the show starts with enough, prep time and not falling asleep.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all I got to do.
Yeah.
That didn't work out this morning, and it kind of got me what they call cranky.
Yeah.
Whenever you're woken up like that, when the first thing in the morning from sleep to being annoyed happens, it lasts with me the whole day. Everyone has their little pet peeves, the things that set them off, the things that make them cranky for a while. That's mine. I've never been a jump out of bed guy. I've never been. I need to sleep and have my mornings go the way I need them to go. If I hit a traffic jam on the expressway, that's another thing that'll get me going.
Sure.
But early in the morning, that's a rarity. Any other little thing that could happen between me sleeping and me coming here. Once I'm at work, I know I'm at work, so whatever happens, happens. But those other times that are my times, that's where I lose my mind, and it affects me the whole God effing day.
Nice.
So now I'm in a bad mood.
Which is good for the radio show.
Well, whatever it is, I am in it.
It's good for the radio show, not good for you personally.
And then...
But can I jump in here and tell you something I've told you many times?
Jump!
You have to turn your phone off at night.
I can't. No one does.
I do.
You're a weirdo for doing that.
I do.
You're the weird guy.
But
you said you gotta shut your phone off
because
you gotta siphon all the gas out of your tank before you put it in your garage. Like you're saying things that you do that you assume everyone does. No one turns their phone off.
I'm not saying everyone should do this, but considering the hours you keep, you really should maybe at least think about turning your phone off.
I need communication.
Why?
I need an open line. Because if I get that call that there's a problem with somebody or someone's gravely ill. Or that it is an important thing that I have to come in early for something. I don't know what. Anything but Poe making a duty. That's what the phone's on for. Who thought I'd get a call saying I gotta go caca?
Yeah, but even if you get that phone call, there's nothing you could do. I'm not going to bring everyone down. I got that phone call, and guess what? In the end, there's nothing you can do, so you might as well get a good night's sleep and deal with it in the morning.
You're blaming the victim here.
I understand.
You really are blaming the rape victim.
But
thank you, Jimmy.
Why did you wear that skirt? You should have known.
I'm not blaming Anthony because what I'm trying to do here is this. Poe is a dummy, and he will do it again and again and again. He's stupid. This is what you should do: is get I have a phone number no one has.
Is that the 516?
No.
It's the 917 3. No,
I got another one.
You got a secret number.
I got a secret number. So if God forbid something awful is happening and they need me, why would they need me? I don't have any skills to save somebody.
Yeah, but
I just have I have to just go to the hospital and be depressed for 3 days. That's my job in these situations. So in the end, there's nothing you could do if, God forbid, you get that phone call. So you might as well get a good night's sleep. I wouldn't even turn on the phone call until you had a cup of coffee in the morning and a nice warm breakfast.
No.
Because you're gonna need all the rest you can. Because if you do get that phone call, it's gonna be 3 to 4 days of no sleeping. My friend.
No, and that
walking like a zombie. So you should be prepared for it with it.
No, that's not how I roll. I need my phone to be there, right next to my bed, right next to the 45. Gun and phone.
What if you answer the 45 because you're a little
problem.
woozy, right?
I can't answer the 40. Hello. I don't want to answer that.
I'm going to get you a phone in the shape of a gun this Christmas, just because I think it would be cute.
Well, now that will confuse me.
No kidding, man.
And then I come in.
Don't even do part 2.
No. I'm just doing this one. Here's my.
Oh yeah. Well, this is part
bagel.
3.
That's my bagel. Because for some effing reason,
you can still eat it, by the way.
I am. No, it's in the garbage now. I'm not going into the puke pail for that. I banked it off the glass.
Nice shot. It was a good shot.
Actually went into the garbage.
Yeah, it was very impressive.
So now I don't eat until later because I don't know. I guess I don't rate enough to get what I need in here to eat. Call me whiny. I don't even care at this point. Yes, I am whining. But I don't get what I'm going to eat because, I guess because David was in the bathroom.
No, David.
What's with everyone taking a dump?
David was socializing.
Oh,
Jimmy.
Well, he was socializing?
He was socializing because I walked in here to go to the bathroom, and he's just holding court in the studio. He thinks
is that what he's doing now?
He thinks he's a star now.
Was he conveying his post story that we'll hear about later?
He thinks he's a star. I heard him talking to Kenny and just kind of socializing.
David, could you grab the microphone, please?
Good morning, David.
Yes, I could grab the microphone.
Hi, David. Do you know I'm here every day, every weekday?
Why are you wait? Answer his question.
Yes, I know you're here. I know that, yes.
Oh, my dear, sweet Jesus. Oh, my dear, sweet Jesus. You know I'm here every day.
Of course, it's your show. Of course I know that, yes.
Every morning, what do I get? Every morning.
Every morning?
Yeah.
Every morning you get a toasted plain bagel with light cream cheese on the side.
Right. That's all I asked for. And why wasn't it like brought? Now I can't eat.
Why didn't you get it, David?
What happened? What were you doing?
He thinks he's a star.
What were you doing that was a little more important? Were you going boom boom? Did you have to make a boom boom too?
No,
like
I did
Master
not.
Like Master Pooh?
No, I did not. I was busy.
There it is.
I was busy getting the coffees that I usually get. I was doing that. I always get the coffees, so that's what I was doing.
The coffees for who?
For Jimmy and for Steve.
At what time was this?
This was at like 5:35.
All right. What time did you get in?
What time did I get into the studio? I got to the studio at 5.
So, it could be there on my desk when I get in.
Get his bagel.
Before you leave. It takes long. Like, these guys can bring coffee into the studio with them and drink it as they're doing the show. I can't friggin' eat during the show. Only the part we phone in, the XM part. Then I can eat. But now. No, and Elmer from Iowa, plunk this son of a C down. Hey, clap for brains. Listen to me, Elmer. Nice name, jack off. Listen to me. I sound like a prima donna. There are certain ways this job works, ass. Certain ways this job works. I need my crap in the morning, or else I don't. Everything's timed out.
Yeah. There you go, crybaby. Wow. You're the type of guy that gets pulled over by the cops over here in Iowa and says, "Do you know who I am?" And then when we're beating you down, we say, "Nope."
Why, are you a cop in Iowa? Are you a cop in Iowa, Elmer?
Well, I'm a farmer in Iowa, and I'm also a deputy.
A farmer in Iowa and a deputy. Shut up. Grab a corn cob and shove it. You farmer. All right, Farmer Elmer. Farmer Elmer. Go to your fat wife and have sex with her, Farmer Elmer. What's that like? Does she cook you up some breakfast in the morning? You slob. Shut up, you fat Iowan slob, Elmer. You friggin' farmer. You're a farmer. You're a farmer. I'm sorry I don't have a pig wife to make me breakfast. Shut up. Go slop your wife. Slop your wife. Suey! 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 That means Elmer and his wife want to have some sex. Shut up, you and your pig farmer wife. I hate your filthy family, your whole filth family. I hope your daughter has sex with a presidential candidate. Shut it!
There goes Elmer.
Elmer stinks on ice. Him and his fat pig farmer wife. Go farm.
Go.
I hope your friggin' kid gets caught in a combine. As Elmer's wife. What are you saying, honey? Oh, you want me to tag that fat ass? That's Elmer's wife, his fat pig wife, and his stupid, retarded, cross-eyed, inbred children. Die, Elmer. Die on your tractor.
Oh, it's going to be
just die. Fall off your tractor and die.
It's going to be a great 4 years of radio because I know what this is really about.
Oh, it's about the front page of the
I know
newspaper.
it is. We'll get into that in a second. But first, Cody in Indiana. David, why are you still sitting here? Go get his effing bagel.
Hey, guys.
Anthony's hungry.
No, I don't want a bagel. I can't eat it.
Then what do you want David to get you?
Is this a bad
Get a
time?
crucifix and wear it. Tired of you.
If I may say, didn't Ron get the bagel finally? Didn't he go and get it finally?
Yeah, but that was your job.
It's there. You know when it came in? Enough of this palaver. That's when I got my bagel. Enough of this palaver. I can't sit here with a mouthful of bagel and eat.
We can only do that on the other show.
Yes.
I think Anthony wants to know that you were here. So, like, if you got the coffees at 5:35, why not get his bagel and make sure it's here for him?
That's their job, Elmer. Just like your pig wife's job is to have sex with you and peel the corn. Farmer. A farmer from Iowa is telling me crap. Go blow.
Do you know who I am? And then they go, nope, because we don't.
No.
Elmer's wife's name?
Iowa. And I would never be in Iowa.
Elmer's wife's name? Anyone?
What?
Gus. Come on.
Gus and
longer.
Elmer. Exactly.
Hip Hop, what happened to the bagel? You had to do David's job, right?
Yeah, well, usually, I apologize for not getting a breakfast earlier. Usually, Kenny tells David to get out like 5:05.
So now you're blaming Kenny.
No, that's what's been happening for the past couple of weeks, so I just assumed it was...
Kenny, comment? Are you to blame? Because you didn't instruct him to do what he has to do every goddamn day?
Yes, I am to blame. I am sorry. Sometime, hopefully I can make it up to you, and I will take blame for this misfortune.
No, I'm not letting Kenny take the blame.
No, I insist.
The interns should know what their job is on a daily basis, and that's the whole key to this thing. It's not me being a prima donna, Elmer, and your fat wife. Well, it's just things are there's a certain system here.
Yeah,
the way things work, and when the machine breaks down, we break down.
we can blame CBS then.
Why?
Well, because the interns used to be in a different office, and they could see Anthony passing the doorway when he came in the morning.
Do they have a clock?
Wait, they took that office away from us now?
Yeah, so now they have to sit in here where they can't see Anthony come
Why did
in.
they take that office away from us?
Hook up mirrors so they could all look in the mirrors.
What office? Wait, why the F do they take that office away from us? Now, I'm with you, Anthony.
What is that office now?
That's their production office.
Production, they're jukebox. What the hell do they have to produce?
There's like a news person that, like, I guess looks up the news and weather and...
Dude, we have 10 people in one room.
Yes.
We used to have two other rooms. We had a green room and another room where the interns and the help would hang out in. And now they took that room away from us as well because the green room they made into the studio for this dumb station that just plays tunes.
Right.
What's going on, stunt brain?
That room's been gone for about 3 months.
Oh, wow.
They turned that into a news studio for them when they moved over here.
What news are they doing? They play doo-wop records.
The one they talk about is dead.
Holy crap. Why do we always get crapped on? Why?
Constantly.
Why do we always get crapped on? You know that when we have guests now, they have to be on the other side of the building? There's some, like, weird green room on the other side of the floor.
Really?
Why didn't they put the studio down over there? Then we wouldn't bother those hacks.
Oh, what's this?
What's that?
It's their lovely empty newsroom that we used to have.
Empty?
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, it's empty all the time.
I'm gonna have a little surprise for their newsroom later on this week.
You're gonna pull a Poe in there?
Yes, I am. I'm gonna hide it too. I'm gonna hide it. Cody in Indiana, what's up?
Hey, guys. First of all, order Jim Norton's book, I Hate Your Guts, on Amazon.com.
Thank you, sir. Tomorrow's the day. Go ahead, Cody.
Okay, secondly, it goes, profession to profession if you need to shut your phone off or not. Like, I drive for a living. I shut my phone off. I need my sleep. If someone's dead, they're going to be dead when I wake up. So that's how it goes. I hate your guts tomorrow. Love you guys.
All right.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, that's my logic.
Brian from Bayonne brings up a good point. Yeah. Brian, yes, sir.
You know why he called you at 5:40 or 4? He called you at 4:40. He forgot to set his clock back.
You know something? I bet that happened.
Wow. Good.
I bet he didn't set the clock back. His clock said 5:40, and he's wondering, like, hey, Jesus Christ, it's 20 minutes to the show, and you're not in yet.
Yeah.
And I got to go to the bathroom.
I has to make doo-doos.
Well, these people don't understand how this show works. Steve the trucker. Steve, go ahead.
First off, I want to say, Jimmy, I got your first book, and I've already ordered your second one. You're great, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Anthony.
Yeah.
Why can't you just leave your house 10 minutes early and get your own bagel? It's no big deal.
Hey, Steve, the ass. Have you listened to what I've been saying? 10 minutes is crucial with our schedule. I can't stop and 10 minutes. I run on fumes sometimes because I can't stop and pump gas into my car at that hour. Everything is timed out for me to get the most sleep I can because with these hours I cannot sleep as long as I want to.
And a lot of times none of these places are open until about 5:30.
10 minutes is crucial. I can't stop at a hooker stop, grab some sex, and then go to sleep in my cab. Steve the trucker. What are you hauling today? Boredom?
All right, boys.
Yeah, and Anthony.
Oh, I hope there's an abutment with your name on it.
You should not be made to do menial tasks in your life.
Kenny, don't play into these idiots. That's not what it's about. It's not a menial task. I'll get my own bagel.
No.
If I could start the show 10 minutes later.
No. You will not get your own bagel. I will serve you hand and foot.
Keep the feet out of it. Disgusting big cop flat foot things you got. I was walking the beat.
Fontaine is on the Opie and Anthony show. Fontaine.
Hey, that's Club Soda Kenny. He's the number 2 funny man on the show.
That's right. Corner
Exactly.
stupid David. Go ahead, Fontaine.
Anthony. And I am voting for Obama because he's black.
That's phase 2 of my anger.
Strap in, boys. Come on, Anthony. God
All right. Well, just whatever. I'm sure Fontaine's waiting for all his free stuff that comes when they win the contest.
Well, this is
when black people win the big contest coming up on Tuesday for free stuff.
This is what it's really about. The realization has hit Anthony that we're going to have a black president, and he's out of his effing mind. It has nothing to do with Poe calling you or your bagel being a little late today. It's really about
just the black president.
It's really about Obama.
It's everything that goes along with it.
I understand.
Everything I'm reading, everything I'm seeing on videos, everything I'm watching. Dude, it's insane. People are losing their minds with expectations. All on poor Whitey's back.
And I told you, they're going to be very disappointed, those people.
Are they?
Yes, they think there's going to be well, let's get into it after the break.
Yeah, after the break.
Because we're going to need some time for this. All right? It's the greatest thing to happen to our radio show, though.
Is it?
Yes, it is. It really is. McCain would have been boring for this radio show. A black president is the best thing to happen to us. It's kind of like when Limbaugh had Clinton to kick around for a while.
For 8 years.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, we'll see.
They don't talk about Limbaugh as much, right?
We'll see.
All right. Opie and Anthony, stay there. Phase 2 of Anthony's anger.
Yes.
In just a bit.
I have a message for the black people.
You do?
Yes.
Nice. Good morning. Woke up this morning to see that my Jets are in first place, my friend. My friends. Now that hockey season is over, got to take a little closer look at football.
Big Blue demolishing the Cowboys, by the way.
I was so irritated.
Yes.
So am I, Jimmy. So am I. Cowboys over the Blues over Big Blue every time. Every time you got root Cowboys.
7-1?
What's that?
7-1.
And Dallas is what is it? The 5-3.
Yeah.
I mean, 5-4. Terrible. But were they 4-0 at one point?
What happened?
They lost.
That's what happens. You lose a few, and then your record changes.
Oh.
And the Colts beat the Patriots last night, so there's I think there's a three-way tie. You got the Jets, the Bills, and the Patriots all in first place right now. That's a hell of a division, my friends. In honor of John McCain, I'm going to say my friends all day long. My friends. And the Islanders lost to the Canadians, giving up, 3 or 4 goals in the third period. Hockey is over for me. 877-212-0-A. Big day tomorrow, Ed. Big day.
Yep.
It becomes official tomorrow. The first black president.
I love the McCain supporters, such as myself, who are actually just delusional. I'm sorry, but it's just everyone's like, well, it could come out different if the people come out and vote, and they've been lying to the pollsters and this, that. I'm already conceding defeat. Sure. Would I like to see a miracle and see McCain get in? Yes. Do I think it's going to happen? No. I think we're going to have President Obama. President Obama. Here's a guy
Barack
who doesn't even know his. I don't even know how this woman was related to him. What, half aunt? What? Half aunt. His half aunt. If you have a half aunt, you shouldn't be president.
Why?
Shut up. His half aunt is living on the government till in Massachusetts, and he don't know about it illegally. She was supposed to have been deported. Get the F out for 4 years. And he is separating himself from this story like you can't believe. And then apparently there's a half uncle. You should see these people and know that they're who they are. They're half people.
What do you mean by these people?
His relatives. They're half aunts and half uncles. Put one together, you have a whole relative. Yeah.
Well, she's living in the slums up there in Massachusetts.
What's her name?
I don't know.
Stunperin, could you please tell me your name? I can't pronounce it. My mouth won't move that way. I think there are clicks in it.
There are.
And she came over here
and
decided to stay. I would, too, if they're lopping people's heads off with machetes and putting tires around their neck filled with gasoline and lighting them up. I guess you come here.
Well, it's a good country.
A lot nicer.
It's a good country.
He has relatives all over the place that he don't know about. They're all clowns. Remember we made fun of Billy Carter's brother, or Jimmy Carter's brother Billy, because he liked tipping a few beers back. Where do you see what crawls out of the woodwork with this guy? Holy moly. If I may be so bold.
Her name is Aunt Zaituni.
Zaituni! The president has an Aunt Zaituni. I used to play the Zaituni in high school. I gave it up. It was too big to cart around. What's a Zaituni?
What's wrong with having an Aunt Zaituni?
I don't have an Aunt Zaituni.
What? It's just like when Reagan was president. I'm sure he had an Aunt Zaituni.
I want to introduce my Aunt Zaituni. Aunt Zaituni? That's when you're against the Zaitunis. I'm Aunt Zaituni.
And,
what is the Zaituni?
Uncle Omar is the missing uncle.
Omar.
Hey, we like
right.
Omar. You're a Wire fan.
If Omar's like that, Omar.
Yeah, right on, huh?
Jesus.
He has a beard.
Look, it can't be all bad. I mean, the front page of one of the rags here in New York has Obama and Bruce Springsteen on the cover. And Bruce Springsteen's a blue-collar guy.
Another one of my favorite
He's
people.
a working man's hero. So there you go. It can't be bad.
Well,
look, they're together.
Here's something gonna have to figure.
You know what? We probably shouldn't sing.
Yeah, I'm not going to sing anything.
You can't handle this, huh?
I can't handle the truth.
You really can't handle this, can you?
It's driving me crazy.
Why is it driving you nuts? You got to blame the Republicans. They should have came up with a better candidate.
Will.
Mitt Romney would have been beautiful for you. He would have been beautiful.
I want people to know I'm not putting all the blame on everybody. On one person, I mean. I'm putting it on many, many people. The Republican Party are a bunch of dummies. They're a bunch of dummies who have turned the party into this religious right-wing dictatorship And they're allowing an unqualified man to become the president of the United States. Unqualified. And now it's given this delusional state of expectations to our African American friends around the country. And that is driving me crazy more so than Obama being elected and taking everybody's money away to give it to people that aren't deserving.
But that shouldn't drive you crazy because their expectations are way too high. They're going to be so disappointed when they realize, like, the whole world.
Are they?
Yes, it's not going to change that much yet.
Are they?
Yes. They're going to be very disappointed.
I don't know. That first few, until the disappointment comes, it's going to be a bitch.
They're disillusioned.
Let me tell you. And for me, the second he's elected, all bets are off. I don't want to hear one more gripe. And I don't want any black people calling me up telling me that this is something different and there's still this and I still got to deal with this. Go screw. I don't want to hear one complaint ever again. A black guy attains the presidency of the United States means anything's possible if you educate yourself, stay out of effing prison, and maybe have a family and stay with them, and things like that. Just basic things like that. I don't want to hear any more griping. I want to see the crime rate in the black community drop to something that's equivalent to that of other races in this country. Because it's proven that if you assimilate to this country, you're good, you go to school, educate yourself, you can become the president. No more racism left in the country, I guess. If there was, it wouldn't be a chance that this guy's going to be elected. So why should I sit there and have to listen to complaints and have to walk on eggshells around black people with what I say, the language I use, things I do? Why? Enter here. Welcome. You're now welcome to the United States of America, where you too can now be made fun of without the person making fun of you getting crucified.
But you don't interact with black people.
It's
so what's the big deal?
Earl
Patrice
and Patrice.
O'Neill. That's it.
Yeah.
So where are all these people that are going to be bothering you? Because you don't interact with them.
My brand new friends that I can interact with after Obama's elected.
Yeah.
I'll have brand new black friends because we'll be able to joke like I do with my real friends. Right?
There were a lot of jokes about black people, though, when you look at the old cartoons that aren't allowed anymore. And
yeah.
Kind of rough.
But what does that mean? I said things were bad. I understand. They've gotten so much better that a black guy's going to be president. So all bets are off.
We got an Obama supporter. Is this what you're talking about?
What about the episode with the two Italian chefs and Bugs Bunny?
I don't remember it. But I'm not saying the cartoon should be allowed.
Remember that one?
No.
I'll squish your little pink tomato nose. Mamma Mia. Remember those guys?
Mamma Mia. Yeah, sure. They don't show those anymore either?
I don't think so. I haven't seen that one in a while. But that was a stereotypical Italian guy. Did I lose my effing mind? No! All bets are off.
What bets?
You're equal. You're equal. That's it. You won. You did it. Everyone's accepting now. So I don't want to hear one thing. Now, there's no more excuses for a disproportionate amount of crime. No more excuses. What?
You're a little behind.
What do you mean?
When Tiger Woods started winning all those tournaments,
that made golf equal.
It just made everybody.
This makes everything.
It made everybody equal. We all moved on.
Everything equal
after Tiger Woods made in the white man's.
There's no more reason for there to be 8 gazillion videos of convenience stores being robbed by black people that you control through on various websites and whatnot.
Not very.
What?
Your website that you love.
Oh, I don't have a website. I visit a lot of websites. I went to one last night where some black gentleman is advocating killing white people. Just advocating killing white people. Is that considered a hate site? Like N-word mania?
Was that the guy?
There's plenty of them.
But the guy you're talking about, is it almost like a congressional?
No, it wasn't even him.
You know who I mean?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. No, not him. It's another guy. And then there's another guy that's the leader of the new Black Panther movement who is advocating killing white people because he says, I kill my enemies. Your enemies? If it wasn't for your enemies, you wouldn't get your black president. Because a lot of white people are voting for Obama. He's got him what I call bamboozled.
You want to see this Obama supporter? This is what you're talking about, I guess? This one bothers you?
This one bothers the crap out of me.
But this is just an isolated, like, Obama supporter. They're not all thinking like this.
What?
I don't think so.
Jesus Christ, don't be another delusional person, please. I need at least one sane person sitting across from me. I mentioned this. Jimmy brings up the cartoons from the 20s.
No.
Holy Christ.
I was only saying because you're saying to be made fun of. Like, I'm like, yeah, like people are always fair game to be made fun of.
But in
recent times, it's gotten
Let me tell you
sickening.
something. Along with the making fun of, there was physical violence. There was racism in that a black person couldn't get certain jobs, couldn't go into certain places. Then laws were put into place, and slowly there was this acceptance that black people, for some reason, never saw taking place. They're still seeing it as, you watch First 48, watch a lot of cop shows, watch videos on various sites, and you'll see a guy commit a crime and get pinned down, and the first thing is, what I do. What you do? We just saw it. That's the type of stuff that I want to see go away. There's no more reason for it. There's a black president. It's going to be fantastic now for everybody.
So then this is good for you.
Yes.
Because all that stuff bothers you.
Yeah, because that'll go away, right?
So that goes away?
Sure it will.
All right, well, here's an Obama supporter.
I want to be able to sit down with a group of black people and speak like I do with my friends, where you sit around and make fun of everything. And yes, Jimmy. Why can't I?
Because I'm one of your friends. I hear how you speak.
Yeah.
And why can't I?
We're all thinking the same thing. I think we'll invite some black people to hang out in our office between 5 and 6 a.m.
Why not? I speak like that about Danny over the house. We have conversation. We goof on each other. We laugh. Mm-hmm. I talk with my Italian friends about Italian things and stereotypical mafia things. I talk with my Irish friends about stereotypical things about maybe drinking, drunkenness, things like that. Jewish friends about thriftiness. So why the hell can't I talk with black friends about things that blacks have a stereotypical...
All right. Charlie in Philly. Charlie.
What does Charlie have to say?
Charlie.
What's up, boys?
Hey, Charlie.
Hi, Charlie.
Anthony, I just want to back up and prove your rant correct, because I'm driving to work this morning and somebody took a bed sheet, hung it from an overpass, and all it said was "Vote Black Power."
See, this is all about the color of his skin and not the content of his character when it comes to a lot of people that are voting for him. The guy is he's better spoken than McCain. He's younger. He's got a better vice presidential candidate as far as people see. I think Biden's a tool, but he does. But his policies stink for this country. They stink. And people are putting that second to the color of his skin and the fact that this is groundbreaking, and a lot of guilty white people are jumping on board. 98% of black voters are voting for him, which is just an insane number.
But McCain's
of people.
McCain's not impressing a lot of people out there, my friend.
McCain stinks.
My friend.
Yeah, I know he does.
And then on top of it, he picks this broad from Alaska. I mean, they blew it. Yeah. They could have got a better...
of course they could have.
They could have got a better number one and certainly a better vice president.
Yep.
President candidate.
I hear you. But
so they blew it.
I certainly like his policy.
No one's getting excited when McCain talks. That's part of the problem, too, here.
Dude, Obama is not the qualified guy. I would rather have McCain in front of Obama. That's it.
That's fine.
That's the way I'm thinking.
Well, let's say hi to Chris in Philly. Chris.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Hey, I'm actually voting for Obama because I want the race wars to finally break out and we can finally clean out this country of all the scum.
Jesus. See, that's the type of...
Hey, Anthony, I'm with you, baby. I got an SKS, AR-15s, Mossbergs, everything, so...
Well, get your assault rifles before they're banned again.
I already have them. I went to one of the biggest gun shows, and I bought about $500 worth of ammo.
Yeah. God only knows all those places where you're not allowed to own a gun. Boy, the crime rate just plummets, like Chicago and Detroit and D.C. Oh, yeah, it works. It's proven. Jackasses.
Let's say hi to Assad from Boston.
Buy them up.
Assad, are you a black guy in Boston listening to the Opie and Anthony show?
I hope there's never a fire in my house, because once it hits the ammo room, it's your show. He goes, go ahead, you just talk. It's your show.
Yeah, I live in Lynn, like 10 minutes from Boston. I so agree with Anthony. I'm one of the 2% who's actually voting for McCain, and it's horrible. Black people are going to think, oh, yeah, he's going to come give us all this free stuff, but he's not. He's going to screw you. And I don't even have my gun license yet. But when he's actually in, that's going to make it even harder for me to get a gun license.
Yes.
It's horrible.
Yeah, but Assad, how black are you?
I'm 100% black. I'm so black that I'm not in college. I quit my job yesterday, and I have a 2-week-old kid with a skinny white girl.
There you go. Well, skinny white girl, that you ruined it right there.
Yeah, sometimes they can be
I know.
skinny.
Oh, and I'll be seeing Jimmy on the 15th. I got front row tickets, and I'm buying you both tomorrow.
Oh, thank you, man.
There you
I'll see you
go.
in Boston.
Right on,
Thanks,
Assad.
bud.
And I'm voting back. Either I'm going to vote for McCain or Jimmy Tide in 08. Thank you.
All right. See, Assad is a black guy. He's voting for McCain there, ain't?
If there's a fire in my house, it's going to look like when the Arizona got hit at Pearl Harbor. I'm getting everything I can before they ban everything. They're going to ban everything. You could tell just by the way the gun stores are packed.
All right, but let me ask you this. So if they ban all this stuff, right,
Yeah.
can you still go to a shooting range, I don't know how this works, and
Yeah.
use these guns that are banned?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
As long as you got them ahead of time.
As long
and
as you
can prove.
own it.
Okay.
But under Obama, who the hell knows? Who the hell knows what shenanigans this guy's going to pull with the Democratic Congress and maybe a couple of people he appoints to the court, that it might be one of these things where you get that knock on the door and go, hey, your guns, please.
No, this is America. That would never happen.
Stop.
That would never happen.
Oh, please.
In this fine country of ours, Anthony.
They have proposed a 500% tax on ammunition.
500% tax on ammunition.
So they're going to make
That's not a tax.
They're going to make it unaffordable to own and practice, just as he said they're going to make coal mining unaffordable.
Yeah, we're going to get into that in a second, too.
This guy is going to... We're in for change. Just like he said, change. Things will change. Now, as far as delusional people that think it's going to change for the good, he's going to change things like the Constitution. He'll change things. You watch. You watch the socialist states of America.
You know what I say? Whatever it takes to make this country better, Anthony.
I can reach over and slap you. I swear. Oh.
Can we take a break? We do have a great clip of an Obama supporter that we really need to play because it kind of it shows Anthony's point. Yeah. But it also, I think, shows my point. There's a lot of people that, yes, they're going to be very disappointed because the change they're looking for isn't happening. The change that Obama's talking about, in my opinion, is a lot different than a lot of the people and what they think change means. We'll explain next, okay?
Yes.
877-212-08. Don't even have to give out the phone number. Ant's ranting and raving, and freaking the phones are just lit today. Jimmy.
Tonight, I have to do my first signing. It's at Penn's Station at Borders at 7 o'clock. The book comes out tomorrow. I will be there tonight at 7. K-Rock Broads, I think, will be there. So,
ooh, nice.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to tonight.
I'll stop by, Jimmy.
I hope so.
Of course I will.
Oh, good.
And then we'll get some more Italian food.
That was fantastic.
At Carmine's. Opie and Anthony.
What's that supposed to mean?
What?
What's that supposed to mean?
Wait, I want to play this before we go to break. This Mark Maron thing is great because this is basically what McCain needs to do at this point. The desperation is very evident, and he should do a spot like this.
This is the most important presidential election of our lifetime, and some of you are still undecided. Let's have some straight talk. We've tried to convince you that Barack Obama is inexperienced. We've tried to convince you that Barack Obama is a terrorist. We've tried to convince you that Barack Hussein Obama is a Muslim. We're done with trying to convince you. Let's be honest. Barack Obama is black. Black. My friends, think about it. A black president? Come on. Are you crazy? This is America. Some things don't need to be changed.
I'm John McCain,
a white guy,
and I approve this message.
Opie and Anthony, Rich Voss in studio. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Little Jimmy Norton's book comes out tomorrow. I Hate Your Guts. Yes. We're all very, very excited. It's going to do very, very well. And you got your first book signing tonight.
Tonight at 7 o'clock. It's right at Madison Square Garden. It's Borders at Penn Station. And the K-Rock girls. And I have a special handsome gentleman friend introducing me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. A true gentleman. I'll show you a picture.
All right. Also, congrats to our friend Kevin Smith.
Yes, second.
Yeah. Zach and Miri Make a Porno, second, yes. Yep. Well, you're not going to beat that High School Musical crap.
Oh, my God.
But that only beat it by $5 million. I mean, it was $15 million for that and like $10 million for Kevin's.
Kevin did 10 point something. That's really good. He beat out Saw 5, and a lot of people are watching those Saw movies, even though they suck.
That High School Musical, that's like porno.
Anthony, not happy today.
Not a happy camper.
It's starting to sink in. There he is. Your next president right there. He did 80,000 people, by the way, in Ohio, I think, over the weekend.
He hit bonus.
I think he did bonus. That's right. 80,000 people showed up for another Obama rally in Ohio.
They want to see the rock star, dude. They want to see the rock star.
He's hanging out with rock stars.
Oh, by the way,
one rock star hanging out with another rock star. You got Springsteen and Obama on the
Here's
page.
Bruce. He's a rock star. What do you think?
I tell you, if McCain will win if Bush comes out and endorses Obama today.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do. This Bush got to be a team player and say, you know what, Obama's the man.
I got 24 hours to parade out Osama bin Laden.
Yeah.
In cuffs.
Remember
with McCain, doing a perp walk with him.
Remember that one? We've been hearing that for about 6 months. Don't you worry. They're going to get Osama just in time for the election, guaranteeing that McCain is the president.
No, Obama.
Yeah, you're right.
All I'm thinking is Republicans. I don't think there's one Republican that's going to vote for Obama. But you will get some Democrats that will not vote for Obama. That's it. That's our only hope, people.
Springsteen. Look.
There's Bruce.
There's the boss.
There's the boss, helping out Obama. Helping out his friend.
Now give every royalty for every record right to him so he could give it to the downtrodden. Because, they should have a chance to work themselves up.
Speaking of which, we got Ray in Boston. Listen,
Ray?
Go ahead, Ray.
Yeah, I just want to make sure the interns get Anthony's bagel and everything else he needs. He's very important to my financial future. He needs to be well-rested. He needs to earn high ratings because the more money he makes, the more money I'm going to make. I can't wait.
He can't wait to get a little of your money.
Yeah, to dip into the old till.
And I'll see little Jimmy on the 15th in Boston, and
good.
Can't wait to get the second book.
Thank you, buddy. I'll see you then.
All right.
I'm sick and tired, by the way, of these guys in SNL. I'm tired of it being news every time they go on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Enough.
Who cares?
I'm not voting for. I don't want a sketch. I'm not looking for an improv sketch guy. Who cares?
Okay.
Policy joke. Policy joke. Shut up.
SNL is hot this season.
I'm not knocking SNL. I'm annoyed at the fact that I'm tired.
McCain went on right over the
Yes. It's not a knock on SNL. They're doing what they should do. If I had a show, I'd put them on in a second.
Well, do we have the McCain audio from SNL?
You don't want an improv comedy guy, so you're looking for President Steve Carr. Yes. If elected, I don't know.
I'm going to have a constitutional amendment. I don't know what it is, though, yet. No one has told me.
Try to make one up.
Yes.
Randy in Rochester, the home of Brother Weeze. What do you got, Randy? Randy, come on.
Hello?
Yes, go.
Oh, no, my name's not Randy, it's Brandon.
Well, I was talking to you, so you go, you know what, my name's Brandon, not Randy, and then you move on. Let's go.
What's up?
Oh, yeah, man. I just wanted to tell Anthony, it's over, man. I'm a black man. We got a black president coming. I'm happy. And I'm glad. I hope he take all your damn guns away from you, even the slingshots that you carry around in your back pocket.
Why would you want him to take my guns?
Yeah, that's not.
I mean, it's not. You got how many kind of guns? You got sniper rifles. You got AR whatevers and
don't even
bullet chasers. And
you don't even know the guns.
I mean,
that's why you're always shooting innocent bystanders. Learn your guns, Rochester.
Hey, give me one reason.
You sure it's not Rochester from Randy?
All right, let's go to Ruben, the black guy from Flushing. He wants to talk to you too, Aunt. Ruben.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Bitches.
What's up, my brother?
Nothing. Yo, Aunt, why are you constantly crying, dude?
What?
It's disgusting, man.
Sorry,
Y'all got
it's time for...
everything. You guys own sports teams, all right?
Oh, sorry. It's time for white people to cry now after 200 some odd years of listening to you cry, all right? Now it's time for me to cry. I'm going to cry now. You're all laughing. Big friggin' day for you guys. Now it's time. You're going to watch white people cry, okay?
Can I get one in?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Sausage. And, yo, by the way, you made me really dislike Nicolini because when you were yanging her out, I knew that she had to have some of the same ideals that you did. You know what I'm saying? So now I can't even look at that.
What's wrong with these guys today?
It's this whole thing.
All right, let's say hi to Jimmy in East Meadow. Jimmy,
Hey, what's up, Pope?
The phones are real good today. East Meadow, Jimmy, go.
Right here.
Hey, what's going on? I just saw a sheet hanging from an overpass that says, share the wealth, vote Obama.
Share the wealth, vote Obama. Another thing, vote Black Power. I'll tell you one thing. These sheets hanging from the goddamn overpasses, they're going to be usth for something else. They're going to have to be cut, hemmed, and made into something. But
wealth is spelled W-E-L-T-H.
See, all right, so somebody had a spelling error.
I think he's just saying that just to rub it in a little bit. David in Washington. Go, David.
David?
And look, it's a race thing, dude, because you're clinging to a bunch of hypothetical stuff, whereas Obama is running against stuff that Bush has already screwed up, first of all. Secondly, what it really boils down to, and I understand, is that on November 5th, it's not that you don't want to see a black president, it's that you don't want to see a bunch of niggers jumping up and down, and that I wouldn't want to see that either.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what it is. It's not policy, so just, let's be honest and, call it what it is.
Without resorting to your colorful speech that you've just used, there are supporters that are using this election to just say that they're now entitled to all kinds of things. One of which is...
Yeah, we got a very good example here, David. Hold on the line. We might go back to you.
And this is not really that much of an exception to the rule, let me tell you. I'm sure there are plenty of black people that are just like, I'm realistic about the situation. I know, all right, he's a black guy, he's going to get in, but this isn't going to change things. But there are so many, and those are the people I'm worried about, because educated people that understand what Obama's about vote for him based on his policies. If that's what you're into, fine. You want a socialist state of America? Whatever. Go ahead. Pull the lever. But if you're pulling the lever thinking that it's a slot machine and the jackpot's going to come out afterwards because he's black, you're sorely mistaken. And there are a lot of people that are thinking that.
Let me jump in here for a second. Now, I heard this clip this morning, too, right?
Yeah.
It just made me laugh. But it made you angry.
Dude, why are you laughing?
Because it's just funny to me.
It's upsetting.
Because I just don't care in the end. That's why.
It's upsetting because it's all on our backs.
All right, let's listen to this clip. And do a little exercise with yourself. Are you laughing or are you really mad?
All right, let me see.
I bet you there's some people that are going to be laughing, and certainly some people are going to be really mad.
All right.
I understand that.
It was the most memorable time of my life. It was a touching moment because I never thought this day would ever happen. I won't have to worry about putting gas in my car. I won't have to worry about paying my mortgage. If I help him, he's going to help me.
I won't have to worry about putting gas in my car. I won't have to worry about my mortgage.
Yeah.
So dumb.
If I help him, he'll help me.
Yeah.
That is her effing quote.
Yeah.
There it is. Woo, yeah! Where's mines?
The price of what you're eating is going to go up.
It's quotes like that disgust me.
Doesn't that sound sad, though, in a way? Like, that to me, that doesn't make me angry, because that's not somebody going, like, F white people. That's somebody, because gas, look, the bottom line is I support
the price of gas has dropped so far down.
But that, again,
believe
in general,
me, gas is already good. So are you praising, is that woman praising Bush for the price of gas going down?
No, she shouldn't be. I supported Bush, dude. I was a Bush supporter.
Of course she shouldn't be. I understand, but she thinks Obama being president is going to help, He's going to be there pumping gas?
She probably feels he's more of a president that's going to be for people who don't make a lot of money, and she'll be able to afford things. I don't take that quote too radically. Like, I don't think it's a radical quote. Like, if I help... If I help... She didn't say anything about race. She just said about getting gas in her car and paying her mortgage, right?
She said, I don't have to pay.
Because she... Oh, my God, because
she thinks she's the savior, like he's going to give all.
What did she say?
I won't have to worry about my mortgage.
She doesn't mean... I don't think she means she's not going to have to pay mortgage. I think she means I'm not going to have to worry about it, like what just happened with this mortgage collapse and stuff.
Hold on.
I don't, unless I misheard it.
She worries about mortgage in a shelter. That's what I want to know.
She says, for some reason, I get from her quote, that now she's worried about her mortgage. After Obama's in, she won't have to worry about her mortgage. So what is he going to do that is going to keep her from worrying about it like she's worrying now?
Well, a lot of people are losing their homes. A lot of those, I don't know all about the scandal.
Because people with crappy credit ratings,
big part of it,
went to the banks like WAMU and got loans, even though they shouldn't have been given loans.
And that was because of liberals.
So now she's
Stop with the liberals.
It was because of liberals.
As much as the liberals are, I know that, but the whole country. And look, I've been trashing liberals for years, but this one is not on them.
No, it's on both of them.
No, it's on the Republicans.
No, you're 100%.
Jesus Christ!
Yellen doesn't make you right. Liberals push.
I know Yellen doesn't make me right, but I'm listening. You're throwing out a fucking F-bomb drop. Dude, I've been trashing liberals. They're the worst, but they're not responsible for this mess that we're in. I'm not saying that they didn't take a part in these bad mortgages. They weren't pressured to give out these mortgages. The government said, we'll take care of it. I understand all that. But this mess, these scumbags on Wall Street, a lot of these people are going to be indicted. A lot of these people have been dirty for a long time. And look, I don't hate McCain, but he didn't do a lot to change that. And neither did Bush. So come on, stop it.
None of them did. None of them, because they were all making money from it.
And it's private business. It's private.
Somehow,
sector.
even if Barack wins, the white supremacists are going to blame the Jews. They're going to find a way to blame the Jews on this.
Well, if we could all get together.
But I don't think her quote was. I didn't take that as a radical quote.
I took that as a very radical quote. Yep. She was all whooped up at the prospect of being at his speech. She saw the rock star talk. She talks about how it was the best moment of her life. She's obviously, and I saw the videotape, she's a black woman.
But it was right after a rally.
Who thinks now that this black guy getting in is going to give her what she deserves for some reason. Cheap gas and help with her mortgage.
But Anthony,
based on the backs.
He made her hopeful.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a bad thing.
Yeah,
she felt hopeful.
They talked to her after a rally. You ever go to a really good concert? You got some adrenaline flowing after you see your favorite band, and you say dumb stuff.
I want the Jimmy Norton that was on Colin's show.
Dude,
Can you bring him back? Because this Jimmy Norton that is now sitting in this studio is a liberal pantyweight.
No, I'm not. I'm the same guy. But
you're not.
Dude, the Republicans have douched everybody for the last 8 years, and I hate political correctness. I hate a lot of the things Obama will do, but I don't feel McCain. And I think that the dumb Republicans, the out-of-touch Republicans, picking that stupid broad to run with him, they deserve nothing.
How much of your mortgage is paid off?
Yeah.
75%.
75% of your god-effing mortgage is paid off. So the last 8 years have really effed you over, haven't they?
No, but what I'm saying is, as a whole, it's not just about me, it's the whole country.
No, it is about you.
I'll tell you where it has effed me over a little bit.
Where?
Is the fact that we're in financial trouble right now.
Yes, because the economy is cyclical.
Yeah,
it's a cyclical economy that capitalism is. And it's all over the world. The world economy is sucking. It's the world economy. We are in a recession. People are saying we are. It's a cyclical thing, the economy. The economy going down screwed George Bush Sr. from a second term. Because
Bush's awful campaign that he ran. He ran a terrible campaign.
But the economy sucked.
Over.
And Bush and Clinton said it's the economy, stupid. Everyone was bitching. The economy was horrible then. And then he got in. The economy came back. It's cyclical. It happens.
How come every time a Bush is in office it happens?
Yeah, well, I know.
You know what I'm saying? It's like the Democrats, to me, it's like I like to switch it up once in a while because you get one group with too much for too long. Look, I know the Republicans financially for me are better. I'm doing fine financially. It's not about that, though. There's other stuff that is just where it's just annoying me. I want to see a switch. I want to see him get in. If the worst happens that he sucks, he's out in 4 years. I mean, it's not, these are not 20-year elections. We're not going to do any worse than we have in the last 8 years with this idiot. Trump raised a good point. The whole world felt for us after 9/11. How did this dumbbell, and I was for him going into Iraq. I said it publicly. I was for it. And he believed that the terrible information they got, and they went with it.
You're right. 4 years can't make much of a difference. 41 till 45.
Well, yeah, it can, but I don't see that happening.
That wasn't that big.
I'm sick and tired of this policy of not talking to Iran.
68 to 72.
It's been interesting to see Jimmy. Jimmy you have changed,
but it's not. But I really have.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
But it's not as much as you think. I'm the same guy. You were like, I'm watching what's happening, and if I'm happy with something, I'm for it. I don't marry party lines. If I'm not happy with something,
which I like about
I don't either.
I'm not saying you do. I'm saying me.
You don't think?
Oh no, I know. I'm just saying I don't either. I
like that.
You don't think some of the money problems were from Clinton, the whole internet speculation money that people were making and never panned out? You don't think the economy fell because of that?
I don't know.
It fell into
Don't blame the president. Blame stupid people and, speculators.
Yes.
Blame people that invest in stupid things. It's the private sector. It's business. It's capitalism. Why is the government being blamed because people are stupid and buy stuff they can't afford? Buy stocks that have nothing behind them because their landscaper made some money off of it. Everyone got into the pyramid scheme that is Wall Street.
Well, people blame the government because they're the ones who are bailing these banks out, which I know they have to.
At this point, they're put in a position where you have to, or else, you're looking at the grapes of wrath.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those situations where they had to be bailed out. They screwed up. They gave too much credit to people that could not afford it and closed on their homes, couldn't pay their credit card bills. Why were they given so much? Greedy friggin' companies.
My friend explained some of this. She's like a hedge fund lawyer, and I was talking to her, and she was explaining. I think she's a McCain person, and she was saying that the government just can't come in and just fix everything. But I think she was saying that a lot of those loans were pressured. Like the government said, we got it covered. Like if they default, but in a way that a lot of people were predatory about it. I mean, and they are individual. It's not like there's this big conspiracy to hurt poor people. Yeah. But a lot of people look. They're trying to make their quotas. If I get this many loans out, I make so much money.
Yeah.
So they were kind of.
It was a bad thing to do. It was a stupid thing to do.
Knowing that a lot of these people were going to have to refinance and not be able to pay it, they gave it anyway. And it's like, in a way, there's something predatory about preying on people who just want to have a home. And I understand living within your means. But we were on food stamps. My family was on. I understand what it's like to be broke. And it sucks.
So do I.
I know, it stinks.
It does stink. But I sure as hell wasn't going to the bank looking to get a house loan when I didn't have a pot to whiz in or a window to throw it out of, literally.
Well,
I wasn't going to try to find a loan. And now, congratulations if you're low income. Good luck getting a loan. They ain't giving them out to anybody. You better have a credit rating of 1,000. It's got to be above 800.
You better have a credit rating of white.
You got to have an 800 plus 2 more hundred.
Hey,
that rating is going to be color coded.
Right. It's got to go with the color coding. Hey, I just want to bring back some of the fun. Arnold Schwarzenegger, before break, makes fun of Obama for being skinny, and then ties it all into politics.
The Arnold's Classic is all about building up the bodies and pumping up. And that's why the next Arnold's Classic, I want to invite Senator Obama, because he needs to do something. He needs to do something about those skinny legs.
That's pretty funny.
The governor of California.
Goofing on him.
Like what? Wrap him around some woman and molest her like you do?
Although, he got his, boy, if Obama had one ounce of balls, he'd go, well, I guess I don't have the arm strength of John McCain. Your turn.
Oh, yeah, there you go. You're right. Yeah, making fun of bodies. I mean, come on. Your guy's not the picture of health right now.
Oof. He needs to do something about those skinny legs.
At least he can do shoulder presses.
Skinny legs. Make him do some squats. And then we're going to go and give him some biceps curls to beef up the scrawny little arms. But if we only could do something about putting some meat on his ideas.
Now I
get it. Boo, Arnold. You had me.
What happened to politics? They're all just...
At least Arnold's got some kind of... At least he's making fun of the guy.
He's got a little sense of humor. That's fine. Making fun of Obama's skinny body. McCain, my God.
He loses his mind. Then we must tar and feather him.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
You know what I get tired of? Maybe I have gotten more liberal. I get tired of not dealing with countries who, like, it's because there's an inconsistency in it. And, like, I hate the inconsistency in our language. I hate the inconsistency of, yeah, we'll talk to this scumbag, but not that scumbag. Like, Ahmadinejad, whatever his name is crap. We all hate his guts.
Yeah.
But not talking to the guy, all it does is make him closer to the Soviets and the Chinese. It's stupid to not have them have some kind of financial interest in dealing with the U.S. It makes it harder for them to completely disregard what we want.
You know what, though? There is a difference. We deal with China, who has one, if not, I think the worst human rights in the world.
Terrible.
China is horrid. But billions upon billions, trillions of dollars we trade with that country. And they're not setting off bombs and blowing our crap up. They are sending over plenty of lead for our kids, but they're not doing that. Iran is a different story. You get this guy. If they wanted to trade with us in a civil fashion, sure. Let's get some rugs, whatever the hell they make over there that we can buy.
Pistachios.
Pistachio nuts.
We learned
right.
that. Pistachios.
But they aren't acting in a civilized fashion. We can't tell China not to beat their people up, or we're not going to trade with them. Who the hell are we? Treat your people the way you want. Treat them like crap. But China isn't this threat where we're always looking to see when the next terrorism comes out of China for us.
Well, yeah, but again,
that's why we're not dealing with Middle Eastern countries. They're animals that are trying to kill us because they hate our religion and our way of life and the fact that we aren't Muslim. That's why.
I'm not talking about being allies with them. I'm just saying I'm sick of the policy of not talking. Like, we just don't talk to who would, like with Cuba.
He's invited to the UN every year where he blurts out his anti-Semitic, anti-American rhetoric, and then we're supposed to sit down and have tea with him?
Not have tea with him, but like the fact is, the reality is, we have to deal with certain elements.
Why doesn't he come forward first and say, "Hey, I'd like to,
we're the
maybe the olive branch"?
Because I think that we're the one. It's not even an olive branch.
Looks weak.
I'm not, but I don't think it is though. We can still. The problem is this: the Republicans. We went to war, and they didn't do what was necessary. They pussied around with it. They went door to door. Are you bad? No. Okay, we'll keep going. And that's why we're stuck there. And it's like, if you want to be hardcore Republican and you want to be all about the military, then go to war and do it right. You want to crush somebody? Crush them. You want to crush us? Then do it. Don't get our soldiers shot because you're so afraid of a bunch of dead Iraqi civilians and you're going to look bad here and get voted out. That's the problem, is they're trying to appease people here and run a war, and you can't do both. Either do it right with barbarism or don't do it.
I do like the fact that since 9/11, hey, our trains haven't been blowing up. Our planes have been all right. You know, we're catching people that are trying to do stuff. The intelligence is a lot better. Our international intelligence is better with our allies. Things like that. It's like, is that the change that Obama's talking about? Because I don't want that kind of change. I don't want to change where it's, again, our intelligence is decimated like it was under Clinton. Our military is. That's something. That's the change I'm not looking for.
I don't want that either.
All right, we'll continue after the break. Rich, what are you promoting today?
I'm at Helium, but I thought I was pretty smart when I did that whole speculation thing.
I didn't know if you were right or wrong. I just didn't know.
Helium this week in Philly. I'm at Helium. No, I was right about that. Helium,
okay,
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
All right, very good.
I didn't say you were wrong.
Look, we all need to get happy here, so why don't I do
I'm very happy.
No, we're going to do this for Anthony. Because
my guy's getting in tomorrow.
Anthony loves this little thing. So
believe me, he'll do some politically correct crap, and I'll hate his guts within a month. I know it.
We'll play this to make Anthony happy today. He loves this ditty.
All right.
O-P-I-E, that's O-P, with his partner Anthony.
Hello.
They give us news in their own views, and Ant really doesn't hate the
Not the
Jews.
red outfit, Rick.
Little Jimmy is also there. He likes emails that no one cares. Make me laugh, that's O&A. The pendulum is swinging back the other way. Make me laugh, O&A.
That's right. The Opie and Anthony Show. Oh, my God, the arguing and the discussions continue through the breaks.
But can I say that
this is what's happening like all
everywhere,
over the country right
of course.
now.
But it's good. I'm not that liberal. Everyone I trash, I'm not even plugging the new book in the book. Is almost all of them are liberal.
Yeah.
I trash very few conservatives.
You're a smart guy. Every time you talk to Norton, he's just such a smart guy.
Of course Norton's a smart guy.
But I disagree with the one thing, with the porn. I think a porn...
Okay, well, hold on. Let's just tell you what we were talking about at the break. Because Rich was coming over, we were just talking about the conservatives and the liberals. And I'm like, I don't know if I want another conservative on the Supreme Court. I'm like, I don't like the fact that Max Hardcore, who, look, is a nasty pornographer, was convicted of obscenity, I think, in Tampa, and he's facing jail. And like Buttman, John Staliano, they're going after...
Not Buttman.
I know. But these are adults doing adult things.
Like superhero villains. They're going
yes, Buttman. I don't like the fact, and I'm not saying that Obama's going to change that, because Democrats never back pornography either. They just don't target it as much. But that's one thing I'm tired of, is this family values, religious crap, and them going after pornography. I'm sick and tired. This guy's convicted and going to go to jail in what is supposed to be the freest, most progressive country. We suck.
But you're saying you can not go after pornography, but go after drugs. Addiction is addiction.
Drugs are illegal.
But it ruins lives. Either one ruins lives.
But, okay, like we said this. When's the last time a cop was shot over pornography turf? When's the last time a little girl was killed in a drive-by for pornography? It doesn't happen.
When's the last time a guy went down another guy for drugs? Okay,
I don't know. When's the last
23 years ago?
Well, we're waiting for that. Thank you, Rich.
It's just negative. It's not positive. Porn is not a positive thing. It's negative. Everything around it.
People
negative.
Using it positively, like have marital aids with it, and it helps. I don't think it can be negative, but it should absolutely be totally legal. A bunch of adults making adult decisions, and the party that is supposed to be hands off, no big government, feels very comfortable being hands on when it comes to morality and when it comes to things you watch and don't watch, and that's another one thing that makes me sick about them. I want pornography left alone.
All right. Hey, I was down in Philly really quickly. I was having lunch, and there was two older guys discussing the election, because Ann said this thing is happening everywhere, which it is.
It is probably the most discussed election.
Oh, man. Yeah, and
ever.
it's
DISGUSC.
Disgust.
And it was two older white guys, and it was perfect. There was an Obama guy and a McCain guy, and they were friends, and they were just going at it, like you've been hearing all morning here on the show. And the one guy said, you know, the kids of America today are getting their news from Jon Stewart, and that's not the news. And then he goes, but what Rush Limbaugh had to say, and I'm like, that's the same thing, you idiot. I wanted to jump in and go, are you kidding me? That's Rush Limbaugh's angle on the news, just as it's Jon Stewart and The Daily Show's angle on the news. How do you separate the two? It's the same exact thing.
People are mistaking entertainment for news. You can get some news. You can get knowledge of what's happening by watching these entertainment shows or listening to entertainment shows like Limbaugh and watching The Daily Show and things like that. But to make a decision based on that news is a little silly. Based on any just news show, you really have to dig, and there's a wealth of information everywhere.
Sure.
You got to look at both sides. You got to look at it. You go on the internet, you find anything.
Yeah.
I usually get distracted with the conversation you guys were just having before, pornography.
Yeah.
But in between the porno, I really am getting educated.
But the point is, in between the jokes that Jon Stewart and The Daily Show are doing, you're getting some good info. You still should decide for yourself.
Very liberally biased.
Oh, I understand that.
Very.
But just like Limbaugh
is completely out of his mind right wing.
The only point I'm trying to make is they're pretty much the same thing, believe it or
on
not.
Opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
Hey, we got a couple good things here. We got John McCain on SNL that Jimmy was talking about, and we got Sarah Palin. A radio show got a hold of her and made a prank call. Where you want to go?
Oh, this is
and we got to fit Regis and Kelly in sometime this morning.
What did he do?
They're in trouble with the Dominicans.
What did I say?
We'll get to that a little later because we're trying to get a little more info on that.
The Mexicans or something?
I don't know.
What are they?
Dopey is.
I don't know. Brown people.
Right. Stupid Regis. What do you want to do? Sarah Palin prank call or John McCain SNL? We'll do both, but what do you want to hear now?
Oh, I don't know. Eeny, meeny, mite. Well, that's the wrong thing. How about you guys want to go Palin?
Yeah, I think the Palin thing's a little... the Palin's got a little... some legs on it, so you got to... Whoa, you got a radio show in Quebec. Comedy duo called The Masked Avengers, I believe.
Yeah, that's a terrible name.
Why don't we, focus on these guys for Jocktober?
Yeah, it's Canada.
It's a pretty good bit they did. I got to say that.
But how the hell did they get her number?
They must have went through the people. Look, the president's going to be in Montreal. They probably call it in French too. If it's from Montreal,
right?
They probably speak French.
All right. Well,
they obviously definitely do.
Here they are. They get through to Sarah Palin on their radio show.
This is Bexy.
Hello, Bexy.
Hi.
Hi, this is Frank Ouvrier. I'm with President Sarkozy on the line for Governor Palin.
Yes, 1 second, please. Can you hold on 1 second, please?
Yeah, no problem.
All right, thanks.
It's that easy? You just have to do a Clouseau?
A bad accent?
That was obviously set up before. Mm-hmm. Because she was probably expecting this call.
Yeah, of course.
He didn't just call randomly with a funny accent.
Oh, and by the way, we're kind of like the Daily Show and Limbaugh as well.
Oh, yeah.
We got to acknowledge that,
Yeah.
Oh, but the thing is, I'm right.
We do have to acknowledge that. We have to throw ourselves in that whole thing.
Can you hold on 1 second, please?
Yeah, no problem.
All right, thanks.
Problem.
Hi, I'm going to hand the phone over to her.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm going to put the president on the line.
Okay, he's coming through the line. This is Sarah.
Governor Palin.
Hello.
Just hold on for President Sarkozy. 1 moment.
Oh, it's not him yet, Bexy. I always do that.
Yes, hello, Governor Palin.
Oh, my God. They're just
I always do that. I say hello, and I don't know that the person's got an assistant.
She's getting calls all day.
Oh, jeez.
Just a couple of broads trying to, get something done.
But it shows you how little these people like to wait. Like, literally, she didn't even want to wait for the phone to be handed over.
No.
Yeah.
I always do that.
Yes, hello, Governor Palin.
I'll just have people hand it
Yes.
right when it's down.
Yes, hello, Mrs. Governor.
Hello, this is Sarah. How are you?
Fine, and you? This is Nicolas Sarkozy speaking. How are you?
Oh, so good. It's so good to hear you.
Oh, it's so good to hear you. The guy is doing a good yucky accent.
They almost blew it. The radio show almost blew it by not just going as soon as she got on, the other guy should have went, "This is President. Hold on, what are you doing?
Yeah,
idiot."
I guess that they wanted to really get the protocol thing going.
Yeah.
Now I'm just picturing some of our classic prank calls done by a French guy.
Yeah.
I want to do the butt one, but we can't say that word anymore.
But the plug.
Yeah. Do Bill's dead.
You're kidding.
We have a lot in
happen.
All right.
You know, we have a lot in common because personally, one of my favorite activities is to hunt too.
Oh, very good. We should go hunting together.
Exactly. We could go try hunting by helicopter, like.
All right. I know we know ahead of time, but who's buying that? This is the president.
Hunting by helicopter.
All right. Come on. It's very obvious, no?
I don't know what. Here's the thing. As I'm listening to this, I'm like, this might be the kind of dumb conversations they have. These banal. Just idiot. I don't know how these guys talk like, Mr. President, Vladimir, blah, blah, blah. What do you talk about? Congratulations. This is these shallow, idiotic talks.
Maybe they made a mistake and they just called another radio station. They're pranking it back. Hey, we got this president on the line in Canada. It's great.
Hey, cowhead.
Hey, dude, is this Chinese restaurant? Yeah, okay.
Sorry.
Exactly. We could go try hunting by helicopter like you did. I never did that. Like we say in French, on pourrait tuer des bébés phoques aussi.
Well, I think we could have a lot of fun together as we're getting work done. We can kill 2 birds with 1 stone that way.
I just love killing those animals. Take away a life. That is so fun.
My God, what the hell is going on? Why didn't she hang up?
We're just giving you the highlights. This call went on for 6 or 7 minutes, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was late in the call.
That was late in the call?
Yeah, that part about hunting was late in the call.
Yeah, I don't think he'd jump right in on that.
No.
It'll lull her into a false sense of security.
And then they make Cheney jokes with Sarah Palin.
Oh, okay.
I'd really love to go as long as we don't bring Vice President Cheney.
No, I'll be a careful shot, yes.
Yes, we have a lot in common also because except that from my house I can see Belgium. That's kind of less interesting than you.
Well, see, we're right next door to other countries that we all need to be working with, yes.
She's so dumb because this is being done in a radio delivery. This isn't a phone call.
Yeah.
This isn't a little conversation.
Yeah, this guy's throwing out like little shtick.
The shtick. like a radio guy would, not a president.
But you're thinking the governor listens to morning radio. I think she's a little more busy to know what's really, that morning radio does sketches and
little
bids.
bits like
little
this.
Bits.
They reference Canada's prime minister as singer Steph Carsey or something like that. I don't know.
Some people said in the last days, and I thought that was mean, that you weren't experienced enough in foreign relations. And, that's completely false. That's the thing I said to my great friend, the Prime Minister of Canada, Steph Carsey.
Well, he's doing fine, too. And, yeah, when you come into a position underestimated, it gives you an opportunity to prove the pundits and the critics wrong. You work that much harder.
She's still giving the company line, though. It's
on a phone call.
She stinks. Like, she's not, there's nothing. We can get some work done, too.
Yeah, we got to get some work. I'll roll up those shirt sleeves.
Here's where it gets good.
I must say, Governor Palin, I love the documentary they made on your life. Hustler's Nailing Palin?
Oh, good. Thank you. Yes.
That was really edgy.
Well, good.
I really loved you.
Oh, my God. Hustlers nailing Palin.
Oh, is that what he said?
Yes,
Yeah.
Listen.
I didn't hear that.
I had no idea.
Listen again.
I must say, Governor Palin, I love the documentary they made on your life. Hustlers Nailing Palin?
Oh, good. Thank you. Yes.
That was really edgy.
Edgy.
Well, good.
I really loved you.
Why?
She didn't understand it.
So she just goes, oh, thanks. Yeah.
And then they reveal it's a prank call here at the end.
And I must say something also, Governor. You've been pranked by the Masked Avengers. We are two comedians from Montreal.
Oh, have we been pranked? And what radio station is this?
This is for CKOI in Montreal.
In Montreal? Tell me their radio station call letters.
CK... Hello?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have to let you go. Thank you.
Yeah! Woohoo!
Hey, props to those guys.
You got to give them that. They
got to give props to those guys. She is not happy. Oh, what's the call letters?
Oh, what's the call letters?
She wants all info.
Ooh. Good one. Yeah, you got to give them that.
Yeah. They'll be in trouble. They'll be fired over that problem.
Nah, she's too public. You probably don't even have to tell her she's on the radio. Like, the FCC says you can't put someone on the air without telling them.
Yeah.
With her, you probably could.
Let's get Obama on the phone.
Well,
see if we could prank Obama.
I've spoken to him once.
Hello. Have you?
Yeah.
No, of course not. Look at his face.
I know. Look at his little Jimmy face.
His eyes were a little wide.
I'm being tight-lipped.
What? I talked to him, I swear.
I didn't talk to him.
You can't play poker, Jimmy, ever.
I can.
No, you can't.
I say yippee a lot.
Yippee.
Is this a giveaway if I have, like, 3 kings? Yeah. That's my top.
Yeah. I won a poker tournament over the weekend. I want to say hi.
Congratulations, Anthony.
Met over there.
How much you win?
Little torn. Well, it got me a buy-in. It's like a buy-in for a seat that if I win, that, I go to the World Series of Poker.
Online you won it?
Satellite things. No. Playing real people.
Where?
I'm not going to say.
How much did you win?
I'm not going to say that either.
I don't think you won.
More than 2.
No, he was rich. He just doesn't.
Look at the gambling. Look at the gambling saliva Voss has.
There were about 20 guys in it. Pretty good buy-in.
Because I was watching poker on TV the other night, and I'm thinking I really could do that.
Oh, my God. If you're just watching thinking, I could do it.
Well, because I know poker, I've played it, so it's all luck anyhow, unless you...
Oh, sure it is.
I mean, there's some stuff where you bluff the guy out or the gal out.
Yeah,
but I mean...
That's not some of it. That's a lot of it.
Or the gal out?
The gal.
How old are you? You bluff the guy out or the gal out?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What
So you would know based on what somebody else is doing and how they're betting whether you should try to go over the top of them and scare them out of the hand or, fold your cards.
Well, I got to just learn that whole river thing, but once I learn that... Once I learned that, but here's the thing.
You should learn the river by jumping in one.
Or just talking for a few minutes. You create one.
You're an addict. You can't.
I was
you can't-
playing
you can't-
cards with Louis Beans.
You're an addict. You
You're
can't
right,
play
John.
cards. You can't get into the poker
Yeah.
game.
What you know? What if you invest? I guess if you take some lessons, and you're going to have to lose to win.
Rich, you're a recovering gambler. You can't
You're not
take some lessons.
Poker isn't something you take lessons in. especially
I was
Hold on.
watching.
What you do it? No.
It's not that
you
easy,
have
Rich.
to play. You have to play. You have to lose your ass. You have to learn by playing and losing to see what works, what style works best for you. No one could teach. They could teach you how to play, but they can't give you the instincts and things like that.
I know what I would do. I would take my hood and I'd close it.
It's already been done.
All that's been done.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
You're
They
the
can still,
Unabomber.
they can still
I know.
figure it out by how you're playing and how you're betting and stuff, Rich. It has nothing to do with the poker face. Not as much, I should say.
If I-
and as an addict, you're not supposed to be gambling.
Well, if I lose, then I'll
No,
go
what-
over to the crap table.
Well, no,
there you
this
go.
guy told me in the elevator. I forgot to bring it on the show. He says he loves Priceline because he feels like he's getting some action.
Like he's
Priceline.
gambling.
I swear to God.
Yeah,
because he's not allowed to get. Well, not allowed. Whatever, he can do whatever the hell he wants. But he's staying away from the gambling thing because he knows that's a problem too. But this guy loves Priceline because he feels like he's getting a little action.
Yeah, when I go on the road, like they give me a hotel, I ask if I can get it myself, and I'll go on Priceline because once you hit,
You hit.
you're like
I hit.
like I hit. I mean, and
It's
sometimes
satisfying that little urge inside
it's
you.
great.
you won.
Sometimes I'll do it, and I don't even need the hotel. I go, I won, but then I'm in a hotel thinking, wait, I just spent $150 that I didn't have to.
What do you mean you won? What's that mean? I never.
Because
did
they
Priceline.
accept. You put your bid in, and you wait for the answer. And if the answer is yes, that means
How long do you have to wait?
well, you don't have to wait that long. It's Priceline. They go through, and then it you like say you put 125, 150 for a 4-star hotel, okay? And sometimes you'll get into a place that's so nice.
Most times it's probably what is it, a Holiday Inn for $100?
No, dummy. I mean, sometimes really, really good places.
Name me 30 examples.
30. The bar. I mean, they can tell. They can tell you don't belong in that hotel when you walk in with like a styrofoam cooler or something. You know what I mean? But you'll get. Oh, that sucked.
That was all right.
I've gotten like.
Did you have a styrofoam cooler? What do you mean?
No, I've gotten the Intercontinental in New York.
That's where Ahmadinejad stays.
Does he really?
Yeah, the Intercontinental. I know that he likes me a lot.
For like $100.
That's what he pays. That's the Iranian anti-Semite World War III starter rate.
All right, let's go to Psycho Bob. Psycho Bob, you're on the Opie and Anthony show.
Good morning, boys.
Good morning.
You sound crazy,
Good
Bob.
morning, Mr. Hollywood.
A little observation from Psycho Bob. Go ahead.
Wait, hold on. Hold on, Bob. Not to interrupt you. I'm gonna let you say, Mr. Is he calling me Mr. Hollywood?
Yo, that's you.
Are you saying that because I've gotten more liberal?
Because you are going big time in the future, my friend.
You got
thank you.
HBO, you got a book. Everything's going well for you, Jim.
I was all defensive. Thank you very much.
Yeah, he was complimenting.
You're welcome.
Psycho
You're
Bob,
welcome.
go ahead.
I just got an observation that when Roland was there on Thursday and Friday, you had Jim Jeffers. Roland's gone, and you got Rich Voss punching out.
This is the first post-Roland booking, Rich Voss. So we're doing well without Roland.
By the way, that Jim Jeffries. Wow.
It's funny, right?
Can he drink?
Oh.
Wow, it's funny, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he can drink.
He was great at Caroline's over the weekend. I went to one of the
Oh,
shows.
was he good?
He was
You
great.
should have seen him at Old Looney's.
What
this
an
was
alky.
this was the
An
next
alky
night.
and just trying with every girl in the place. Oh yeah, very fun to hang out with when he's loopy.
Yeah,
It's a numbers game.
He's a good dude, man.
and we're going to be helping him out with something in the very near future. We'll have info when
some
when
good
it's
news
official.
for Jim Jeffries.
Very good news.
Well deserved.
I
Very
do
good
want to
news.
shout out to Mike Cole.
Yeah,
He's the one that got me in the poker game.
Mike Gay.
Mike Cole.
Mike and his retard leg forearms. Mike has forearms like a retard's calves and ankles.
You tell him that when he's here.
But I mean that. I'm not knocking Mike. I'm just saying
No, he'll knock you, and your head will come off.
He has brick punching hands.
Yes.
He is a thick wristed man. I would really not want to tangle with Mike. Cole.
No.
That's why he's called the TMZ Kid.
And he's just got that look like don't
Dude,
screw with it.
You have to hit him with a Buick to knock him out. He's not like Mike is just a thick, strong dude.
And he knows things.
You know what? Just last caller
He knows
pissed
some
me
good
off.
things. What?
You know what? I brought nothing but great radio.
Oh,
to this.
shut up,
This
Rich.
caller, I'm sick of these callers. You know what?
He's just kidding.
Oh, he was?
It's all jokes.
He's just saying because Jim Jeffries
It's hilarious. He's
Hilarious. Hilarious. Hey, speaking of guests, we got Sean William Scott. Is he here?
Not yet.
This new movie of his is going to be a good one, so we're excited. Sean William Scott is great when he's on our show. He should be here in a few minutes. He knows what? Stifler, right?
Yes.
From American Pie?
What? So you want to just keep calling him Stifler, huh?
Well, for the people, just so people go, oh, okay.
I never saw American Pie.
It's a great movie.
I know. I heard it's very funny. I just haven't seen it.
The first one.
What did I watch this weekend I hadn't seen?
Ooh.
Oh, I'm such a... I really am turning... You know what? Anna's kind of... I really am getting weird in my 40s. I watched What Dreams Will Come, Robin Williams movie. With
is that one where he's dead? Or
yeah, and it could have been a little better, but there were parts of it that were pretty interesting.
Did you cry?
The whole time! The opening credits from Dimension Films.
That was a little heart tugger, wasn't it?
But it was like, right. What's wrong with me? I really am going through some kind of a hormonal thing.
I just cursed. Why are we cursing?
We have callers
today?
dropping the N-bomb. I'm cursing. You're cursing.
I just cursed.
Steve's got a horrible leather coat on.
A lot of excitement in the air because, we're going to elect the president tomorrow.
Yes, certainly are. I just thought it was some menopausal thing.
I don't know.
That all of a sudden. I think you hit 40 and you start assessing things.
You do.
Prioritizing maybe.
This is what I have to look forward to when I turn 40.
Dude, I really am.
Turn. Later next year.
No, he was
Finally.
laughing. He was saying that about Anthony saying I'm going to turn into a faggot. He was saying that.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
I'll be 40. I turned 40 in July. He'll be 40 in
You're not
May.
40 yet?
No.
Get out of here.
I'm not. The big day's coming up next
He'll
year,
be 40
though.
next year.
Yeah.
God, you look beaten down.
That's the thing about BSing.
Boss, are you doing a set tonight?
Tonight?
Yeah.
No, why? It's Monday night, isn't it?
Are you not coming to my thing?
What thing, Jimmy?
I told the audio crowd you're going to be there.
I was going to try to come. I'm just getting prepared for Philly this weekend, but I'm.
What are you going to do for the whole weekend? What are you going to do?
What am I going to do?
What are you, shadow box? Cheesesteak.
Oof.
Oof.
Yeah, Michael is the guy that came in second. He was really good. We went head-to-head for a while.
All right.
Playing poker.
His name's Michael.
Just
like
wanted
yours.
to, say hi.
Boss is going to be at Helium this
That'd be a good
weekend.
one.
You were trying to get that plug in, right, in Philly?
Yeah, my mother's in a. They just put her in a nursing home. You know. See, I could ask you about this. When you have so much resentment and anger towards family, how much guilt do you have to have before you start going to visit somebody? Like, how do you let go of all the anger? And you know what I mean? Like, when you're just sitting there and you're trying to be like, hey, well, I want to be the good son now, but she doesn't even know you're there. Like,
she doesn't know you're going to... Then don't go.
Does she have dementia?
Aunt's got a grandma he doesn't see because he doesn't think
I remember
she knows that he's there.
I remember my grandma in front of the stove on holidays, cooking and stuff like that. And that's how I remember. You think I want to go walk into a urine-smelling room and sit and watch somebody that doesn't know I'm there sitting there? No, I'm sorry. I love my grandmother and everything, but I want to remember her like it was, when she was
making the sauce.
Vibrant.
So should I have the memories of my mom standing outside the cafeteria in 5th grade smacking me in front of all the kids? I mean,
whatever.
You might have better memories. I don't
pleasurable to you.
Does she have
Probably
dementia?
deserved it.
I think so. She can't.
Get a cardboard cutout of yourself, put it in her room, and you're good.
And she'll probably say how much handsomer and smarter you seem.
Yeah, she'll talk to that day and night, and you're good.
She go see her.
I did go see her last week. I did.
And what happened?
I visited her. I got her TV turned on. I paid for that, $4 a day. And I said to her,
what
I actually
crap hole
said,
did you get her into?
No, well, that was in the hospital. Now she's in the nurse.
Right.
But I actually said, I love you, and I left. And it's hard because it's just, when there's just so much anger. I feel like...
Oh, it's difficult. Oh, when you said it's hard, I was like, what?
No, it's I love you. Then I crawled in,
man.
Then I crawled in bed with her.
Why don't you just tell her that you're mad at her then? Like, just you don't have to yell at her, but just tell her if even if she's got dementia, that she's saying it.
It's too late.
No, it's not. Why not? It's not about her too.
Now.
What's that?
Should have said it before now. Should have had it out with her.
I should have, right?
Yeah. Those life
it would have made you feel better.
But you know what they teach you?
Better.
They teach you. This is the tools they had and stuff. You know, so you gotta
blah blah blah.
Poor Rich.
You were
wants
just
to
a
be
kid,
hugged.
man. You didn't deserve that crap.
Thank you.
All right, we got Sean William Scott outside the studio. Why are we getting serious?
We got to take a
We
break.
hate being serious on this show.
I thought you
It makes
could make-
Anthony uncomfortable.
No, I like being serious.
Oh, you do now?
Yeah.
All right. Sean William Scott, good friend of the show. He's going to join the program next.
And he's coming tonight.
Is he really?
Yeah, he'll be there at 7 o'clock at Borders at Penn Station.
That is
K-Rock. Oh, by the way,
that's
dude,
really cool.
big news.
Huh.
First one online at every signing gets a free book.
Kenny gets a free book.
First one online gets a free book.
First one online.
And then I charge you $25 to sign it. I think the K-Rock girls will be there tonight, so 7 o'clock.
Oh,
Please
sexy.
come down. I have a very special friend introducing me. He's just a friend of the show.
Do we know him?
Oh, yeah.
Did you write it down? Because I'm not sure if I want to go yet.
Okay. I think you'll like it, though.
Yeah, here.
Kenny, did you take him yet or no?
9:30.
Okay.
9:30 what?
I'm not just me and Kenny are doing a little communique.
All right, here's a pen.
Okay. I'll tell you, but you can't.
Steve from Bay Shore says, is it Joel Steinberg?
Oh, very
Joel
cool.
Steinberg.
I like that idea.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
cool,
let me
right?
see.
That's a good idea. I won't blow the surprise.
right.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
All right, 877-212-018. It's
What
Opie and
a
Anthony.
fool he'll look like.
Of course.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Is Ant making a master poo? Are you making a master poo? We got a lot of guys in studio today. We got Norton, of course, every day, but his book comes out tomorrow. I Hate Your Guts.
Yes.
Very excited about that. We got Rich Voss playing Helium later on this week, right?
Yeah, Philly.
And then we got our friend. We could call you a friend.
I hope so, yeah.
Sean William Scott in studio.
Good to see you guys.
Promoting Role Models.
Yeah, thank God. Actually, a good movie.
He's pretty honest about some of the pictures he makes.
I think I've ruined a few relationships now with some directors. So
I think last time you were promoting something. I don't even remember.
promotion, I think, yeah.
And you were pretty much hinting that. I'm just here to say hi to you guys.
I think that movie I really genuinely liked,
Yeah.
but I just knew nobody was going to see it.
No, I think we were bashing
Woodcock.
Mr. Woodcock.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we crushed
Yeah.
that. We crushed that movie. I've actually run into like some studio heads at New Line because it was New Line, and they're like, "We'll never work with you again."
Oh, no, come on. They had to know.
Yeah, they did.
He was honest, and he ripped apart the poster and everything about that movie.
I know, exactly.
In all fairness, I never saw that movie, and
Thank God.
I didn't see the promotion. But if you're saying you like that movie, now I got to go see it.
I think you like it, yeah.
I got it on DVD in my house, sitting there.
You have the DVD? Oh, check it out. You don't have a DVD.
I swear to God.
Oh, did they give you one when we did? It's funny, man. John C. Reilly's hilarious in that. But enough about that film.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Role Models.
Role Models is the new one. Comes out Friday?
Yeah. You know, McLovin's in it. McLovin, Superbad,
sure.
Paul Rudd. I mean, the cast is awesome. It's actually, it's. I think it's the funniest movie I've done, but it's not really saying much because I haven't really done a funny movie in like 10 years. So
I saw the promotion for this in the theater. I went to see something. It might have been Tropic Thunder. I don't remember what I went to see, and they were running promo on this. And it got big laughs from the studio, from the movie theater.
Oh,
audience.
cool.
I could just tell by his body language this is going to be a good movie. You're excited to be here.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
excited to be promoting this one.
Yeah, I know. It's totally different, dude. Thank God. I was just saying, when you do press, we were just talking outside, and like, what do you do when you're doing press? Because your hours are so insane. So you guys get up at what time?
4:30.
A little earlier if Master Poe calls.
Yeah.
He's got to go to the bathroom.
Do you remember the last time I was here, that guy came from Quebec or from Montreal, and he had all those pamphlets?
Uh-huh.
That was awkward.
Oh, God,
I felt so bad for that
yeah.
guy. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
Was that real?
Pamphlets.
Oh, yeah.
What were the pamphlets again? I forgot.
Unfortunately.
That was just so. He had like pamphlets if you ever come to Montreal.
About, yeah.
It was so bizarre. Like, you just.
Like tourist kind of.
Oh,
pamphlets and
right.
Anthony passes out pamphlets, but they have swastikas on them.
stuff. Hey, I don't pass them out. I leave them under windshield wipers and train stations.
I'm not gay, but how many girls can you get? He's probably the best looking human on the planet.
Boss.
I mean, when he
Look at
walks
Boss.
through.
Let's say he was a drug dealer, Boss.
No, listen.
How short would your shorts be?
No, what I'm saying is, in Hollywood, he's an established actor. He's built. I mean, how could they not be
What else do you
lining
like
up
about him? His dreamy eyes? You like his dreamy eyes?
Got a nice he's got tattoos, so you can see he's tough.
Why don't you just say it, you fruit? He's got a smoky stare. Shut up.
No, see, you guys are insecure. You
bedroom
can't
eyes,
compliment
Rich?
another
What
guy.
is it, huh?
No, we just know him. We don't. I can compliment he's a handsome dude, but when he walked in, I didn't go, "Wow, his arms." How could girls not follow him?
You guys are insecure. I could a man's and I have no problem.
You want him to stand up and twirl for you so you can get the full package?
What I'm just saying.
We got to tell you about Rich Voss. He's been known to do a few things in the past to get drugs. So.
No, listen.
Tell me
Tell him the drug story. Tell him the drug story.
Which one?
He would appreciate that.
No, he.
Sorry, I want to hear
Okay, I got 20, going on 23 years clean. So let's get this. But back in the day, no, I'm not saying club.
No, that's
what I'm
good.
saying. Back in the day, when you're doing coke, and maybe if your coke dealer is gay, you might wear shorts that are a little shorter than most shorts. Without underwear, maybe just to get his eyes and focus on you, so you get some free drugs out of it. I'm not saying you do anything, but maybe you're a little teased.
Not saying.
Okay, that's as far as he'll admit, and we're not stupid. We fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
Because he also got mad. He went to his drug dealer's house with a buddy of yours.
Yeah, and he brought
and his buddy got invited upstairs, and Rich got insulted that he was invited upstairs.
My buddy looked like him, kind of. He's got that whole the eyes and stuff.
You know what's funny? I think I got in from L.A. on Halloween. I think there's a lot of guys that were cokeheads then because they were all wearing that outfit. Look at the West Village. They were all wearing the tight
that's
shorts.
their holiday. But no, I'm not gay. I'm just saying, you could see something.
Were you not insulted that you weren't invited upstairs?
Yeah, of course. I felt like the fat chick.
You felt like you weren't hot enough.
Yeah, I felt
the gay
horrible.
drug dealer.
Here I prepare.
Is that what got you clean? After that, you're like, you're so offended. You're like, I'm done with drugs.
Oh no, it took a lot more than that. What are you kidding me? One rejection, big deal. My family rejected me. That's why I was doing drugs.
That's classic.
See, you needed a role model, huh?
Yeah. There you go. Nice plug.
Actually, we got someone on the phone that saw a role model. It's Chris in Queens. We got Sean William Scott, the star of the movie, Chris.
Hey, how you doing, Sean?
Hey, good, buddy. How you doing?
Good. I saw the screening the other day. It's probably the best movie I've ever seen you in so far.
Oh, good, man. That says a lot.
He was really hoping to hear best movie you've ever seen.
Yeah, I was
No, you and that kid, man, you had some great chemistry in that. That kid was filthy.
Yeah, he was great. There's a kid named Bobby J. Thompson who's like 10 years old. He's like a little Dave Chappelle.
Nice.
And, if anything, just to see a movie where a kid's dropping F-bombs the whole time.
Oh,
is
yeah,
fantastic
yeah.
to me. Yeah. But he's
saying the T word all the time for, the female upper parts.
Oh, really? But
yeah, he's hilarious.
Don't they warn you not to do movies with kids or animals?
It's true, yeah, dude. It was, well, you know what? The thing was hard for me was like the kid was funnier and smarter than I am, and he's 10 years old. So I'd go home, it's like, wow, I suck.
Yeah.
But he's hilarious. He actually used to do stand-up comedy. There's this whole thing like the young Apollo Tykes thing where it's like these kids are doing stand-up, and he's really, really smart.
How old?
He's like 10.
And you said used to do stand-up?
He did stand-up like 8, 9 years old.
When he was a kid.
He's really intelligent. Yeah, when he was a kid, but he's hilarious.
Are those clips online? I would love to see little
I don't
efforts
know.
doing stand-up.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
They get
It might be.
booed by the crowd. Yeah, get him off. And Sandman comes out and drags him off stage.
Yeah, that's awesome, Chris. Thanks, man. I love the film. I'm psyched.
Yeah, what is it about?
Well, it's a really interesting plot. You've never heard this one before, but two guys, Paul Rudd and I play guys that work at an energy drink company. I'm a guy that I basically go back to playing the Stifler type character because I was like, it's more fun, and I wanted to kind of cater to that audience that gave me a career, and so and it's more fun to be the inappropriate guy. I mean, it didn't work in Dukes or Woodcock. It was just I'm not fun. I'm not the Ben Stiller type.
Mm-hmm.
It's better if I swear. And so Paul plays this guy who's kind of angry at life. Elizabeth Banks is in the movie. Who's hot. She breaks up with him. He just kind of freaks out. We basically go to schools and talk about not doing drugs, and we sell energy drinks. And he freaks out, crashes this Minotaur mobile, and we have to do community service. And we get these two kids. He gets McLovin, and I get this kid Bobby J. And then Jane Lynch is in the movie, who I love a lot. Do you remember her? She's a 40-year-old virgin. She's the girl who goes up to. She's the boss at that Circuit City job, and she goes up to Steve Carell. She's you heard the term F buddy?
Sure.
And she's hilarious. So she plays the boss of the whole organization. It's just pretty crazy.
What were you laughing at?
Just Rich go like breathing into the mic. Every time Rich is on, he will sit there and Just breathe into the mic really hard.
I'm sorry. I'll hold my breath. I'll turn my head. Sorry, you're right. I do breathe too hard.
Yeah, you do.
I have asthma. I'm sorry.
You do? I'm sorry.
Do you really?
Bring it up.
No, not at all.
He doesn't. He just doesn't have good mic technique.
And Elizabeth Banks is in this movie.
Yeah,
she's in Kevin Smith's movie,
She's
too.
got like 4 movies out. The W film. Have you seen W?
I hear it's great. I didn't see
Yeah,
it.
it looks really good. I heard Zach
it's
and
really
Miri is
good.
pretty good too.
I saw Zach and Miri. It was
Is it good?
Yeah, it was absolutely good.
Jimmy
Not as
was
good as
in
role
it.
models, though.
Starring Jim Norton.
Jimmy was
You're in the
in
movie?
it.
Yeah, it was
Awesome.
a little one-line thing.
That's awesome. No, I heard the movie's awesome.
He was the
Yeah.
star of the montage scene.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's what they say. Wall Street Journal didn't think the montage. Wall Street Journal didn't think the montage scene was very funny.
No.
No, are you serious? They actually talked about it?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, Stunt Brain, who reads this Wall Street Journal thing, he needs too much knowledge.
I'm surprised that the exciting people that work at the Journal didn't find that scene amusing. They're
Yeah.
a fun group of people.
Dude, you got a book come out tomorrow?
Tomorrow, yeah.
That's awesome.
It's called I Hate Your Guts.
I love that title. What's it about?
You're chapter 10.
No, I like you very much. Just people I don't like. It's fun.
That's classic.
He goes after, Al, you should say, Dr. Phil, Al Roker.
Al Roker, Jesse Jackson, Sharpton, Hillary, Heather Mills. Just Steve Martin catches a beating.
Oh,
That
dude.
stupid Maxwell in Cleveland gets it.
Yeah.
Did I tell you the Steve Martin story? I don't think I told you guys this story.
Good. Let's go.
Yeah, this is
Let's
pretty
make some
good.
headlines.
Another guy who will never want to work with me after this.
That's all right.
Basically,
Unless he's doing cheaper by the dozen 40. That's stupid.
I might be doing American Pie 40 at that point. So
Yeah, right.
I had a meeting with him, and I was switching agencies, and I knew that the head of this agency that wanted to work with me set up this meeting, and I knew it was just all crap. He's like, Steve Martin wants to meet you. I'm like, yeah, right. I'm sure you've seen American Pie. He's sitting at home watching it all day long. And I'm like, this is not something you're just trying to like woo me over the agency. He's like, no, he's trying to meet younger actors and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, so I live kind of far outside of L.A., so I'm driving and I have to take a piss like 10 minutes away from his house. And I've heard this whole thing is an agoraphobe or like germaphobe. And I'm like,
Is he another Hollywood germaphobe?
yeah, I think so.
Ugh.
I don't think he leaves
Funny, he
his
didn't
house.
mind picking up that piece of crap called the Pink Panther.
Exactly. So,
Well, just say leak instead of the other word so they
You
don't
gotta
dump
take a-
out.
you gotta take a leak.
So you had to take a leak.
I take a leak. And so basically, I get up to this place and I'm like, I can't. I say, hey, nice to meet you, Steve Martin. I got to take a leak. Where's your bathroom? So I see him and he comes out in this weird kind of ratty robe, and he's like, hi, how are you? I'm Steve Martin. I'm like, yeah, I know. So he walks in, he's like, yeah, that's my cook over there. And he's like talking about the chef. And I'm like, this is so awkward, right? So I'm sitting down and he goes, okay, so what are you here for? And I go, I thought we were meeting for just meet up. And he's like, oh, okay. I go, so then I realize he doesn't want me here. It's super awkward. And so I just give him like this whole nervous spiel. I'm like, okay, so this is how I started. I've been doing this and stuff like that. I'm like, this is Steve Martin the other day. He's like, okay, yeah, nice. Well, you seem like a very nice person. You have a lot of energy. Would you like my book? I'm like, sure.
Ew!
Why?
He goes and gets his book.
Ew!
And then he comes up, he signs it. He goes, there you go. You don't have to read it. And I go, okay. So then he's like, okay, I guess I'm out of here. I was so put off. I was like, I got a little gift for him. So basically, I walked out of his house and I'm like, nice to meet you, Steve Martin. Then I went in my car and I got the 2 little bottles that I took a leak in. And I just left him right there in his little mailbox.
Good for
I
you.
mean, it's not a great, so you had to be there, but it was
That's
so
great.
awkward. It was just weird because
Yes,
he was
that
like,
is.
oh, then he's like, he had his dog. He's like, oh, you're a good boy. Oh, look at you, you little good boy. And he's like talking to his dog, and so then he looks back at me, and he's like super serious. So then when he left to get his book, the dog's just staring at me. I'm like, whoa. I'm so awkward. I'm like, you're a good boy. Oh, you look at you. And all of a sudden, I look up. Steve Martin's right there. See me like
In a robe,
Making
though?
fun of him.
He's kind of. I think he was like in a robe. This is
Sounds like he
awkward.
was like,
What a
trying to hit
weird
on you. or
friggin'
something.
It was
scene
kinda-
that is.
It was really weird.
Was he hitting on you?
No, he just didn't want. He just had no desire to meet up with me, and I just had to leave him a little gift.
Wow,
He didn't
that
know
is
you were coming, probably, so
odd.
that was awkward for him, too.
Yeah.
The dumb agency just lied.
Yeah, it was one of those things.
Rupert
That's,
Pupkin was more welcomed at Jerry's house. King of comedy.
Was that in the Hamptons? His Hamptons house or something, right, Ed?
Yeah.
That is such an
Why
awkward
don't you
scene.
come out and bring your lady?
And the lady's like, see, I told you, he doesn't want us here.
Jerry Langford playing golf.
Yeah.
Who's like one of the most awkward actors you've had on? Like, just or who thinks they're really cool? I always like hearing these guys. What is like one of the worst stories?
Wow, that's a great question.
Ludacris was he wasn't awful, but he was cool until we started asking about things in the past. And then he got, I think he thought we were coming from a place that we weren't coming from. Like, there's nothing worse than going into a place and they just try to douche you so they can get their little names. Like, that, I didn't know if he thought we were trying to do that. That was slightly irritating, but I wouldn't say he was the worst.
Carmen Electra sucked on
I
our
was-
show. Yeah, she had a bunch of publicists that... I forgot what the controversy was when we interviewed her about 5, 6, 7
Whoever
years
she
ago.
was having sex with at the
Or
time.
something. And we were just asking, we're not attacking her, but we're trying to make it interesting for the listeners, right?
Yeah.
And the publicist is running in. Nah, she ain't going to answer that. And they finally, drgged her off our show.
Some guys just suck because they just suck. Like, what's his name? That Screech there from...
Diamond guy?
Dustin Diamond.
Yeah.
He just sucks because he sucks. Then other ones are awkward, like it's pulling teeth. Like, Mike Myers was a little weird.
Really? It
Like,
seems like
he
the comedy
loosened
guys
up.
are quiet. They're
Yeah,
all
the comedy
awkward.
guys
Yeah.
are all weirdos.
Yeah, but with Mike Myers, he heard the stories of our show, and he was a little nervous to be on
At
here.
first.
So he's very defensive. He was
okay.
being very protective, and we loosened him up, though.
But you think
I
that's
thought we
like-
ended up having a pretty good time with
But
him.
it was very awkward at first.
He was because he knew what he was promoting.
What about the one from
What was
Laverne
it?
and Shirley?
Love Guru?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You know,
not an Austin Powers movie. is what it was promoting.
How about Ben Stein?
Oh,
We hate
Ben
this
Stein
guy. We hate this guy.
really bad.
what's his deal?
Well,
I mean, he's the guy from Ferris Bueller's, right? He does that. He's the Ben Stein show.
we hate Ben
He
Stein.
was in Ferris Bueller?
Yeah, he was. He was
Bueller,
Yeah,
Bueller,
he's
Oh, okay.
anyone,
yeah.
dry,
What was he like?
sensitive eyes. He's like that delivery guy.
Is he actually like that? Does he talk like that?
You know what?
He's an ass.
For the limited time, I actually was speaking to him. It was on the phone. He was calling up to promote, I guess, the Ben Stein Money Show, or whatever it was
Probably.
back then.
Probably.
And he was on hold while I was doing a live read. Now, I'm doing a live read for this car dealership, and I said, go down there, and I forgot what
They'll
the actual
chew you
line
down.
was.
You said chew you down.
Yeah.
'cause
I
was
go
there.
a lot of these people try to chew you down, but that doesn't happen here. Whatever it was.
And
I
it was a beaver theme, so it was all beaver themed stuff. So
Yeah,
chewing down was part of the
to
beaver
chew
theme.
you down and stuff. So he goes,
Yeah.
what did you mean by chew down? I said, well, that's kind of a word, usually like chew the price down, like, something like that. He goes, it just means Jew down. And I started laughing. I'm going, I go, Ben, what are you crazy? He goes, I said chew down. He goes, no, I know what you meant.
Oh, no.
I was like, no, you don't know what I meant. I meant chew because we were talking about a beaver thing. Oh, you got the clip?
Yeah, we got the clip.
Guys are geniuses.
All right, Sean William Scott. Promoting Role Models comes out Friday, but here's an uncomfortable moment with Ben Stein.
But right now, we got to say hi to Ben Stein, Anthony. Ben Stein.
Hey, Ben.
Hi, how are you?
Did
I just hear you do an ad where you said somebody was going to Jew down the price of a car?
No, he said chew down. You just said Jew down.
That's a lot different.
We wouldn't say Jew down on a commercial. We would say it during the show, but not during a paid advertisement, Ben.
Okay.
You being of Jewish background, I would take it, Ben.
Yeah, of course.
And if we were going to say something like that, we certainly wouldn't say it just before we talk to Ben Stein.
Talk to Ben Stein.
I see. Well, you sure fooled me.
Oh, my God. Are we going to get off on the bad foot with Ben Stein right from the start?
Well, I really think that's a jackass thing to do. To
But
say.
we said chew down.
Well, it sounds just like Jew down.
Oh, my God.
Well, I mean, come on. That's a crappy thing to do. That's just an absolutely explicit invitation to racism.
Well, but it's a term that is used, chew, not Jew. I wouldn't have said Jew down. Chew down. You'd see like a beaver would go at a tree. He would chew down the tree.
Well, it sounds just like Jew down, and anybody who's listening to it is going to know you're saying Jew down with a tiny, tiny change in the accent. Make it sound like chew down.
Oh my God, Ben. Are you this insane? Are you actually this insanely crazy that you're arguing over chew or Jew down? Hello, Ben?
I think he just hung
Ben
up.
Stein just hung up.
No way.
Wow. Hung up on my Ben
That's
Stein.
crazy.
Was that insane?
That's weird.
Like, we needed
It's
Ben
like-
Stein on our show to begin with, and now he's hanging up
I
on
wish
us.
you had the commercial.
I understand about being, sensitive to your heritage and anti-Semitism and stuff
Right.
like that, but to
You didn't say
take
that.
it to that extent when I never said, like, Jew down.
It's completely different. You would never say that.
No,
Like,
I wouldn't say. First of all, yeah,
That's
it was
weird.
a live read for a company. Like, I'm going to, throw that in. Hey, all you come down and buy a car. Hey, everybody. If you're come on down. Cheap cars for all of you.
And
if you have a C2,
let's not forget the and the.
But it was like the Jew. No,
you guys must have weird guests.
Yeah.
That was one of them.
That is weird. I remember the one story you guys told me was the little person, which is awesome.
Oh,
we love that
midget.
We've told that story 20, 30 times. We'll tell it another 20 or 30 times.
Twerp.
It was a midget, a dwarf, who called us out of nowhere and said she wants to get into stripping.
Oh, that's how it started? She called you?
Oh, yeah. And I like, you know what? We know a thing or two about strippers. We've seen many in our day. And so we invite her in to kind of like try out stripping for us. And Jack Black was in and Colin Hanks. Colin Hanks used to love our show until he got really big. Another guy that had to kind of blow us off after
Jack Black.
Really?
After he's got some fame in Hollywood. Yeah, he used to get tapes of our show from his friends in Jersey. It was a whole thing.
But then he didn't want to do it, like when you got...
Well, all of a sudden King Kong hits, and there's no Colin Hanks on our show, and there's no Jack Black. But when they were promoting crappy projects on their way up, we were here for them. So when you become, huge with this movie, you better come back, my friend. Role model starting.
You don't have to commit now.
Right. You don't have to.
I'll be back. But I try to come back anyways, even after my last crappy film.
But we pay attention, is all we're saying. So she comes in, and she gets on the console in front of like a bunch of just animals, meaning us and everyone else. She starts stripping, and we're kind of looking at her, and next thing you know, she's naked and starts just bawling.
I was here that
She was crying.
Were you there that day too? And I swear to God, we started laughing our heads off.
Talk about an awkward moment, man. A crying dwarf.
Oh, no. And Jack was
crying naked
out,
dwarf.
right? Was he laughing? Or was he kind of
He was a bit freaked out because his star was starting to shine pretty bright.
Oh,
He didn't want any controversy.
You start thinking like, wow, why am I sitting here? This isn't good.
Oh, no, it's fantastic. That's what I live for.
Yeah.
I live for those moments.
Like that.
But she thought it was a good idea that this is what she needed and wanted to do. And she realized, look, here's the clip to your right, by the way.
All right.
If you think we're lying. There she is naked, a naked midget.
Oh, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, that body's a little compressed.
Oh, wait, do you have the end part?
Yeah, we'll find it during the break. And then she just breaks down and starts crying in front of everybody.
Tom Hanks' son with him that time?
Yeah, Colin.
Yeah.
I don't mean to trash him. He's actually a really good guy.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, look at that body. It looks like Norton.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Gosh. And you guys were laughing when you were...
Well,
how could you not?
Oh, there
you had a laugh.
There's a picture, Jack Black and Colin Hanks really looking at the nudity.
Awesome. Would you do that, Jimmy?
Would you?
Yeah?
Would I do what?
Would
I bang the midget?
Yeah.
No, we didn't talk to her.
You wouldn't have sex?
No! No!
Why not?
Why not?
Look how he's answering me.
Why are you upset?
Those little legs wrapped around my head and the ankles don't even meet? Yuck.
My brother hooked up with one.
Really?
Yeah, that my brother's bachelor party.
Yeah.
Bridget the midget.
Bridget the midget is
we've
like
had her
hot
on
midgets
too.
or something.
He's all right, actually.
There's another clip too I've been telling all my friends about is that weird, scary priest singing with that baby voice.
Oh yeah.
That's
We goof on that all the time. That's stupid.
What was the song again?
Marquee.
Little Marky.
Little Marky, yeah.
I don't bang a midget unless she's over 5'5". She's a genetically unique midget, and she's tall. She has normal arms.
Still looking like a midget.
Yeah. Just don't mention Gene Simmons in front of her.
Oh, that jackass.
Don't mention Gene
Really?
Simmons.
He was at the premiere for Role Models because there's a whole kiss
Was
theme
he?
in the movie.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah,
we
of
better
course
not
he
talk.
was. Was he selling anything in a cart out in front? Kiss friggin' buttons or something?
Why? What happened?
Well, we should not talk about it.
Okay.
I'll bring it up after the break.
After the break, you'll explain to Sean William Scott.
Quickly, I'll give it the brief version. I won't go off like I did the other day.
And we were all fans. We're not going to, fake that here, but
I was never a big Kiss fan. I like two of their hits.
Love Gun?
Yeah, like stuff like that everyone knows.
You
The
probably
obscure stuff, I'm like, I don't care.
You probably like Beth. Remember, he even had to take credit for that song, even though it was Peter Chris's moment.
That was my song. I actually came up and named the song Beth and said, shut up.
That's a good impression.
Oh,
That's
the
awesome.
guy is just constantly trying to sell and take credit for everything. His sex tape was pathetic.
Oh, gross. He's got a sex tape?
Oh, yeah.
I told you not to bring it up, Sean William Scott.
Sorry.
Get a nice lumbering lay from the old Baldy.
Oh my gosh.
Well, he has a very good reason why.
I want to hear it.
All right, we'll tell you after the break, and we'll talk about role models a little more.
Oh, I'll tell you, dude. If you want to hear the story, man, I'll tell you. I'll be actually.
Oh
telling
no.
I want to hear it.
Wait, hold on.
You're going to
what
be
else?
telling the story?
Oh no.
What?
Where?
Where?
All right, if you must know. Going to push me. I mean, 7 o'clock at bookends at Penn Station tonight. Borders. I mean, not bookends. Borders at Penn Station, and tonight 7 o'clock doing my new book, and
yeah,
whatever. If people want to come out and get it signed tonight, I'll be happy to tell the story.
Jimmy, you know what I just found out too?
What?
Sean William Scott told me he's going to be there tonight.
I was very surprised.
That's really good.
That he's coming.
Yeah,
I was going to go to the comedy show last time I saw you, but we've been whoring out for this movie. For
Yeah,
so
that's right. You're working, man. I mean, if you want to come to Stress Factory this weekend, that's fine, but you don't have to. I'm not about plugging dudes. It's about him.
I thought you were just going to go to his house while he's wearing a robe, and then he'd give you the book there.
Would you like my book? No. Can I have your wig? I'd like to eat pistachios out of it. That white wig you've had since 1973.
Wait,
is that a wig? I don't know.
You're scaring me. Is that a wig?
Steve Martin's hair? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Is that real hair?
I don't think.
I think he's one of the lucky ones. He gets to keep his hair for his whole
I was
life.
hoping it was a wig.
Sean William Scott, Role Models, this Friday in theaters all over the place. We'll continue with him in just a bit. Opie and Anthony.
So hot.
Opie and Anthony, we're hanging with Sean William Scott, one of our friends. We could say that now. His new movie, Role Models, comes out this Friday. We're all excited to see that one. We haven't seen the last two, but we're going to see this one.
Okay, it was worth the wait. This is a better one.
And I'm serious. I got to go check it out. I'm hoping to get a copy ahead of time.
Yeah, we got to go to the theater. We need the business.
All right, I'll go to the theater. What the hell?
We'll get a big group of guys and friends together.
That's how it works.
You know what's great about him? He gets very excited to come on our show, and he needs to know everything that has gone on since the last time he's been here, because he knows we're going to have good stories for him.
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's like, you still seeing that girl from the news thing? I was like, oh, no.
Well.
So I told him that whole story, that whole sordid story of fire in the backyard.
I feel so boring. I hear these stories. I'm like, I got to get out. We got to party.
Insane.
What part did you like of that story?
The story.
I told it on the air.
I think
so
it's
fine.
okay. I think my favorite is just her opening up the walk-in closet.
The closet door.
I can imagine being in that situation where you just know she goes to the one, and you're like, well, okay, so
Just come
she goes to the wrong
skating.
one. But is it going to keep going? And then just the fact that she opens the other one, she's like, hi. Where she say? Like, she goes, hello.
She went, oh, hello. How long have you been my boyfriend? And then the girl gave her an answer, 3 weeks.
Were we secretly really happy? Was it kind of awesome?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out a way to end it, but I'm not an end it kind of guy. I can't just walk up and go, we're through. I've had it. I'm enough with you, and I find you're a little too demanding for my.
He doesn't believe in diplomacy. He believes in atom bombs.
Atom bombs for everything. Atom bombs for
a
everything.
definite end.
It was just one of those situations where I found out like every day of my life was being planned out. Like, here, this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and like Thursday'd roll around. I'm like, I just kind of want to sit around and watch TV or something.
Oh,
and it's like, but we have this and that and that. Oh, this weekend, like everything was manic and crazy, and how to do this, that, and the other thing. I'm just like, I can't take.
You
this.
weren't ready. That's all. You want a relationship.
Yeah, I
you
did.
want to be single. You know.
And I was
the family thing, right? Did you have to hang out with the family?
And you're
yeah.
homosexual.
A lot of family stuff. I'm a homosexual. What? Apparently, that's what she said. She goes, so you go out with a girl with a body like a boy? Is that what it is? You like young boys? What are you, gay? Oh, Uncle Paul.
What are you, gay?
What are you, gay?
Wow.
Nice one.
Like she couldn't fathom.
'Cause that makes a lot of sense since you've been sleeping with this girl for 3 weeks.
That I was, doing something like that.
You must be gay.
With that, so I got to be, I'm quite a fruit. And, that got out of hand with the burning of property and the prisoner exchange and having to pay for
dead guy ashes is my
dead guy
favorite part.
ashes,
Still in the fire pit.
All the features, all the features. And then I didn't tell the story when it happened because she didn't want like anything getting out and a big hassle being made with the Gene Simmons thing. But then since we broke up and I was reminded of it the other day, I got all pissed off. But after the fact, Gene Simmons came on our show, as he usually does, to hawk some crap, to hawk some garbage with the KISS logo on it. And he had just been over at the CW11 doing an interview over there to hawk his crap. So my girlfriend at the time, she was working over there, as we all know, and he walked up to her, and this office is like all glass and everything, so everyone's seeing, and like kind of with his body pins her against the wall and starts like trying to grab at her and asking, "Hey, we'll go out tonight. What are you doing this evening? Me and you. You know, I really find you attractive, and I think we should go out." And she's like, "I have a boyfriend. I don't care. I have a girlfriend. I'm free and open to all sexual experiences." It is his psychobabble Gene Simmons crap. So she goes, no. She goes, as a matter of fact, you're going over there to do an interview with my boyfriend. He's Anthony from the Opie and Anthony show. Yes, well, whatever. He didn't care or anything like that.
No way.
So he's pulling all this crap, and it got so bad that her boss actually went over to her and asked, was there a problem? Like, we were watching, and it seemed like you were having a problem with Gene. She goes, I handled it. But yeah, he was being very forward and very, trying to touch and weird and everything
in front
like
of
that.
everybody?
Yeah.
It's like a morning show, too, right?
Yeah. It was like, so then he comes over on our show, sits down, and now he knows exactly that it was my girlfriend, that he's doing that to. I didn't know that he knew, so we're talking and stuff, and
but you had no clue that
that
went
had
on.
happened.
Okay,
No,
so
I didn't know yet.
Interviewing Gene Simmons.
So now I'm there. I'm the host of a show that he's on now, hawking his goods, and he starts this whole thing with because I go, so what are you going to be doing tonight? He goes, maybe I'll be effing your girlfriend. Now, and I laugh.
No.
And I laugh because I'm like, oh, if you only knew who my girlfriend was.
No way.
And he's like, oh yeah, well. So now it's a complete disrespect on me and stuff. And I'm not even into that low, yo, you're disrespecting me. But it was a complete lack of respect. Like, he's in on this little secret and thinks he's got this shot at the time. And he does now, and I don't care. But, at the time.
Thinks she can burn.
Yeah, she seems to have burnt my wig in the fire pit. So he's pulling like that crap on me.
So did he do it where... he was actually just like, I'm literally going to hook up with your girlfriend.
Yeah, he actually thought that he was going to hook up with her that night.
Wow.
That's what he did. And he was playing me with that whole thing.
What a jerk.
To himself. It wasn't even a joke that anyone knew about. To his own ego. Him and his ego were having a good laugh about the whole thing. So I just sat there and didn't know. And then when I found out, he was already gone. So now I'm just like, if that son of a bitch wants to come on the show to hawk his crap, let him on. Don't tell him anything, and I'm blindsiding him for the cheap, friggin' selfish, money grubbing sea sucker that he is. And I saw his sex tape. It got out, and he is the worst lay ever. Always talking about the passion of Gene Simmons. I get girls, and I'm in an open relationship, and I can have sex with whoever I want. And who would want it? You mangy old puma.
That's how you really feel.
He's just doing this slow little chukunk. Like all mountain.
Here it is.
Yeah, look at him. Look at him. What is that? I said it before. No. I'll say it again. It's like one of those, the old lion on the Serengeti, getting his last year as head of the pride.
Oh, that's terrible. When did this come out?
It's horrible.
What is this?
Ka-chunk.
That's Gene Simmons.
Ka-chunk.
There you go.
Oh,
wow, you're really going at it, Gene.
Ka-chunk.
All the stamina of a sloth.
I thought that was Steve.
God.
Oh my gosh, that's disturbing.
Yeah.
Jeez, did you have to smack her and wake her up during that?
Wow, that is so weird.
Gene Simmons.
When did that thing come out? It was on purpose, right? He just it wasn't
it's one of those. Let me make my career because I'm dying over here. Let me do a sex tape and let it out.
Now for Sean William Scott, now you got the comparison.
Yeah, that's what he looks like.
Look,
here's Gene.
Here's the lion.
There's the lion, and that's exactly what it is. Dunk, dunk. There it is. Hello. Waiting for some young lion to take his pride from him.
Same hair too.
Let me bite you on the neck. What, you didn't like that? And there she goes, away to lay down.
Crying.
All right, leave me alone. But I'm Gene Simmons.
Hey,
It's so crazy.
Sean was so excited to come on the show that you were dreaming about the show last night.
Yeah, it's not that great of a story though. I was psyched to see you guys. Well, I tried to come on, last month and a half, but
you didn't. You're open door policy. Just
I
show
know,
up.
but I had to go back to LA to do something. But you had a dream that you guys were fighting. You guys were like, you actually didn't like each other. Because I always wonder, like, you seem like such good friends, but I wonder if, like, when the guest leaves, you're like, I hate your guts.
Then we don't.
I hate your guts.
Yeah. We don't. It's like, come on.
They both had the same dream.
Funny, that dream starts at 6 in the morning.
We've been doing this a long time.
No.
We're good buds.
Yeah,
actually.
you got your ups and down relationship wise as far as with anybody that you're in business with for so long. But it's nothing where screw this. I quit.
Oh, we'll talk bad about each other, but if someone talks bad about Anthony, then now we have to fight.
Like Irish
It's kind of like Irish brothers,
Yeah, you get in there.
You said you're getting married in 3 weeks, so I got a little
to me, by the way. Really strange that you.
I think we should celebrate before you get married because there's a whole Victoria's Secret show in Miami next weekend.
Perfect.
Celebrate Role Models opening this Friday.
Perfect.
Why don't we go out to Miami and go to the Victoria's Secret fashion?
Perfect.
Because no one knows us in Miami, so they'll all be
cares?
banging you. We'll be your fat friends.
Right.
These are my friends from home. Could you be nice to them?
So much of a loser I really am.
Here's my shock jock friends.
I'll just go around and go, hi, I'm Gene Simmons.
I don't think that would ever get old, that voice. It's so funny.
Pinning girls against the wall against their will.
Wow, we'll fly down to Miami in a
That would
second.
be a ball. Could you
Miami
guys do that?
rules. Yeah, we could do it.
So next Friday?
Next
You gotta
Friday.
work
all right.
Friday morning, right? So
No,
maybe
screw
Friday.
work Friday.
Yeah.
If Sean William Scott's inviting us to Miami, we take Friday off.
all the time.
Awesome.
They're telling us you got to go.
What?
They are.
And they really are.
Here's the next interview. Stuntbright's hold up a sign.
Oh, where are you going? CW11?
Maybe. Awesome if you set me up
Say
this whole
hi.
time and Gene Simmons is there.
Yeah.
Like, hey, because Gene, he was at the premiere. Wait. Paul Stanley. Is he the one that has the show? It's Gene.
Gene's got the show.
He's
Yeah.
like pimping out his daughter, right? Like,
Oh, of course. It's
his daughter's kind of hot.
Is she?
She's like 17 now.
Yeah.
So in Brazil, that's fine.
Yes.
Brazil,
So maybe I'll try to F her.
Yeah. What's the deal? Well, if you have time, you go over to the other joint after your interviews.
Yeah,
We
absolutely.
continue until
When do you guys
11,
go over there?
11:30. We're leaving right now.
Okay, yeah.
We all leave
Awesome.
together.
To the
I'll definitely
potty
go
mouth
there.
section. Of
Yeah,
the
that's
show.
what we'll do.
Nice.
Sean William Scott, he's a really good friend of ours. Role Models comes out Friday. Really, this is the one you're really excited
Yeah,
about,
I'm
right?
psyched. Yeah. Check it out. I promise you guys will laugh.
And I
hard.
believe you because he came in here and just beat the crap out of. I forgot the name. Mr. Woodcock. Right.
Exactly. It's not forgettable.
All right. Sean William Scott,
Thanks, bro.
Voss, Helium this weekend.
Thursday,
in
Friday,
Philly.
Saturday,
You're going
Philly.
to get a lot of Philly crew there.
Yeah.
Where's Helium?
Good. In Philly.
Down
Oh,
in Philadelphia.
sorry, that's right. Philly,
It's a
yeah.
good club.
Cool.
Really good club. And Jimmy's got the big night tonight.
Tonight is I would do my first signing. I Hate Your Guts comes out tomorrow. Tonight I'm at Borders in Penn Station. So if you're getting ready to go home to after work, I'll be there at 7 o'clock signing. And I'll just say tomorrow I'll be at Bookends in Ridgewood for Election Day. I wanted to stay in Jersey so you guys could come by after you vote for whoever you vote for. We'll have election coverage and stuff too.
Yeah.
So you don't feel out of the loop.
All right, cool. We got to take a break. We'll continue in just a bit. Sean William
Good to see
Scott,
you
a
guys.
pleasure, man.
Thank you.
Opie and Anthony. Continuing with the Opie and Anthony show. Sean William Scott, man, he was great. Make sure you check out Role Models sometime this weekend.
Yeah, he's a good guy, man. Really is.
He really gets the show. He's into the show. I guess he's going to come back after he does a few more interviews promoting Role Models. What's up, Jimmy?
This fucking iPhone, I'm trying to check. I'm going to text him actually. See if he'll come.
Really?
Yeah.
I hate.
What?
What? I just hate.
Oh, that's good. That is good. I hate. That'd make a great shirt.
Yeah,
I hate.
Ooh.
Oh, I want that.
Your guts.
I hate. Print it up. ... Not even a ... Just I hate.
Your guts.
I hate.
That was my idea.
Yeah.
You now have to pay me if you wear that.
But you didn't register it. Quick, get down to the registry of shirts office.
You didn't see that little C with the circle around it, my friend, when I said that.
Little C? What?
No, I don't have a little C. I don't talk about my C
I've
often.
heard that
but
you
I
got
don't
a
have-
pretty.
I don't have a little one.
Let me try to see how to phrase this. I've heard that Ope has got a good cock.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
You should have seen the ones I saw on Craigslist this
Hold on a
weekend.
second. I'm talking about. Don't try to trump his with the unclipped ones that you were looking at.
I don't. It's not. It's not.
Aardvark
a monster.
nose adds another, half an inch. Makes
What's
it
that?
look Nothing.
I'm married into a family that has big ones, though.
Ew, how do you know?
Yeah,
Well, because there might have been a party where somebody might have whipped it out because his friends told him to, and he might have done something with one of those corkscrew things.
Wait, one of the brothers is all hog?
All hog. I was deeply depressed.
Why? He's family. He's no threat to you. That's the beauty of it.
True.
All hag.
Anyway, I got to call Rich Voss out on something. He had to be that guy when we were hanging out with our friend Sean William Scott.
Yeah. Yep.
And
So he called your daughter's what? Cell phone and left a message?
I was calling my daughter. I had to ask her something, and her recorder came on. So I said, can you leave a message? Now, you say that's dumb, but as a parent, and someday you'll see this because you're getting married, when you have a 16-year-old and she gets a call from him, good. You can go, and sit lonely in your fucking fallout shelter. But I know, as a parent, I just made my 16-year-old happy.
You know why I know that sucks? Because people do that to us all the time, and it's like...
A person did it to you once.
I get it a lot.
It's been more than once,
Okay,
Rich.
it's happened to me, too.
Yeah.
Daughter's not as bad, though. Could you say hi to my daughter? She's a fan. That's not as bad.
It's like my wife or my friend.
Yeah, but
call my friend.
yeah.
He couldn't be here, and so then I just call and go, okay, go fuck yourself.
But listen, as a kid, I know. I used to listen when I was in the highlight of my career for like 2 years. People would come up to me and do that, and for a kid, you always say yes. For a friend,
yes,
you're going,
you certainly do.
Yes, you do. That's an excellent point.
Uncle Paul.
Always say yes. Or you might get hurt.
So you guys will see. You'll realize someday when you.
Yeah, but see, like, there's some of these guys in Hollywood. We want to feel like we're equals, and he's hanging, and we're all just kind of like telling stories, and then you do something like that, and the reality sinks in.
Gold's up $8.
Huh?
Gold's up $8.
Should have bought, Rich.
See? Rich is talking about buying gold, but he says he just wants it in like coins.
Sure.
Like usually you buy it off the commodities market, and you own paper that says you own gold somewhere,
right?
But you don't have the physical gold.
Yeah, because I'm trying to get my grandparents' fillings back.
You just want
I want coins.
The Jew
at
said
home.
that, by the way. Thank God.
I want to play. I want to go home and I want to take my coins out.
Yeah.
And put a yarmulke on. And play.
That's what I picture. Just.
And play Diamond District.
Clink, clink. You can 1, 2, 3. What's the matter, Jimmy? Your phone?
This fucking phone is a piece of shit.
What is it not doing now?
Well, it constantly fucking boots me offline.
How?
I can't wait until that fucking BlackBerry comes out. If that's any good, I will take a shit on this phone. I will shit onto my fucking phone.
I want the BlackBerry to be the best phone ever now.
It's fucking horrible.
Jimmy, do you like the
BlackBerry? I really do. I'll take the BlackBerry.
No,
BlackBerry.
I like the BlackBerry.
So you're trying to get online?
Yeah, I go on
you
AOL.
go to Safari?
Here we go. And it constantly gives me that black screen, and then it goes back to my fucking homepage. What a piece of shit!
But you try to go to stupid AOL?
Yeah, something on the internet that you should be able to get to when you have Wi-Fi.
I consider it training wheels for
Dude,
the
you're right. It does suck up. It
internet.
sucks a pile of cock.
Yeah, look, mine just popped right on.
Mine does
my
too.
E-Trade.
Let's see.
So I can log on and start day trading now.
Like the other iPhones, we've all had different experiences. Okay, now I'm entering my my thing. Let's see. It'll this fucking hunk of shit. I can't wait till that BlackBerry comes out. I hope to
rousing
God
endorsement.
It's good.
When does the storm come out?
I don't know.
When, man? Does anyone have a
December
release date?
something.
Now it's December?
Yeah, it was
They
December.
better get it out for the holiday season.
Trying to.
Yeah, why
From what I was reading, they're hoping to get it out by the holidays. There is no set release date, but it would probably be in RIM's best interest to do so.
Do you mean they're actually probably going over it, making sure like all the stuff works, like some people didn't apparently do? I wonder if you could take pictures with it and send them. Or what can you do?
I could do that with this version.
Actually, there's I think the user manual was leaked over the weekend, so you could you could read all about its features. Yeah, I think it clocks in about 250 pages.
But I don't
look at this. There we go.
What I don't
Sign
understand
it on
about
my
the
mail.
iPhone is you could you take a picture and you can't just mail it to someone like that?
No, you can
That's
mail
stupid.
it.
Mail
you
it.
can mail it. You can't text it to
Kicked
somebody.
offline again.
I can do that.
It constantly boots you offline. I don't care how many copies this sold. This technology is a piece of fucking
Now,
shit.
I've just logged on to E-Trade. I'm fine. Like, I don't have the problems you have.
Why am
with
I
it.
getting booted offline?
I feel
I know
so
how to
bad.
fucking punch in my
I'm
pants code.
online.
Let me see your phone, Jimmy.
Let me see my
Can I see your phone?
securities account.
Jimmy, let me see. I'm good at tech stuff.
No, you're not.
I'm really good. Let me see.
Oh, boy.
You're a
He's
ruiner
good
of
at
things.
throwing.
Give it to me!
You're a ruiner of things. I love that. That really is wide open. You're a ruiner of things.
Just things. All right. Well, maybe it's your provider. What's your provider?
AT&T.
It's
the only
the
one
same
you can
thing.
have with this cunt phone.
I have
I know.
5 bars.
It's a setting, Jimmy. Let me see the phone.
I got 5 bars too.
Jimmy, I can fix this in a second.
No, because you fix things the way I do by careening them off the floor.
It's a setting. You got to go deep into the thing to find
Yeah, real deep. No.
We got some Voss audio. Voss is in the process of getting new teeth. Right?
Yes.
We got dentist audio.
Oh, you do?
And Sammy says that there's a very good video. Sammy. How was Sugar Sammy? this
Sugar
weekend?
Sammy.
Yeah, I want to keep the Sammy bit going. What's up, Sammy?
I don't know how to talk like Sugar Sammy.
I know.
No.
You don't know how to
Just
talk.
talk like Sam.
Oh, I ran into Sam and E-Rock at a wrestling convention this weekend.
No, you didn't.
Holy shit.
How awful was that?
I do want to say hi to Pat the trucker, who's a huge fan. I sat next to him for about 15 minutes. Very cool guy. But besides that, thank God I was sitting next to Pat because this thing was horrific.
No, you got all excited because you got to see Terry Funk in person.
Dude, I was at Caroline's.
Wow.
Terry Funk.
Terry Funk?
Yes.
The Terry
Shit,
Funk.
dude.
I was at Caroline's, and what a waste of time.
What are you talking
How many
about?
of these things do you go to?
Well, I go to the wrestling convention at Caroline's is annual, and I've gone every year for the last 5 years. And then whenever there's a wrestling convention in the area,
Dude, they
I'll
had
go.
Terry Funk. Who else?
Well, Terry Funk,
Eric Bischoff.
Oh, okay. Now
Road
you're
Warrior Animal.
No way.
From the Legion of Doom.
Yes.
And then in the morning session, Ric Flair.
They come out and they sit there for an hour, and these nerds, these wrestling nerds, just ask dumb questions for like an hour. Stupid questions.
It's so real to me.
Yeah. It's basically
It's one of
that.
those, yeah.
And then you get your picture and stuff signed, and then you have to beat it. It's
Scram, kid.
It's a waste of time.
Ope showed up.
Did you
today.
tell him you were prime time, Sam Roberts?
No, I would have told
come
him
on.
that.
It's the way you get in.
But I wasn't going to tell Ric Flair that I worked for this show.
Oh, because of the interview
That
where
you guys did with him.
Well,
Yeah.
wasn't quite
No,
us.
we
but-
did. We did the interview.
Yeah.
You're right.
But
I don't get it. That I just didn't get.
Yeah, you showed up during the Q&A.
Right.
While my girlfriend was asleep.
And one guy,
Literally.
yeah, his
Don't doubt
girlfriend
it.
was sleeping. My girl was there, and this like over the top geek turned around and almost made cumsies in his pants when he saw my girl. No joke.
Cumsies?
Almost made cumsies because all of a sudden he just freaks out and then fumbled for his iPod buds and put them in his ears because he couldn't handle what was in front of him.
That's the one thing. My girlfriend loves going to conventions because she says it's the only time that it's easy to get into the girls' bathroom.
Yeah,
There's
no
a-
line.
That's a great way to look at it.
There's like 3 women in the bathroom, and they're always just sitting there or like rubbing their head or looking in the mirror like, what am I-
Miserable.
Yeah.
Dude.
Why am I fucking this guy who I'm in love with?
She has to put up with your wrestling hobby.
Or, you know,
she
the-
totally puts up with it because she didn't want to be there.
Yeah. Well, she's got to take the pictures and stuff.
And then Sam is online with his wrestling chair, waiting for his turn.
She's the best because she knows
to get some FaceTime with these guys.
She knows she has to push in front because I like to get pictures of the wrestlers signing my chair.
Yeah.
And so she has to push in front to make sure. And she's gotten every time a wrestler signs that chair, she's gotten a picture.
You carry a chair around to these?
He's got it
conventions?
here today.
Yeah.
Do you know I still have my WWF
right
at the time WrestleMania chair,
dude?
Oh.
You know what you would do for
from
that?
Anaheim, from the Staples Center in
want that.
Anaheim. I have 2 of them.
I want one.
You do you?
Yeah.
Well, you might have to suck a little cock.
Done. Christ, that's a win-win. Why does he get so lucky?
I went there because we were like meeting up to do a little like lunch or something. Because people were like, why were you there? And Sam goes, I'm only gonna be another 10 minutes, and I show up, it's another hour.
Closet wrestling fan.
Yeah, right.
It was that Caroline's Comedy Club?
I like wrestling. I wouldn't like go to a convention though.
You wanted to see Road Warrior Animal's shoulder pads.
Oh boy, did I!
Wow.
Did he come out in the shoulder pads?
No, he had him to the side so that you could put them on.
Oh, wow, that's pretty cool.
That's fun.
Is this?
No, not at all.
Okay.
It's stupid. It's ridiculous, and I would never, ever do that.
8th grader.
I know.
I had a picture of myself from 1991.
Did you bring that in today?
No, well, it's signed now.
You guys see
Just as a fetus?
Animal.
You guys see his picture of a young Sam as the animal.
Adorable,
I think I did see
right?
that picture.
Is it just adorable?
Yeah.
I look like a tough kid.
No, you don't.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I got the shoulder pads and the face paint.
I bet your face would be painted.
You know what's going on with you?
Should have been.
The older you get, the
Yeah.
more blacker you're becoming. Because
Really?
I saw the picture that you brought there, and you look like a very white kid.
He's trying to
and now
be
that you're older,
Obama-fied.
you're starting to like have more of these black features are coming in.
His nostrils. Look at his nostrils.
They're huge. I'm not saying that's a black
Are you
feature, by
part
the way.
black?
Rich Voss
No.
is.
He is.
After Obama gets in, he's going to be saying, yeah, I'm black. Don't hurt me.
I'm not part black.
Jimmy, turn off the
Okay.
3G. That's what people are saying.
Oh, okay. And then we'll
Phil Brooks, thank you.
I'll try it.
Turn off the 3G.
If I'm online, if I'm on Wi-Fi.
Oh, if you're on Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Turn off the 3G.
No, but it'll
that might
automatically go to Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I have 3G on, so I
Are
guess...
you on Wi-Fi too?
Yeah.
Because I'm just on 3G. I'm not on Wi-Fi right now.
All right, well, hold on. I'll turn 3G off because apparently they built a phone where you can use one feature but don't use the other one or it kicks you off the fucking computer. Yeah, you can't get off one line.
What's Rich doing taking a phone call?
You are like iPhone kryptonite. There's something in your DNA.
That's right. Yeah, it demands quality. I'm one of these weirdos that demands quality. I want some more, as I hate to say, bang for the old buckaroo.
I hear you.
Jimmy, give me your phone. I can fix it in a second.
I don't have faith in your phone fixing abilities.
I wouldn't either.
I don't.
Like you just fixed that spoon?
Exactly.
Let's just get a little antsy. So Rich went to the dentist. That's why Sam is in here. Enough about the wrestling convention.
Sam.
Because that's all we have on it, I guess.
I guess so.
I don't remember anything else. Then I went to the NHL store to get Islander stuff, and they have the worst shit for fans.
What were you trying to get? Like
Just a shirt
jerseys or
something.
something?
No, I don't do jerseys, but like
Jersey.
I wanted to get a cool Islander
Hockey
hat.
helmet? Oh, you pointed to your head. I'm like,
No.
oh, you need a hockey helmet?
No, I'm not one of those fans that have to buy the winter jacket or the big.
You're not a
over-the-top
real fan,
jersey.
man.
Fair weather fan.
I'm more subtle. Maybe just a hat.
Literally a fair weather fan. If
or a
it gets a
t-shirt
little
or
cold, he
something.
doesn't want the jacket.
Yeah, right?
Just want a t-shirt and a hat.
Oh, I turned the 3G off and it kicked me off again. Just an update.
Oh no, because
just an update.
Just an update for all you
Jimmy.
Apple fanatics out there. Your God created a piece of dog shit.
It is your God. Behold a God who bleeds.
Jimmy, give it to me because there's an option. You just got to check it. That's all.
You
just check this option and it's going to be all good.
I don't have faith in
You should have gotten the black one. And you'll rarely hear me say that.
I've had the black.
Why does the black one work
But
better than the white one that Jimmy has?
Again, only with iPhones.
It doesn't. It's
I got it.
what happens is you see when you have a technology that is completely overrated.
Yeah.
It doesn't do the little things.
You're talking about the wheel now, aren't you?
The wheel stinks. I
Yes.
prefer a nice little square.
Something square. It gives you a little adventure in your travel.
It's very noisy when I drive.
Yes.
How am I supposed to eat my yogurt with a 1-inch spoon? It's going to be a little rough.
You want to use my hog? I'll get a rod, dip it in yogurt.
Eating yogurt off your friend's hog.
How fucking great would that be? Because you always suck it off the spoon anyway. You don't chew it. Like if your friend was just dipping his heart on it to yogurt.
And
you were
trying just not to be gay at all.
Right,
You're
yeah.
just eating.
Right.
And using whatever you have there. And you're just using your
what's
friend's
that?
hog.
Like Fun Dip.
Fun dip,
Yeah,
thank you.
Fun Dip.
Fun dip for adults.
You just dip it in and suck. No eye contact, no moaning, groaning of pleasure or
Dude,
disgust.
we gotta
you
do
just
it.
have to suck it off his dick.
We have to do a fun dip. We have to do a fun dip bit now. We have to do a fun dip bit.
Okay, here's what you do. You eat the yogurt off, and then you roll the cocking granola with a little yogurt on it.
Yeah,
And then
whatever you want.
One part would be the yogurt would drip onto your chin off the cock, and you go like this. Like, it'd be like a fun laugh, and that would be kind of gay.
Because it's Fun Dip.
Let's get into the.
Oh no! Oh, just checking the mail.
kicked offline again.
No, Jimmy.
You're out of your
That's
fucking
impossible.
mind.
That's impossible.
Piece of
I'm in the
shit.
same room as you.
Piece of fucking
Mail.
garbage.
Update. Connecting.
I have to go online.
Why do you have to go online? See, that's your fucking
I
problem.
don't want my mail sent to my phone.
What?
Well, I don't do email on my phone ever.
Why?
I only do
Just don't like it.
like my Yahoo mail.
But it shouldn't matter.
Goes right to my phone. And Yahoo, I got my mail.
Let's try 3G.
You're getting fucked with AOL.
I'm getting funny at home. It doesn't kick me offline.
No,
How come my home
this is a
computer
portable
doesn't?
device that isn't compatible with AOL, apparently. AOL is shit. I hate AOL.
I don't disagree.
Because it's just such a fucking shit. There's no reason to have it. It's a middleman to your internet connection.
I've been paying for AOL for the last 6 years. I have not checked my AOL mail in over 6 years.
Why don't you just cancel it?
I canceled
I
it.
don't
It took
know.
me forever because the scumbag on the other side of the phone wouldn't let me. I said, I haven't used check. I haven't used it in years.
I figured, it's easier to just keep paying $20 a month than deal with
Than
those
to deal with it,
assholes.
yeah. And it
'Cause I've
almost
heard horror
was.
stories.
I finally got the guy to cancel it, and he kept saying, look, I'm going to give you, here's what I'll do. I'm going to keep it connected for 3 more months, free of charge.
Right.
And then after that, if you want to cancel, and I'm like, no, because then, after 3 months, you're going to start billing me again. I'll forget, and fucking I'll be going through this again. Cancel the fucking account.
A warning to AOL, I'm going to be canceling my account sometime this week, and I'm taping it for the radio.
You know what?
So you
tell
better
the
take care
person.
of everybody this
Tell
week.
the person on the phone.
Yeah.
Say this is
No, tell
just
them
like
at the
you.
end.
Yeah.
Tell them at the end. Get their name.
Yeah.
Get their name in the beginning, because they'll give you the name before the conflict starts.
Yeah,
And then
you
when
have
they
to
start
tell them
being cunty
beforehand,
about
though,
it,
if you're going to put it on the air. You have to say, by the way, I'm recording this for quality control
You don't have
purposes.
to. So why should you have to tell them you're recording it?
You do. You can't record anyone on the phone unless you tell them first.
Fuck them.
It's some kind of
fuck
fucking.
them. They don't deserve that.
Some kind of FBI shit.
It is an FBI thing, Jimmy.
I think it
Be
depends on
careful.
the state.
Hey, Sam, let's get into the dentist thing, please. What's the name? What's the name of the video on YouTube?
Rich Voss goes to the dentist.
Rich Voss goes to the dentist.
Great, no one will find it.
Yeah, what the fuck? I hear this is a pretty good video, though.
Oh, it's grotesque.
Is it really? Why? What makes it grotesque?
Well, because I put in all the clips of everything that happened, and it starts with them taking his fake teeth out so you can see his crack addict, awful, tiny little pointy
nubs.
Nub teeth.
I saw some pics of you without teeth. It was horrific.
And then
With teeth is horrific.
and then it goes into like close-ups of the drill going in, and then putting in like the metal placeholder.
Really?
Yeah.
The drill goes through the gums and into the bone. I was waiting for it to pop through, like when you're drilling through wood.
Yeah, and you
I
go,
was like,
oops, and it comes through.
Yeah, and just hit my little brain.
That's
You could
why a
hear
little brain. At least you said it.
bone dust was falling on me.
Yeah.
I could feel the bone dust.
That's why I floss every day, because that is like a nightmare to me.
The worst
Like
part,
when I get a swollen gum, I'm a baby. I can't imagine being drilled into the
But you
gums
had-
in the bone.
You had like crack because like smoking crack and shit. You were all fucked up, right?
No, I think that added. I wasn't really big on flossing when I was a kid, or I mean, I thought that was overrated. And brushing my teeth.
God, I'm eating.
So I can't see it.
Yeah,
They cut the gum. Do they show where they cut the gums
Yeah,
too?
the worst part
Holy
was
shit, that's bad.
they go like where the teeth are, and they cut under the gum, and then they bring the gum up.
They lift it.
Look at
And
these
then-
teeth. You look like a homeless dude.
this on the screen?
Half of them are still in his head. The other half are little nubs.
Ew.
Isn't that gross?
All the dumb things that have popped out of that
This,
hole.
by the way, coming in from FBI.
Yeah.
Not true in New York. You can tape without telling the other party.
Nice. That's what I'm going to be doing.
Now, as far as broadcasting it,
I will
think there's another
broadcast it.
story, but I'm not sure.
I'm
but you can
broadcasting
tape
it.
somebody.
That looks like
Interesting.
an aerial view of the projects.
I can't look at that. I can't even look at it.
It's horrific.
Even
Rich.
out of my peripheral vision, it's disgusting me. It's this reddish.
P.I.
It looks like you ripped open a fish's gills.
Look at that. Yes, the gums are cut right there.
Peripheral. Did you have
Huh?
Were you under anesthesia?
No,
Yeah.
they gave me Novocaine, but they were sticking big needles in the roof of my mouth.
Yeah.
Dude,
Up in the back roof.
dude, that looks like
Ow!
They must have shot him with a
your
they
mouth
must have given
looks
you
like
a dozen.
really
Yeah.
dirty pussy.
There's times it acted like a dirty pussy.
Well, look at this. Tell me, look. Fuck. Like they're going in for a kid.
I can't fucking look.
It's disgusting. What? That's your mouth. Why are you getting sick?
It's disgusting.
All right, we got some audio clips. Rich at the dentist. Voss talks about getting a needle in his mouth, gets scolded for talking, then talks again to make sure the intern has a good camera angle. Well, look.
He's all showbiz.
He's a trooper. Well, he's, you know.
Oh, God. In the roof of my mouth. Yeah. That was... Well, when they're ramming a needle in the roof of your mouth, and not ramming, gently placing it. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. How's it coming out on camera?
You know, you sound way better with stuff in your mouth.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Yeah, he's more articulate with his mouth full of cotton and fucking dental instruments than
It's
his
because
teeth.
they had something sucking the saliva.
Oh, yeah, that's funny. Wow.
If I just walk around with one of those things, I'd be perfect.
Yeah. Take it away.
What was it, a sump pump?
Oh, wow.
Sun pump.
Sump pump.
Voss proves under high pressure situations he has incredible improv skills, really.
Yes, but, you know, this being in the dental chair and having all these instruments in your mouth, you would think that he couldn't possibly come up with something like witty.
All right.
But after everything that's happened, your surgery hasn't even started yet. How do you feel?
Nervous and well, how do I feel? Well, how do you get away from me? How do I feel?
Look, guys. Look at that picture. Let me see that.
He's making cornball faces at the cameras.
You're mugging.
Well, my face was so small it was hard to talk.
Why is Bob calling?
I had 20 shots of Novocaine.
Yeah.
Does he know we do a show?
He would never call us early. This is kind of like that middle of the night phone call. Talk.
Yeah, Bob. Hello?
No, it's just voicemail. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Rich is making a sitcom face.
Well, yeah, he'd be like, so I have to come back 3 more times? And the doctor's like, yeah, whoa!
What? That's what you're doing.
What? You just caught me in a position.
No. He kept yelling at the intern to try to start filming him early and to tell him what to do because he wanted to film it like a reality show. So he wanted to like film like in the waiting room and he was making jokes to the camera and everything.
Well, you got to get the pre-op, dummy. You don't just get him in a chair. You get him before.
It's a YouTube video.
It's Jimmy about getting the pre-op.
Always try to find.
Oh, fuck! I can't look at that.
Yeah,
Holy
Bob.
shit! What are they doing? That isn't dentistry. It's torture.
It's like
Imagine if you were awake for like without any anesthesia. How much that would hurt? You'd be yelling, ouch.
You'd be like Dustin Hoffman.
Let me see.
No, it's worse than Dustin Hoffman.
They were packing the inside of the gum with grounded up cadaver bone.
Yeah.
Because they had to strengthen it before they could put in the implant.
Why not? They had a jar of strange male bone that went in my mouth, and I didn't get cocaine out of it.
Isn't that why
Strange male bone. It comes in a jar.
They have a dead guy bone in your mouth.
Yes.
No, what I would do right after the surgery, right after, I'd go out and get a big thing of peanut brittle and just start eating it.
Just fuck everything up.
Look at it. They're putting stitches.
Peanut brittle.
Look at that.
And fucking jujubes.
Right.
Oh, yeah, juju.
Jujubes. They're a
Jujubes.
candy that pulls your teeth out. Ironic, isn't
Everybody's
it?
going to take that negative.
Yeah.
All right, listen, here's another clip. Voss explains how it feels to have his teeth and gums drilled in a comedic and original way.
Yeah, this is more of that crazy, off-the-cuff improv. What does it feel like?
Like a drill going into your bone.
Excellent. You are so good. Just say the obvious and don't allow humor to eke its way in there.
I know for the last, 3 weeks, I felt flat, my ad-libbing skills. They're coming back. They came back a little in Boston this weekend, but they just, when you go through just a period of just complete, you know what I mean? No, you don't. Well, at the dentist's office, it's tough to do. So what I'm saying is, in the dentist chair, when they're cutting your gums and putting a needle and stitching you, it's tough to be funny. It's tough to be funny under the right circumstances. more or less under those.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, without a script.
Well,
no real need for
explaining
more. Yeah,
we got
elaborating on the.
Well, the last clip we got Sam having you try to do your material.
Oh,
yeah, because the idea was to get him to do jokes and stuff. But this was about as close as I could get.
You failed.
Yeah.
Oh well.
How are you feeling,
Fail.
boss?
Good.
What's that joke about the Girl Scout cookies?
I'm dodging her. I don't like journalists. I'm dodging her.
Oh God. You're miserable at that point, aren't you?
I'm talking.
It was all fun.
Please.
It was all fun and games before of like all the action.
He's getting so frustrated and telling me to watch out with the mic and don't knock the guy and like.
I wish the mic would have knocked into your teeth.
Just pushed.
Imagine the pain.
There was some lady in there from some company that was selling.
Oh yeah, because they had like a camera that they put on the doctor's.
The dentist had like a camera on his forehead. Dr. Gottesman had a
dummy cam.
And it came right out on the video, everything that he saw, and the lady was there selling that. And then we had Sam and some intern that kept looking at his watch because he had to go to work in Panther Valley, all right? And this guy didn't know when to turn the camera on or off, all right? And, I'm not going to just start ad-libbing and doing a set in a dentist chair when I can... Oh, excuse me, can you back up a second, Dr. Gottesman? I got to do a few minutes.
But that was the bit you agreed to. We set this up. We're like, if you're going to do this, we would love to hear your material in that situation.
Well, I try to do some of the material. I did some of my set for him.
No, that was it.
I did a couple bits.
No, you started doing jokes after. Like after you're done with surgery and we're out of the dentist.
Yeah, we wanted in that miserable situation for you to try to do your material. That was the whole bit.
Well, they're doing it two more times, so I'll do material.
Oh, great.
I didn't get it that I was supposed to do material as they're doing it.
That we all joke on.
When are you going to have your teeth? You're almost 68. How are your teeth still being worked on?
Yeah, at your age, most people just give up. They're like, fuck it.
Go with dentures.
My best days are behind me. I'm just going to let my teeth
What
rot
do you
out.
want to chew? You'll be dead in 5 years.
Well, what?
Is that all you can eat now? Is like bananas and...
Oh, no, I can eat regular
soft
now.
shit?
I can eat, because now they're starting to heal.
I thought they were temporary, though.
These are temporary, yeah. But they still work as teeth. They're not
okay.
temporary.
So why don't you just
they were made
keep
of like
the temporaries?
styrofoam or something.
Huh?
Why wouldn't you just keep the temporaries?
Yeah.
Because
they look like teeth. They work like teeth.
Yeah, but under the temporaries, the teeth under it are rotting away, and they're not holding up the temporaries.
They look like this fucking
raisin. It looks like that raisin. So the old temper, I had nice teeth a couple weeks ago, so semi-nice, and they were falling. They would drop, one would get loose because the main tooth under it was getting rotten.
God.
Yeah, he's having...
It's just disgusting.
It really is.
He's having the rotten teeth pulled out and then having implants put in so that they can hold up a set of fake teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they put like metal fucking snap-on things in there.
They screw them in. He screwed them into the gum. And, they're little... He drills the hole, and then he'll take an implant that's a little bigger than the hole.
It's how you hang fucking pictures and shit. It's not like...
Well, it's technology. It's like when you put like it's like when you put a screw in somebody's hip or something. They're making me stronger, better.
How long until you can eat oats again out of a bag?
Well, the audio is not as good as the video, but the video
is really good.
Guess what? Well, the audio is his fault because there was some good moments in
that
there.
Was it?
No, it wasn't it. I did some other bits when I sat up when the blood
I know you
was dripping
sat
out
up
my...
after you were done, and I said, "Do you have any material on Palin?" And you said, "No."
No, I did the thing about Obama. I did the Obama bit.
But the surgery was over.
Well, but no, people don't know that. It's called editing. It's called editing.
You didn't have anything left in your mouth. It was clear.
Okay, so we had to we didn't communicate before we did it. That's all.
All right, we'll
we
do
have
it again.
2 more drillings, and then as I'm drilling, I'll do a 5-minute set.
The video's really good, but now we want to go with the material. You doing your material.
Can I get this right? Are people giving Voss shit because he didn't perform the right material while having his skull drilled into it?
Of course, Jimmy. Of course. All right, we're going to take a quick break. And we got Regis and Kelly in trouble with the Dominicans.
Ah, yeah.
We got something I've seen. Laszlo did it on his show. We got to give him credit. Laszlo does a very good show once, every month or so?
Yeah, we're trying to bump the frequency up a little bit.
But Laszlo does a very good radio show on this channel once a month or so. And saying that, he did Little Bill O'Reilly. It's worth playing. Definitely. And Obama saying some shit about the coal plants. And there's something else. I'll remember during the break, I guess. Opie and Anthony, stay there. Pretty cool instant feedback coming in from Travis in Kansas. He writes, you have a fan that works for the CHL team, the Wichita Thunder. At the game last night, I heard the show opening music 2 times, and then the Steve the Bear version of Don't Worry, Be Happy. It made me a very happy boy.
Hey, could somebody check the Drudge Report? I would love to, but this fucking,
Jimmy?
This fucking petrified log with fucking a screen on it keeps kicking me offline.
Look at my BlackBerry. There it is.
The BlackBerry doesn't suck a fucking pile of dicks.
There it is, Jimmy. Just get. Can you go to Drudge Report? Look how quick that was. And,
of course.
And
the BlackBerry fucking font eats an asshole. How about the fucking BlackBerry gets real fucking online?
We only got half a screen until the storm comes out.
That's
and then we get
stupid.
And then we're gonna have a full screen. What do you say?
BlackBerry's
Travis
stupid.
has
the what? The what?
Why do I have such bad luck?
BlackBerry.
What are my apps that's killing me?
Beery.
You have a lot of apps? No.
We have good ones.
Why should I don't know why you should be able to use apps. They fucking are able. They're sold on the Apple site. You know.
What are apps?
But I have apps and they seem to work.
Apps. I got a Palm, which is, I don't know what any of that shit is.
You have the last Palm.
This is the new Palm.
You are like
755.
Palm sucks.
I know it does.
You're like I Am Legend. You got the last
Palm Pilot.
You got the last Palm Pilot in existence.
He has a tap
my
thing,
Drudge.
a stylus.
Do you still have a? No one uses styluses anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't hang out. But here's the
Give
thing.
me your
when you
Drudge. Give me that.
Yeah,
Give me
yeah.
that.
No,
Give me that.
yeah,
Give me
really?
that. Give me that.
There.
Give me that.
The problem with
No one
with,
hands me anything anymore.
Jimmy's phone's broken.
with
Dude,
take it back.
It's a $500 piece of fucking garbage. And look, I know I'm not going to shut down Apple, but I will say,
Jimmy,
that I've beaten this fucking piece of shit phone enough times where I guarantee,
Jimmy,
people who are on the fence have. I've made at least a few hundred people aware of what garbage this is, and they've gone to another phone.
Jimmy,
yeah,
$100 to see your iPhone.
$100.
No, 500. You could
100 Clamaroonies.
No,
that's 60. What are you, a Jew?
Well, it's actually 80. How do you know? Only you would know.
Yeah, he looks at it.
He could actually tell by the amount of air that was fanned when you waved it.
All right, so I was a little short, and I was trying to make believe at 100. You creep. Everyone else thought it looked like 100.
All right, I just rebooted.
What's
Let's give
wrong
this
with
a
you?
shot. Let's see.
right.
Oh, 3G is on.
Nice.
All right.
That's good, right?
Yeah, good.
You can't take
Good.
I got little lips on my feet. They're iPhones. That's what they're good for. They make me taller.
You can't send palm material over to a BlackBerry. That's the only reason I don't get a BlackBerry. And BlackBerry.
Yes, what do you mean? You
gotta know
can't
how to
hot sync? Yes,
no,
you can.
I can't take it from here and put it on
Yes,
the BlackBerry.
you can.
Look at that. Oh, you can.
Look at that.
All right.
You would know.
That's what they told me. At
Who
the
told
place.
you? Those dumb motherfuckers. I went to one of those stores. They told me you have to re-enter all your numbers by hand. They're stupid. There are programs like fucking there's Pocket Mac. There's all this shit. They're all syncable together. You can take everything off that. You put it on a computer. You put your new BlackBerry in, and you'll upload it.
Yeah.
In this fucking day and age.
Look at Voss's phone. It's so June.
It's a stupid phone. I want to. He still has the plastic on the front too. I want to rip that plastic off and rub my
Why do
fucking
you have
bag
plastic
on
on it?
So it doesn't catch anything from him. I just kept plastic on it.
Yeah, that's pretty good, actually. All
not
right, here we
good.
go.
It's hurtful.
We got an F-bomb that we need to play. Who was this? It was one of the Phillies. It was
I don't know, one of them.
Ted the Fanatic.
It was oh yeah, Chase Utley, right? Little F-bomb as they're celebrating the World Series, the big win down there in Philly. 2 million people showed up. That's fucked up.
Wow.
2 million fuckers.
Hopefully they'll be at my book signing Thursday.
Yeah, you'll get a few of those.
In fully.
Imagine you get 2 million people, and you have to.
I wouldn't have enough books, Gregory.
And you have to sign for the whole month of November. They don't let you leave. Here's Chase.
Phillies second baseman, Chase Utley.
Chase!
World champions.
fucking champions.
Oh, Jesus.
That was
Sure
live.
got an ovation.
That was live TV.
Good.
You know what?
Love
That's natural speech right there in that position. You're in front of a crowd like that. Did you
Fuck
hear them
yeah.
yelling?
Fuck yeah.
They weren't yelling, "Oh, I'm offended." They're like, "Fucking hey,
He'll
yeah."
have to apologize because someone will go, I had my
young son in the car.
I happen to have my young son in the car. I don't care if you're Broderick Crawford. I happen to have my young son in the car. Meanwhile, he says, but Daddy, my hat blew off. I hope your goddamn head was
in it.
That could be the funniest line ever in a movie, by the way. Ever.
That's a great one.
That's all well and fine. But I'm in a high-speed pursuit. Nothing else, just blurting out lines.
It was good.
Yeah.
Master Poe wanted to make sure you were awake. I asked him.
Oh, really? Because I might get a little drowsy?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I woke up early?
Yeah.
I'm feeling a little tired.
Motherfucker, I'm tired as a motherfucker.
Fuck, let's go home then.
I can't yet, Opie. We got another motherfucking hour. I ain't leaving early.
We out.
Hey, with that Chase Utley thing, you play that to the FCC, just get a little knowledge out there.
Uh-huh.
Like if someone's offended, but then you play that and you hear no one was offended because they're cheering that. And there shouldn't be a fine for that local TV station.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you know what, though? If you're watching with, say you're babysitting.
Oh, yeah. Oh, are you?
I don't like that kind of language. There's no need to cuss. Uncle Paul hates dirty talk.
Gotta be gentle.
Gotta be gentle. Come here. Come get your applesauce. You like sardines, do you?
Oh, you are a ghoul.
You really are a ghoul.
Let me show you how to make the boys love you. Come here. Hey, Rich. Oh, wow, you got little hands like a kid. I like your hands.
10-point lead for Obama. You're so done, Ant.
What poll?
Yeah.
Every poll I've looked at is fucking different.
On the big map, Obama's got 286 to McCain's 157.
We'll see.
What are points?
I think
10
you're
points,
right.
Does that mean 10 million? A point's a million?
Oh, my God.
What? No, well,
I actually don't know how the points work.
I'm just staring at Anthony.
Do you know how the points work?
Back at me.
Do you know how the points work?
Ooh.
We're talking
Challenging observation, Randall.
electoral votes.
No.
Talking
the polls.
electoral votes.
No, we know what electoral votes are.
How many points different it is?
In the poll,
those
he's
are
saying
10 points.
Those are percentage points. So if Obama's got 45 or
That means
or
McCain
55,
only has 35.
and there's undecideds too.
Wait, 45 and 35
Yeah, is 100.
80.
No.
Where's the 20%?
Well, there is some
Undecided.
undecideds, but the undecided
They're
is...
not undecided. 20%
I
of the
think
whole
the
country.
undecided is less than
No.
10%.
I'll cluck
It
like a
is.
Okay,
chicken.
but points you're
9%,
saying.
I believe.
You're saying they're only going in certain areas
But
to
they're
get
not.
these points, aren't they?
No.
It
my
doesn't
God.
matter where they. Yeah, I mean, it matters where they poll.
Oh my God.
Right.
So if you're polling, like if you look at the poll that is on Drudge Report or Fox News' website, they poll the people, but the people that go there are predominantly conservatives. So you will see McCain in the lead.
Yes.
Go to CNN, which is a liberal, shit like that. You'll see Obama's ahead. It's the same thing with the polls. They try to get an equal sampling of each side. That's why they're always different.
What's
Because you
NBC?
can never NBC. Everything is liberal except
Fox.
for Fox.
Right, that's the way to put
Fox
it.
and Drudge.
Well, NBC is saying McCain must win all 8 toss-up states and Pennsylvania.
All
Isn't
right.
Pennsylvania
It's got
kind
it
of
in
a
the bag.
toss-up? What's some of those? What's some of those toss-up states?
What's wrong with the toss-up states we got? They vote pretty good.
Ohio,
Pennsylvania, Florida, Michigan.
Middle.
All right, listen. Regis and Kelly are in a little trouble with the
A
Dominicans.
little hot water with the old Dominicans. What did I say?
with the Doms.
I called them smelly.
American group want an apology from Regis and Kelly for Kelly repeating a comment her kid made. What was the original comment? Do we know?
I came out of a lovely cunt.
Yeah, she's a very.
I kissed it on the way out.
Well, I didn't mean her that. I meant that as her actual vagina.
The vag.
Yeah,
The hole.
Oh, okay.
They're all talking to some degree about the election, and Lola was telling me about the two parties, and I said, do you know what the two parties are? She said, yes, the elephants and the donkeys. And I said, well, do you know what that means? Do you know what the elephant is? She goes, yeah, the Republicans. I said, do you know what the donkeys are? She goes, the Dominicans.
She's pretty close.
Whoa, Regis!
She's pretty close.
Whoa,
let me tell you. They both smell like crap.
Wow, Regis.
What is Regis doing? Why would he blurt that out? Like, because I was thinking as she's saying that, I'm going,
no
all right,
big
this
deal.
is fine. This is no big deal. It's a kid not being able to pronounce Democrat.
He fucked them.
Wow.
They're pretty
Why
close.
do donkeys all live in a bunch of them in one room?
Hey, he's pretty close. You ever been near some of them?
Wow.
They're animals.
Fucking Regis. Getting edgy.
Jesus Christ.
They'll get
Why
their apology.
donkeys? I can think of a few other animals. And I better ring the bell on. Or else Regis will be in trouble. The guy doing the Regis impression will, though.
Coke Logic writes, too bad it's a lock with this election. Who knows? You really don't know until
you don't know
people
till
actually start voting. Sure.
Yeah.
Because who do you...
It's not over until the fat-ass lady is sleeping in the White House.
How is 25 million people already voted? What is?
I don't know what this early voting shit is.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
25 mil... That's...
25 mil...
Well, when I was in Ohio, I sat on somebody's park bench, and they said, "That's my home."
Yes, you're allowed to do that if you're
I registered
homeless.
that as my home.
Wait a minute,
in
that
Ohio,
makes sense. Why would they say that? They don't own the bench.
In Ohio, you're allowed
I
to
got
register.
In final national, 51% to 43%.
That's a different poll than I just saw.
Different poll. That's
Swear to
Wall
God.
Street Journal, NBC poll.
Unbelievable. Listen.
Yes.
Coke Logic writes, too bad it's a lock, which we don't think so. Ann and Earl
I
should have
do.
made a bet like those two, like the two cities of the World Series do. That would have been a great bet.
There is a bet, and the stakes are much higher than anything me and Earl could come up with. Believe you me.
RealClearPolitics.com takes all the polls and gives you one, kind of like Rotten Tomatoes with the movie reviews. Go to RealClearPolitics.com, please.
Obama campaign reportedly has 1.5 million volunteers.
Wow.
That's
insane.
That's an army.
A lot of people want this guy. He's got a lot of people galvanized, and people feel hopeful. He's a young guy. McCain's age does bug me. The guy, I don't want a
bugs me
fucking
too, of
72-year-old dude making decisions for me.
Yep.
That's
So-
really old, man. Republicans, again, a guy like a Mitt Romney, I don't know how conservative he is, but they could have gotten a younger guy. And that Sarah Palin, it was such an out-of-touch decision. If you don't think the guy's out of touch, the fact that that's their choice shows you how out of touch they are.
I don't think he wanted to win. I think
you're crazy. Of course he wants to win. Everyone wants. You don't run for president not to win.
Who wants to take this mess and try to have to turn it around? Because whoever wins is going to only be a 4-year president. They're not going to. They're not going to go 8 years.
Not,
this is a 4-year.
Obama might, but McCain is too old. Who do you know?
Who wants this mess in their lap? What the?
Well, be the president. You
mess?
inherit a lot of shit.
After 4 years, you inherit shit.
Every president
and then
wants another term.
After 4 years, if the economy is fucking great in 4 years, which it probably will be,
Good.
he's going to look like a hero, even though he did nothing about it. Mm-hmm. And it's probably going to get fucked up with his stupid taxing.
No, I don't know, man. Especially if a lot of, I think a lot of these big companies are leaving anyway because the labor they can use overseas is, and plus technology puts a lot of people out of work. If broke people get a little bit more money and they spend more money, everything is better. Like, I know my ticket sales are better. When people, and I'm not even talking about the Stress Factory this weekend. I'm talking in general.
Why don't you agree to buy half the price of the tickets for everybody that comes into your show? There you go.
I'm not a lunatic.
That would be that's the Obama plan.
But you do have to go cheaper, though. You do have to make them cheaper. Dice did something smart. He did something called the Recession Tour, which is like 88 prices, and my tickets are not that expensive.
Unfortunately, you get 88 material also.
But I mean, it's like in times like this, I do take a hit, like as far as that is concerned, because people don't have $150 just to go out, and you know what I mean. Realistically speaking, they want to, but they just don't have it.
Mm-hmm. I know.
I've had this problem even before the recession, getting them into the rooms.
Our fans don't have
my fireplace with 50s now, which sucks.
Very nice. They just showed the fifth poll, which is different.
I know. Fucking asshole.
Which is different. Every poll's different, but all are showing Obama with the lead. So
yes, they are.
Hey, McCain had something fun to say about Mr. Biden.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, McCain is...
Joe Biden, what a nice guy he is. Just looks and comes across like the nicest person.
I like that he's a little bit of a prick.
I'm not a big fan of Biden.
Yeah. But you know what? He didn't get rich on politics. I'll say that.
He's like Dick Cheney on crack. Oh, gosh. Oh, fellas, settle down.
Yeah, who do you have more faith in, though? A guy like Biden who really didn't... I don't know a lot about him, but he didn't get rich. I know he's not a wealthy guy compared to a lot of these guys off politics.
Isn't his wife or something?
Maybe, but look at
his wife passed away.
I would hate to see
she?
Biden as a president.
How did he not make money off of that?
And his kid.
He did.
Wasn't? I thought it was just his kid.
Yes.
Wife too?
Yeah, he sells, yes.
Very tragic.
He has a bumper sticker. He says, my other car's a wreck.
It's got fucking
is it too much? Fuck everybody.
No,
veins with square knots in him going through his head.
All right. Here's what McCain's saying about Biden.
I got a pinch of loaf.
Go then.
Let me see you.
Where you go, my love?
Senator Obama voted 94 times for tax increases or against tax cuts.
You think that's going to be a boo or an applause?
That is a boo.
These fucking assholes. They both do it.
Senator Obama voted 94 times for tax increases or against tax cuts. My friends, it's not easy to earn the label of the most liberal senator in the United States Senate. You know who was second? A senator who described himself as a socialist. You know who was third? Joe the Biden. So,
Joe the Biden.
my friends.
He's playing off Joe the Plumber. Isn't that cute? Joe the Biden.
Joe the Biden.
Joe the Biden. That's his new thing.
Was that the Bigley?
Barack the...
Where was that
Obama.
from? What was that booing? Was that SNL?
Don't even... No, it's about... I'm so sick of Joe the Plumber.
Oh.
I hope they find that he had Jeffrey Jones's hard drive in his computer. he's Joe the Chicken Hawk.
I hope he has one of those septic tank accidents where he falls in.
Oh, my God.
And dies in a big tub of shit.
Yeah. Like a septic tank / sinkhole.
Yeah.
Joe the Suffocated. Joe the Duty Lungs. Because he breathes in shit. Get it?
I get it.
Oh, this is SNL stuff. Where's our SNL shit? We got to look at the John McCain on SNL thing.
Is he on SNL again? I didn't even notice.
Next to Tina Fey playing Sarah Palin.
I just had enough of all this.
All right.
Yeah.
She does a really good Sarah Palin, though.
Right. We're so sick of this campaigning.
I'm tired.
It's over tomorrow, my friend.
America. John Montone, as a matter of fact, was doing that this morning on 1010 Wins. In Times Square talking with people about the election. So has this gone on long enough? Yes, it has. Yes, it has. John Montone, 1010 Wins.
Yeah, he ended, I heard that, I think, coming in, and he ended it all dramatically, too. He just went, one more day.
Yeah. One more day.
That's his style. He does that with potholes, too.
Yeah. Will the pothole be fixed? I don't know. We called many times, and they say they're going to fix it, but it hasn't been fixed. Hasn't been fixed. Well, hopefully this hole will be fixed. What does that even mean? Why did you accent the hole?
Yeah, it is a hole.
Yeah, what are you doing?
People are saying it was the worst SNL ever. We'll get to those clips in a second, but now we got to make fun of Obama. Obama has some interesting ideas. Here's another one of his ideas.
Alternatives including coal or alternatives?
Let me sort of describe my overall policy.
Big A?
I mean, what I've said is that we would put a cap and trade system in place that is as aggressive, if not more aggressive, than anybody else's out there. I was the first to call for 100% auction on the cap and trade system, which means that every unit of carbon or greenhouse gas that was emitted would be charged to the polluter.
Holy shit.
That will create a market in which whatever technologies are out there that are being presented, whatever power plants that are being built, that they would have to meet the rigors of that market and the ratcheted down caps that are imposed every year. So if somebody wants to build a coal-powered plant, they can. It's just that it will bankrupt them because they're going to be charged a huge sum for all that greenhouse gas that's being emitted.
Oh, my God. Can we build a plant then? Oh, what are we supposed to do?
What's the other option?
You know how many? I think something like 75% of our power, electrical power, comes from coal in this country.
Really? That high?
I think it's that high.
Still?
It's yes. The thing is, coal burning is not nearly as filthy as it was back in ye olde days when they used to, the smokestacks. You'd see coal smoke billowing out of it. It doesn't do that anymore. They put things in place to scrub the fumes that are coming out and actually recirculate the heat that's wasted through the smokestacks and shit, and use that to power the turbines. And this motherfucker why is he anti-coal? The guy comes up with shit, it's off the walls.
He doesn't like coal.
Yeah.
He hates coal.
Well, build a plant that burns, and then maybe we'll figure out the power problem, all right?
All right, everyone pick up their pen and paper and guess what?
Let's power the country on, okay?
On what?
Coal?
Some type of other fuel besides coal. I'm saying that we transfer the plants so we can burn and get as much power as we need. That's all. What's wrong with that?
Rich, it's to you. What does he say?
Why do you go to Rich with something like that?
Well, because
the dump button is so far from me. Okay.
No,
all right, Rich, go ahead. My finger's on it.
Well, I don't understand. What he's saying is, if he's going to tax these people don't understand. They're going to end up paying for whatever corporations he taxes. The people are going to end up paying the difference because they're just going to raise their prices, and it's the trickle down theory.
Either raise their prices or they just fire people that work there to make up.
Or they just go overseas like they've been doing anyway because the fucking labor is so cheap.
Not everyone's going overseas. And one thing that they should do is have more incentives to keep the work in this country. Yeah. There's no incentive. If you're a businessman, it sounds all great and patriotic and great for the country and economy to go, I'm going to keep the jobs in America. But then when you're looking at your bottom line, especially during a recession, and you could get cheap labor or expensive fucking unionized labor that for some reason costs 20,000 times more than some little kid sewing in, give me a country, Thailand.
Bangladesh.
Yes. You're going to go out of the country to do it. There should be some type of incentive, and whether that's financial or not, to keep the work in the country. I don't know how that's done. I'm not running for fucking president. But it does suck that they do that. But taxing the shit out of him, that ain't a fucking solution. He's doing it backwards. Giving money to people that are going to spend it, perhaps boost the economy a little bit. Bush did that with his stimulus program where he handed out the checks and shit. And
didn't work.
It's a very temporary fix. It's a little Band-Aid.
It's fun, though.
And for the long term, if you keep giving them money like that, it's just going to get worse. They're not investing in the country. They're not hiring people. They're not fucking employing people. So the company suffers, has to fire people, has to raise the prices, that then the people that have the money now have to pay more to buy the shit anyway. Like Rich Voss said, thank you very much.
Also, he's talking about $500 to $1,000 give back to people that don't even pay federal taxes. So that does nothing for the economy because $1,000 if someone's not paying taxes to go out and buy cheese doodles or diapers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's not going to put the money back into anywhere substantial.
More children tax credits.
Okay.
That always helps too. When you give fucking more tax credits for more kids, because the smart people that realize it's expensive and a responsibility to have children, they're not the ones having kids. It's the fucking let me get another check from the government because I'm having another kid.
Or the dummies who say, not only should you not get an abortion, but you shouldn't use birth control.
Well, yes, those dummies too.
Those same dumb motherfuckers that are now in office who have allowed the religious right, and they don't even want to do stem cell testing.
Adoption's an option, is it?
Well, yeah.
Tell that to the fucking waterhead.
Do we get to start talking about boobies again on Wednesday?
No!
On Wednesday.
Fuck boobies.
Exactly.
This is too important. I understand
it's the big election. Tomorrow is it.
But after that, it'll be too late and we could get back to talking about boobies.
I hope so, because I'm ready to totally drop a bad word, and I know I'm going to get fired if this election coverage goes any further, any longer, and it's over, Johnny.
Boobies and tight slits.
What?
Return to the Opie and Anthony Show Wednesday. Right? Right?
I think even people that want to talk about boobies are kind of interested in this.
Oh, no, but we're ready to,
Like you were saying.
But then there's a lead up to the inauguration, and then it's the transition that goes on, and then it's the fucking first. It's going to be the tipping over of cars that happen after the big win. After the big win.
Either way, there's going to be some cars burning.
It's going to be like the fucking Bulls.
Way.
It's going to be like the Bulls winning years ago when Chicago was just turned upside down.
Well, it's cold in the D. They like it's
like that. Cold in the D.
They like that. They like that.
The boarding up of the White House. No, you got that.
Oh, Rich.
All right. I think they'll keep it without boards on it.
I got a really good question, though.
Yeah.
As president, are you allowed to change the color?
I'm the president?
As president,
Oh.
Anthony Cumia.
He hasn't been elected.
Are you allowed to change the color of the White House? What is the rule on that? You know,
wow! Imagine
who's the Funkadelic guy?
Time for change.
Who's the Funkadelic guy that said, paint the White House black or whatever that song was?
Yeah.
Who was it?
Clinton.
Was it Clinton did that?
Wow, that would suck.
But are you allowed as a president to go, you know what? I don't want a White House.
Oh, White House. I want to paint it different.
Yeah. Are you allowed to? What's the rule on that?
I would say no.
But you're the president.
Yeah, but it ain't your house. You just kind of stay in there.
Yeah.
Although they do things to the insides.
That's
like
what I'm saying,
one president who put in the bowling alley.
Oh, wow, that's a great question. I'm going to go with, I'm going to, Ford.
No, it was a long time ago.
It was before Ford?
No, it wasn't FDR. Wait a minute.
FDR wasn't doing
the
any
wheelchair.
Jesus.
Yeah,
one of those wheelchair ramp things that they slide it down. Bumper bowling.
They didn't have that. They just grab him by the fucking shoulders and drag him up the steps. Yeah. Here you go, Turnip Root legs.
Well, when I had a tour of the West Wing, there were Norman Rockwell paintings. There was many different artifacts.
Sam Rockwell paintings.
The best part of that story is you really thought you were in the West Wing. You were probably in a museum in Washington somewhere and they told you it was
a mock-up.
A mock-up.
Showed us the buildings that missiles were on.
Oh, apparently not ones that could do any good during September 11th.
I'm doing roll call. Tom and Philly. Opie, I'm ready for boobies. See? What are we going to talk about after this election's over?
Just about tits and cunts.
Yeah.
If you take away all the sex... What was the other thing he said? If you take away all the sex talk, there'd be a lot of dead air.
Yeah.
Bill O'Reilly.
Bill O'Reilly.
You know what I'm saying?
No spin zone there, Bill.
Go fuck yourself, Bill O'Reilly.
Yeah, even with the sex talk, there's a lot of dead air.
Yes.
Right.
Live Biden speech momentarily.
Oh, boy.
Here comes when they blow the election right now, when Biden says something. Why are they pulling him out now?
Right.
They've hidden him away for
crazy
for a while now, and they're going to break him out? I want to talk.
Anthony's hoping for Al Michaels.
Come on, do something
believe
bad.
in miracles?
Do something stupid.
Let's make everybody happy.
O-P-I-E, that's O-P with his partner Anthony. They give us news in their own views, and Ant really doesn't hate the Jews. Little Jimmy is also there. He likes females and no one cares. Make me laugh, that's O-N-A. The pendulum is swinging back the other way. Make me laugh, make me laugh. O-N-A.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right.
Now I'm feeling good.
Feeling better, right?
Yeah, it's our show theme. How would I not?
How about a quick break so we could take some leakies?
I'm just going to read through a website.
I understand. And we're going to do maybe some...
You see this one yet, Rich?
He's out.
Oh, where did he go? I don't even notice that he was gone.
To take leaks there. When we get back, little Bill O'Reilly and maybe some McCain on SNL. And Jim Norton's got a book signing tonight.
Thank you. Yes, tonight, 7 p.m., Borders and Penn Station. On your way home from work, stop in, buy a book, say hello. We'll all be down there, or I will be. And our special friend is going to be very dressed up, introducing me.
That's very nice of you.
How
about a little la 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 la? You want the theme song as you come out?
No.
Toodly-doo.
The K-Rock girls will be there. We haven't seen them bitches since they were... Hope they look sexy.
Nah, they're not. Half of them got pregnant since last
time. Did they really?
Yeah, they're
Boo! I like that. To fatten a girl up, though.
They just can't get
seed.
They just can't get enough semen in them.
Dirty girls. Have some seed in your belly.
Just dirty girls.
Fatten you up nicely.
Just having semen vacuumed out of their vages all the time to make room for more semen. That's what I think of them.
They're cum-filled. How you doing, you cum-filled monster?
Right.
Hey, cum belly, go grab me a Diet Pepsi.
Cum-filled monster.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, this website's gearing up for election night.
What?
I guess they want all their members to be on during election night so they could comment as the results come in. Oh,
I am going to. You want to do it on election night? Honestly, I have a signing in Jersey, and then I'm coming into New York and going to the Comedy Cellar. There's a weird thing they're doing. We're just going to watch the election. All the comedians are going to be down there, not on stage, just watching the election. Really boring story. I got it. Oh, no one's looking at me right now. Just so people out there know, Anthony's looking at a screen. Opie's looking at a screen.
Yeah.
What?
Danny, you look down at his screen, and I'm just kind of here.
Were you talking?
Exactly. I really shouldn't have been. I was saying nothing substantive.
All right, I'm going to take a break.
All righty. I got to make wee-wees.
I got to suck a few dicks.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, just hit the thing. Here we go. Opie and Anthony. Listen, we got. We got. I think we do a little Bill O'Reilly. This thing has a nice little buzz. Laszlo did it on his show on Saturday. I'm telling you, Laszlo's radio show is very, very good. With Wayne.
With Wayne and Reed.
Yes, I know Wayne. I saw Wayne the other night. He's a unique fella. Unique fella. That's all. Type. Don't do. Wait, I can't do Gene Simmons. Shit.
You have to just keep talking, and then put your hand over his hand, like there's a problem, like you're distracting such a genius.
Shut it.
I'm sorry. Just don't bring up Gene Simmons on the show ever.
God.
Fucking is there any kind of Kiss box set or something coming? I gotta get him to sign it. Wait, that's the wrong thing to say.
Yeah. That's probably, that would be, to sign it.
Gotta get him in.
Jab the pen through his neck.
Hey, look, you should tell him we gotta come on. Anthony's got a problem with you.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously.
No, what's your problem? Why would you have a problem?
With his soft-spoken, fucking passive-aggressive bullshit that he does all the time.
You know what?
I'll unload like a maniac on him. I don't care.
Just like you did on Mancow?
I gave him the best call he ever had.
You made a valid point.
I made a valid point.
That was the greatest ever.
I was told that was really good point and a good call, and God, what a dick I am.
Yeah.
I was supposed to, hit him then, right betwixt the eyes.
You're a fucking bad prank caller.
I stink.
You were really bad that day. I understand what you were going for.
Prince Albert in a can? Yes. All right, I'll be down to purchase it.
Yes, enjoy it.
Yeah.
Is your refrigerator running? Yes. Thank God, because power has been spotty in certain areas.
Do you have 10-pound balls? Yes. Good. I like a nice light bowling ball. I'll be down to bowl soon.
Two Jews walk into a bar. Really? Yes. Apparently they're both thirsty.
They said hi to the owner.
Yes.
I think they liked that one the best.
Of course they did. They understand quality when they hear it. Those
Yes.
fucking three miscreants outside.
When you have Gene come in, make sure Danny types really loudly.
Yeah.
That'll happen.
Oh, just type.
I'm going to bring in one of those keyboards from like 1987 where it's like you can't even try to type softly on the
clickety clackety click, clickety clackety.
It sounds like they're spring loaded for some reason.
Clank, clank, clank.
Clickety clack. Just bring in an old typewriter and for no reason just smack it. Ding, zip.
How did
Get it to go.
Or an electric one, yeah.
How did anybody write on a typewriter? Isn't it amazing? I mean, I had one, but it's amazing.
Mechanical, where the force of your finger actually is making the little letter thing pop up. Nothing electric, just a fucking mechanical machine.
You're bludgeoning the paper with it's basically the paper's being smashed with a letter.
It's being beaten with the alphabet.
It's like the fucking machine has an arm with a letter and it goes, here, fucko. Whack! Whack! Whack!
You're right, too, because it goes over the top before it hits the paper.
It's
like,
got to build up speed.
Yeah.
It comes around and builds up speed like an overhand right.
Here you go, whack!
That's the difference between myself and you guys, because when I was going to school, we all had laptops.
Oh, did you?
And you guys,
well, we weren't all wealthy. We weren't all wealthy.
Not wealthy. It was just it's just a generation thing.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
guys went to school when they had the typewriters and stuff.
How'd you have a laptop in school?
Because I'm younger
Perhaps
than you
more than that,
guys.
Ant. Oh, God damn it! I didn't get it.
Of course not.
What?
What's
School
that?
in my school had 12 fingers. She had an extra finger.
What'd she type? 14,000 words a minute.
72 a minute.
No
way. She had 12 fingers. Whenever she ate chicken, we'd all fucking mock her, go like that, and lick the sixth finger. She had a little baby finger.
Guys were a
coming out.
scream.
Yeah.
What a hoot.
Well, where'd you go to Panic High? Holy mackerel! Welcome to Laugh School USA.
That was good.
Not one to be had. That's the best you guys could do with a sixth finger.
Yeah, really.
Is this?
We were kids.
It's good.
Good type of ass.
All right, listen. Can I play Little Bill O'Reilly or what? Listen to this.
Yes, let's.
Listen to this little fucker.
You just entered the no spin zone. Is there a difference between the Democrats and the Nazis? I can't see it. Listen up, pinheads. Go drive your electric cars into the ocean. I hope you hit a whale on your way to France. Now, the factor's advice to gays. Shut up. Don't tell anybody what you do. Your life will be a lot easier. Your dirty sex makes God send hurricanes. You don't support the troops. You're on my cowards list. Love it or leave it. And when you leave it, take the queers with you. And that is it for the factor. What's that? I can't read that. We'll do it live. We'll do it live. We'll do it live.
Yeah, that thing's been making the rounds for a while now.
Wow. How many hits does that have?
A couple hundred.
Hang on.
That's it?
Yeah.
Actually, it's just shy of $100,000.
That's some funny
It's
shit.
it's pretty good.
That kid does a good job.
You guys see the little fucker.
He's all dressed up in a suit with some ridiculous hair.
His
too.
hair is silly. That hair is silly.
Voss said she had 12 fingers. What was the problem with that? Oh, because fingers are different than thumbs, I guess. Is this
Oh,
guy going on
stop.
a-
Don't be technical like that.
Are you going on a technicality?
Believe me, we'll jump on Voss in a second about something, but...
Justin?
Yeah.
Are you doing a technicality thing with us?
What? No, just Walt said she had an extra finger. She had 12 fingers. That's dope.
One on each
No,
hand. you
6 on each
idiot.
hand.
6.
What?
Oh, really? I can't count to 11, stupid?
Wait,
It's all right. So what?
Asshole, you're the one. An extra finger is 11, not 12.
On each hand, I said she had an extra finger.
All right, well, that makes sense then.
Oh, thanks.
I went out with a girl in college that her and her brother both had 6 toes on their feet.
Yuck.
And they both had them chopped off, so there was a weird space in between.
Should have gave it to me.
Yeah.
Have you ever been with a girl? I was with a girl. Her nipples didn't come out. They were inverted nipples.
Innies.
Did you ever do that?
You gotta
girls
squeeze
have
the
the
tits
innie.
hard and you'll pop out, whore.
Yeah, it's like a stress ball. You squeeze it hard enough, it'll pop out.
Yeah, she shits, but a nipple pops out. She
Sometimes if they get excited, they pop out, but sometimes they don't.
They can't.
Sometimes they don't.
And then you pop her in the fart box.
Sometimes the nipple goes away. Sometimes it don't go away.
Let's drink to your nipple. Let's drink to my inverted nips.
I lost my virginity to a girl that had not a hairy back, a hairy spine that went all the way down.
Oh, horse chick.
Yeah, I haven't talked about that in a long time.
I never was with the inverted nipple chick, but I seen them in pictures.
It's awful.
Oh.
Yeah, they
it's
just kind of go
tough.
in. What
Yeah.
does
They're
that?
licking a divot.
The fuck is that?
No, God hates them.
Sandy Kane's got that.
Of course she does.
And she sticks the matches in there.
Yeah.
And pulls out nipple tit cheese at the end of the fucking. Because how do you clean in there?
Would you rub your finger on it and smell it? She has 2 belly buttons in the middle of her tits.
Oh,
I would for a goof.
no.
Wants to smell my belly button.
I just answered that question in my head. I'm like, you know what? I would just for a goof.
No, you wouldn't.
My right ear.
Yeah, I would. So.
What?
All right, let's do the John McCain SNL thing because this was comedy at its best, man. This guy is.
So sick of these guys going comedy shows.
What? They're just trying to get the vote out.
Exactly.
Man.
Stop trying to have personalities.
McCain buys time on QVC on SNL. That was the bit.
Ah, that's the bit. Okay, I was wondering what that was.
Yeah.
Good evening, my fellow Americans. I'm John McCain.
My friends.
And I'm just Sarah Palin.
The final days of any election are the most essential. This past Wednesday, Barack Obama purchased airtime on 3 major networks. We, however, can only afford QVC.
These campaigns sure are expensive.
They sure are. They sure are. So tonight, we come before you to give you some final remarks on our campaign.
And as part of our agreement with the QVC folks, we're going to try and sell you some stuff.
I'm angry now.
Yeah.
I don't want to play this.
Yeah, that's...
I don't want to play this.
Yeah, this is like SNL shit. It sucks.
SNL shit is a perfect way to put it.
Yeah.
But the ratings this year, man, people are eating it up.
Sheep.
Why are they eating it up?
Sheep.
Bah. Yeah.
What do you guys' first election without a former Yale student on the ballot as president? Who cares? Who cares?
What did they say?
It's the first election without someone from Yale being either a presidential candidate or vice presidential candidate.
Fuck you. First one from an MLK Boulevard, though.
Yeah.
Thank you, sirs.
Yale.
And who wouldn't want the complete set of limited edition Joe action figures? There's Joe the Plumber, Joe Sixpack, and my personal favorite, Joe Biden. If you pull this cord, he talks for 45 minutes.
I take the Amtrak to work every day. Then, after work, I take it home. Let me tell you something about Joe Biden. He's not going to back down.
It's great if you want to clear out a party.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's weird, though. Tina Fey's playing Sarah Palin right next to John McCain.
She sounds just like her.
You think she was freaked,
Yeah.
all nervous and stuff?
Nah, I'd say no.
No? And then
Yeah, I'm opting no.
All right.
So instead of going to one of those elite department stores with their liberal agendas and overpriced items and their gotcha return policies that violate your First Amendment rights, why not do your holiday shopping with us? Okay, listen up, everybody. I'm going rogue right now, so keep your voices down. Available now. We got a bunch of these.
She's holding up a shirt that says Palin in 2012.
Oh.
Palin, whatever.
Just try and wait until after Tuesday to wear them, okay? Because I am not going anywhere. And I'm certainly not going back to Alaska. If I'm not going to the White House, I'm either running in 4 years or I'm gonna be a white Oprah, so I'm good either way.
What's going on over there, Sarah?
Oh, just talking about taxes.
You know what? I don't want to play anymore.
I don't want to hear anymore, to tell you the truth. That say 7 tracks?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. People.
That's 8 too many.
Listeners don't realize. Why you got a bone today?
Well, Jimmy, why the rod?
Why are you stretching?
Why the rod? Did you take a Cialis?
No. I just had a thought about some girl.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Just sitting there contemplating some chick and getting
With
a
her
rod.
graduating.
No, her getting into high school.
What was the thought?
Actually, if you want to know about the way she smells under her arms. No, it's very clean and sexy. She has a sexy body scent.
Yeah. Okay.
That's all it was?
That's it.
And that gave you a boner?
Well, I was thinking about fucking pressing my dick into her. It wasn't just
into her armpit.
Yeah.
No, into her fucking ass.
All you do is picture just the armpit in your mind.
No.
Just the armpit.
It's just a sexy,
You got to pan out a little bit so you see the whole thing.
Yeah.
Hey, your friend came to see me in Virginia.
Yes, I know.
Foss, what it would take for you to get a boner right now?
A guy.
I don't know. 300 audience members? I don't know.
When I bombed, how did you bomb harder? At least I got this. At least Anthony breathed once.
I was like...
I couldn't get a boner now.
Why not?
I don't know. It's very seldom.
Really?
I don't just get boners anymore. Every
You
now
don't
and
just
then
get a boner?
God. Rich, what are you
What's wrong with
fucking?
you?
Yeah, he's in his 70s now.
I'm not gonna get a boner
I don't get
now,
a boner.
but
I just
get a
don't get
boner?
them.
Once in a while, depends. You know,
boners are for kids.
Yeah, they are.
Boners are wasted on the young. Oh, Uncle Paul.
You never had to tie down a boner with your belt because you got one while you're walking the streets?
I never had to tie down a boner ever.
I call it tying it down.
Sitting down, you got to pick the elastic from your underwear up and put it over the head. It's like poking out the top of your pants.
Yeah, or you take the shirt, you untuck your shirt and make sure it covers up everything.
Yeah.
I got one on the train, I think.
Oh, I'm
the other
sorry.
day.
You have a small penis, so that was.
It's not small, it's average.
I got one on the train, I think, the other day. You're not even sure if you get a boner anymore?
You know when you get a boner.
Yeah.
It's like
one of those little
it's like boner.
Yeah.
Just know.
There's a train in an amusement park that you sit on. It's like a little choo-choo that goes in a circle.
What do you mean you think? You weren't sure?
I don't remember because it was, it was yesterday. I don't remember my boners like when I get it, but I think I had one on the train yesterday for some reason.
Yeah. I used to get them on the school bus for no apparent reason. But now, and that was weird.
Why were you on a school bus last week?
Yeah, last week. Could you give me a lift? Hi, honey. Yeah, I used to get them on the school bus. It was very embarrassing because it would last till I got off the school bus at school, and I'd have to put my books in front of my my boner and walk in that way, and then it would be gone by the time I actually got into the building.
I do miss being younger, where you just got boners all
Spontaneous
the fucking
boner.
time.
Spontaneous boner.
I used
boner.
I told you I used to get boners when I was caddying for really old ladies, and I wasn't even attracted to them. I don't even want to play it like. I mean, you can make all the jokes you want, but it had nothing to do with the old ladies. But there I am with a fucking raging boner as I'm trying to carry their golf bag,
sticking in the ball washer, just trying to fuck something.
I was like 14, and it was just ridiculous.
Yeah, they would just. You would pop a boner all the time. I popped a boner. He actually used to say that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that girl made me pop a boner. How stupid.
Remember? And they would just be achy.
Oh yeah, they'd throb.
They'd just be
throbbing, achy boner.
Right.
No solution to it whatsoever.
You would actually see the skin is stretching. It's so. It's so fucking
I put that stuff on my dick years ago to keep your dick numb.
Oh, shit.
Keep your dick numb so you didn't feel anything.
Yeah.
I might have told the story. I don't know. And I was fucking my ex-wife, and I couldn't feel it, and I popped blood vessels in my dick.
Jesus.
Because you couldn't feel it at all. Just because I
How'd you stay hard?
Just the thought of fucking kept me hard at that time.
Wait, you got that numbing cream?
Yeah, years ago, and you can't feel it, and then all of a
It's
sudden
like
your
having
dick is all
Novocaine on your
all
penis.
black and blue. Because sometimes I used to come so fucking quick, man. I remember one time I was with this girl in Montreal, and we were making out, and she stuck her tongue in my ear, and I just fucking...
Are you kidding? Without even touching it?
I was young, and I fucking splattered all of my pants. I had to go in the bathroom and drop water on me and pretend I spilled water, because I just
Holy
fucking
shit.
came like a fucking...
I've had some
maniac.
instances that come in pretty quick in my life, but it never.
Dude.
It had to go into a pussy.
Can I tell my Cumsy story?
Yeah, what's your clumsy story?
Remember the Northport movie theater?
Yeah.
I was in high school and I was going out with I wasn't going out, or I guess we were just starting a date, and we started making out after the movie, and we were going to end up at the golf course, Huntington Crescent Club, and like fool around on a green, which I did like later in life. And we made out, and I made Cumsy
from making out.
Yeah, swear to God, no touching, nothing. I'm like,
that's
what
fucked
the
up.
fuck?
Oh, she gets so excited.
I know about getting excited, shit.
I think I gotta remember. I think I was like 16 or 17. It was the most unbelievable.
Here's the worst Cumsy story I have of being with a girl and just like going, oh fuck. We were spending the weekend together. And I was in like high school,
right?
And this chick was like, she was I think a freshman in high school, and I was a junior or something like that. And we used to take these trips upstate to this cabin with me and a bunch of my friends, and her and like her friends and her sisters. So it was like this whole fucking bunch of guys and girls, equal number, going up there to just like fuck around
and get away from the killer.
What killer?
Oh, horror movies.
Oh yeah. Well, we didn't more care about the killer, believe me. So, first night I'm with this girl. I'm gonna be with her for 2 nights. First night, I'm fucking like feeling her tits, fucking licking her pussy. I'm doing everything. She won't let me fuck her. She's like, I don't know, because she was a virgin too, so she wouldn't let me do that. And I'm like, fucking rock hard for hours, like pre-cum is just filling the bed up, and I just nothing for the whole night. The next day, blue balls that hurt so bad I couldn't even like lay down on my back and not have it just throb with pain.
Yeah.
Then next night, I'm doing the same thing, boner, fucking crazy, and she goes, okay, you can do it if you want. And I'm like, fuck yeah. The second my head fucking went in, I shot a howitzer full of cum. It was just over, Johnny. Over. The only redeeming thing there was that it wasn't going away for any reason whatsoever in that situation. But I just went like, oh my God. Oh.
I was 19. We were at the bar. I was at a bar, and we're hanging out, and this girl under the table just started rubbing my leg and touching my pants. You know, my dick in my pants in the bar. And I fucking came like a like that, like a fucking rabbit. And I had to get her to stop, you know, but make it look like I didn't come, because you don't want them to know that you came from her
just touching you. Oh, I can see Rich just big fucking wet spot in your.
It's the fucking worst, because then it's all in your drawers and underwear, and the rest of the night you got like hardened cum
just from touching it.
You ever play freeze where all of a sudden you just
you feel it coming? Don't move.
Don't even breathe, because just taking a little air will do it.
I used to just.
So all of a sudden you're just sitting there like a statue.
Dude, if I felt it going, I would pull out immediately and just shove my face down there.
Yeah.
Like, hey, check out this technique.
Yeah.
I fuck you, and then I go down on you a little while. Meanwhile, it's like, if I went another quarter of an inch one way or the other, I was blasting.
I would start thinking about my grandmother, and it even come harder.
And remember what a good fuck she was.
What a hot prune was hanging from her leg. I would put my dick in, and I would just press up against the bottom of my shaft, and I wouldn't let the head feel anything, because once,
just like now.
Even if her pussy breathed on my head, I was going to come.
Every once in a while, you do play like Operation.
Yeah.
You're doing it, but you're making
Let
sure
me just
you're not
poke
touching
around.
anything.
I was eating this girl's pussy at my old apartment. It was so bad, I would eat it and then turn on the side of the bed and dry heave. I was eating it, and I was going, it was so rancid. But I had to eat her pussy because I would come too quick.
Right, so you had to spend some time to. You actually would go.
I was dry heaving on the side, like I put my head between the bed and the wall and dry heave, and then I go back for a little more, and then I fuck a little, and then I feel myself coming, and I pull out, and I go down.
Yeah, you go down
and then
again.
Dry heave some more.
Yeah.
You would think me puking would stop me from coming. This girl was so rancid.
Didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
No.
Oh, that's
Back in the day before AIDS, man, you know, what the fuck? I was fucking a girl that was cheating on her boyfriend, and she came to my house, and she felt so guilty, and I put my dick in. Just as I put it in, I was coming. She goes, "That's it? This doesn't count as cheating. I don't feel guilty."
Oh, there you go. You helped her out.
I helped her out.
Jesus Christ.
It was horrible back in my day. They didn't have all the medicine.
You couldn't stop coming.
Because it was, you know, I wasn't getting a lot of pussy, because I would get a lot with Coke, but this was before Coke. You know, I had long hair and fucked up teeth, so, you know, I always got the fucking other girl sometimes.
You have a jack before the date?
Yeah, but then I didn't want to pick her up. After I come, I go, I don't want to hang out with her.
No, I don't want to deal with her.
I don't want to deal with this bitch. I came. Yeah, I do that, and then I just call her, find an excuse not to go out.
People are writing saying, haven't you guys heard of cock rings? I've never fucking used a
cock ring. Get out of here, you fucking queer.
I've been tempted.
I've used them. They don't do anything. They
It's
just
a cock
squish your
ring.
balls. They hurt.
Why would you want that?
A cock ring.
It doesn't keep you hard. It keeps you.
What?
They're worse. They get caught in your teeth. I mean, the problem with it.
Do they?
Oh my God! That's funny, Rich. All right, we're gonna do line of the day.
Line of the day, and then we're gonna go. Yeah.
Yeah, we got some shit to do.
I'm gonna go buy some gold.
Yeah.
All right. Now that everyone out, that's smart. WebEx.com, thank you for helping us out with Line of the Day. WebEx.com, that's the meetings thing, right? I wish we could
Yes.
I wish we could do our meetings like that.
It's like a video conferencing. You're holding your meeting with other people, no matter where they are, right on WebEx.com.
Why the fuck can't we do that? Why the fuck can't we do that? We take a lot
When
of
we have
meetings.
meetings, I know. Let's use WebEx when some friggin' boss wants to meet with us.
You know, fuck these assholes. They want us to promote WebEx.com, but they insist we sit around for meetings.
Use it.
I want my meetings from my house.
I'll sit in front of my computer. Imagine that you're on a WebEx meeting with your boss and you just start jerking off and face the camera into your lap. Big hairy cock just.
And then go, oh, I'm sorry, but your product just made me very excited.
Shit, I thought this was something else.
Here's a runner-up line of the day.
I'm like, is he another Hollywood germaphobe?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think he.
Funny, he didn't mind picking up that piece of crap called the Pink Panther.
I'll never tire of that, Jimmy.
Why?
How much you hate the Pink Panther?
It's fucking awful.
I'll never tire
Dude,
of
it's
that.
the worst.
You can't remake classic comedies.
I agree, there's no
You
CGI
can't.
necessity.
Stop with that. Let the great comedies just sit there.
I agree, bro.
There's no reason to remake them. I understand with other movies because maybe, you know, the technology gets a little better and for the, you know what I mean? But
yeah, for things like King Kong was definitely due.
But you know, following the logic, you know what? And they probably will. They'll probably remake Jaws one of these days.
One of these days.
They
yeah.
probably will do that.
With who?
25 fucking years.
Huh?
With who?
Let's see.
Like, I wonder who they'll use as Brody, be Colin Farrell.
Johnny Knoxville or something.
Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah, some black actor.
Yeah, they'll have to get a black guy in there.
Cuba Gooding Jr. Y'all
play.
gonna need a bigger boat.
Like, no, he'd play like Quint.
Who's that high voice guy from the Rush Hour movies?
Oh,
Tucker.
God.
Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker will be Hooper.
Chris Tucker and Johnny.
I'm not going in the cage. I'm not going in that motherfucking cage.
Oh, yeah.
Cage in the water. I'm in the cage. Sock in the water. I'll suck. Don't fuck your mama.
Oh, black version of Jaws.
Tracy Morgan would be Quint.
Yeah.
He would be in the background.
Let me tell you, that was the Indianapolis. That's what that motherfucker was. We delivered the bomb. It was the bomb we delivered.
What the fuck's Jay Moore? We need a good.
Yeah.
We need a Tracy
That's
Morgan.
what happened.
And Colin, I want to hear Colin and Jaws with them.
They call it teeth. Yeah. That horrible high-pitched screaming and hollering. Sometimes the shark go away, sometimes it don't go away. Just all black actors doing shit. Why not?
All right, wait a minute.
Get it to the honeymooners.
Porky York, who's good for one, from Minnesota, he writes there, remaking Jaws, Opie. I seen the trailer at the theater recently. Get the fuck out of here. I just threw
It's
that
probably
out there
a shark
as a goof.
movie. I'm sure there's plenty of shark movies.
I threw that out as a goof. No fucking way.
As a goof.
Oh, shit.
But, oh, there they are.
That music with the window washing guys is actually
that was a little weird.
Why are these guys washing windows every day?
Because our windows are dirty.
You know what? They're
Bob
doing,
Kelly.
Construct. That guy does look like Bob Kelly.
That's right. Should be doing the same job as Bob, too. Dude! You know what, dude? The windows gotta be washed, dude.
Chris S. from PA writes, Black Jaws will be renamed Grills.
Yeah.
Grill.
Shark has a gold tooth. It be biting motherfuckers.
Let it be known, Chris S., I'm going to officially give you a runner-up line today. It's too late because the voting is over, but that's a good one. All right, here's another runner-up line of the day.
You would know based on what somebody else is doing and how they're betting whether you should try to go over the top of them and scare them out of the hand or, fold your cards.
Well, I got to just learn that whole river thing, but once I learn that... Once I learned that, but here's the thing.
You should learn the river by jumping in one.
Or just talking for a few minutes to create one.
I think that was a group effort.
That was
there.
very good.
Rich Voss is going to be at Helium this coming weekend. It's a good comedy club.
I'm going to go see him.
Are you really?
Well, I'm doing a signing Thursday in Philly, yeah. I can't Friday through Sunday. I'm doing a Stress Factory.
Yeah, but you'll be there Thursday for Rich Voss's show.
I will, actually.
Cool.
I want to do a spot on your show.
Oh, wow. Could you?
If he lets me.
Yeah, why not?
That'd be huge. Okay. Here's another runner-up line of the day.
Because if I get that call that, there's a problem with somebody or someone's gravely ill or that it is an important thing that I have to come in early for something. I don't know what. Anything but Poe making a duty. That's what the phone's on for. Who thought I'd get a call saying I gotta go caca?
We're never this good on a Monday. These people got a treat today.
A treat?
They really did get a treat.
Actually gave you a show, motherfuckers.
That's right, motherfuckers. No more complaining. We're never this good on Mondays.
I don't like that shark. He stole my credit card.
Let's put that in the back of our mind. The Black Jaws thing. We can run with that a little better.
The shark's fins, they're $5 bills.
A fin?
Isn't that a 5?
Yeah, but now that I think of it, this bit ain't that good.
No? But no, I ruined it. The bit was good.
Oh, Jimmy.
I didn't mean to ruin it.
A fin.
I'm sorry, I was on the borders.
You use a 1930 fucking reference?
Couldn't think of anything.
Hey, it's a fin note.
I make a boo-boo.
Jimmy's got a book signing tonight. I Hate Your Guts comes out tomorrow.
Tonight at Borders, and I want you guys to come down. We have the K-Rock girls, and first one online gets a free book.
Jimmy, there's a lot of Borders out there.
This is at Penn Station.
All right, good.
And it's very easy to get to. It's right at the Garden.
We did it last year, right? Or 2 years ago now?
Yeah, about a year.
Yeah, all right. Fuck the Jackets!
Whoa.
Someone taunting me from Columbus all morning long. Another runner-up line of the day.
You slob! Shut up, you fat Iowan slob, Elmer! You friggin' farmer! You're a farmer! You're a farmer! I'm sorry I don't have a pig wife to make me breakfast. Shut up!
That was great.
That was hilarious.
Stupid Elmer.
He annoyed you, didn't he?
Pig wife. Oh, he fucking annoyed me. Bad. I did not need it at that point. I'm not going to be... I'm not going to be happy till 2012, and then maybe not again. It's election day tomorrow.
No, it's not. They called it off.
Did they?
Yeah. No, really, they did, guys.
Go out and yeah. Remember, please, really think about it before you pull that handle, people. Please, really think. You know who I'm talking to out there. We really can take this. It doesn't matter.
Can I say something too? Because you said what you had to say.
About.
I beg you to vote for Obama tomorrow.
What?
For the good of the Opie and Anthony show. It'll be an amazing 4 years.
All the people. Hold on. No. All the people that lied at the polls because of that meeting we had a couple of years ago. Okay. Torah.
Really?
That's the code word. That means when you go in, pull the handle for who you really want.
A Jew?
Listen, Opie and Anthony listeners.
There's no Jew running.
My turn, Ant.
No, not Torah.
Oh.
In Japanese, Torah.
Listen.
Torah. Vote for the Jew.
Right. Listen, Opie and Anthony listeners. This is Opie talking. If you really, really enjoyed Anthony's rants this morning, please vote for Obama tomorrow. Please.
But even if he's not elected.
Please.
Even if he's not elected,
they always
think
go
of the
away
radio.
after they lose the election.
No. I don't mean him going away. Think of the radio we'll have when we have to actually hang out the windows and defend ourselves from the riots that are going on.
More rants like this morning if Obama's elected. Just remember that, people.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, Voss, why does it say on the Helium website that Rich Voss and Bonnie McFarlane will from NBC's Last Comic Standing and the Howard Stern Show?
I don't know. I've never done Howard Stern in my life.
Did Bonnie?
She did it years ago.
She's never allowed back on the show. That's it. She fucking burnt that bridge. Don't care. Burnt that bridge.
Helium's not giving us a little fucking mention on their website.
Whoa. I don't know. I haven't even looked at it.
Well, I've had it.
I'm glad you saw that. I'll make.
This is the last time I promote Helium, unless they change that immediately.
All right, I'll talk to them.
Immediately.
Oh, God damn, I can't stand looking
Why would they put that?
What's Rudy doing out there? Oh, his daughter. His daughter looks like little Rudy.
Yeah, they all look the same.
And then that other one might be a little, that might be doable.
The one girl looks like, Joe Lieberman. Ugh.
Herr Lieberman.
Fuck him.
Why don't you like him?
I hate Joe Lieberman.
Why?
He's one of those let's come out against video games and not do anything else.
Thank you,
guy.
For having a sense of sense.
The kink app. Mason-Dixon polls.
I don't want anybody with white eyebrows being president.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh.
All right, let's do line of the day so we could go home.
Like Tommy Lee Jones.
Listen, my friends, my friends, my friends.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
No, we got to do line of the day first.
And then we'll get out of here.
Poe, get my truck. Here's
it's already
your
on
line
it,
of the
I
day.
think. I hope so.
Here comes
Line of the day?
line of the day.
I knew it.
Line of the day.
Line of the day.
That kid's a good singer.
You're not 40 yet?
No.
Get out of here.
I'm not. The big day's coming up next
He'll be
year,
40
though.
next year.
Yeah.
God, you look beaten down.
Touche, my friend. Touche.
Boner! Oh, that was a good one. God, you look beaten down.
Good job.
What's a Quinnipiac poll? Isn't that from Long Island?
Oh,
or
wait.
something?
A what poll?
Which poll is that?
The Quinnipiac.
The Quinnipiac?
That's like a 4-pack.
Yeah, the Quinnipiac poll is a place on Long Island. Quinnipiac Indians.
Isn't that like a college or something out in Long Island, Quinnipiac?
Yeah, yeah.
What the fuck?
Holy shit, you are the dumbest motherfucker.
It's right there in front of you, dummy.
Right. Quinnipiac or Quinnipiac.
Jimmy. Holy shit.
Jimmy opened his
Jimmy
ass
pulled
hole.
his pants down, opened his ass, and put it right next
You
to
have
Voss.
to have some kind of shit on you right now, man. You have
Wow, he farted right at you.
Quinnipiac, Rich.
Quinnipiac,
Not
and it's in
Quinnipiac.
Connecticut.
Tomorrow I want all
I
this.
used to have some chick that used to go there.
That's right, 'cause she likes your big pole.
That was, oh gosh, now.
I'm going to show my Opie and Anthony knowledge.
That was my fine feathered friend.
That's what I was going to say to look smart.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
It's going to be smart.
Yep, that was her.
Tomorrow.
Quinnipiac.
Who's Quinnipiac? Is she, with
Who's the queen?
Latifah?
The queen of Piac.
Yes, where's Piac?
All right, let's start.
You're the king of pea brain.
Let's start the rumor now.
Yes.
Now, and really push it tomorrow that the election has been postponed because of technical problems with the voting machines.
But only for certain people.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa.
Chicago, certain parts
Yeah.
of New York.
Right.
Yeah.
But you can go down to certain rural aspects of areas of Georgia and Alabama and vote there.
Vote freely.
Just tell everybody it's going to rain tomorrow.
Yes. Massive downpours in the forecast tomorrow.
And I think the game's on, too. Right?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no, and they're playing the Super Bowl early this year.
Yeah, Super Bowl's early. Let's see.
Actually, we should have went with the NBA Finals. See?
NBA Finals.
That's why I'm not.
That would have worked.
All right, let's go home.
I hear there's a free giveaway at a certain food chain. What?
Motherfuckers, we'll see everybody at Jim Norton's book signing
Yes.
tonight.
Yay! Yeah, they said yes.
I'm not.
No, I don't blame you.
I can't.
All right,
I got things to do.
But I...
What is this?
Yeah. He doesn't know. It's either stuff you got to pay or stuff you got to pay. It's an envelope in an envelope.
I'm going to call it, Ant.
Jimmy. Yeah, call it. All
gonna
right,
call it.
everybody. I'm going to be, talking to you tomorrow.
We end with this.
O-P-I-E, that's O-P with his partner Anthony. They give us news in their own views, and Ant really doesn't hate the Jews. Little Jimmy is also there. He likes females and no one cares. Make me laugh, that's O&A. The pendulum is swinging back the other way. Make me laugh, O&A.